Hey, what is up guys? So we are live again, but अभी जो है हम लोग वॉच पार्टी करने वाले हैं हमारे एसर प्रेडिएटर लीग के पबजी पीसी के सेमीफाइनल के। और मेरे सामने जो है वो सेमीफाइनल 1 जो है शुरू हो चुका है और हम लोग अभी बिना कोई देरी के जो है वो मैच की तरफ बढ़ेंगे। मेरे साथ जो है यहाँ पे गॉड जुड़ चुके हैं, गॉड एट वॉर, और हम दोनों मिलके जो है वो इस एसर प्रेडेटर लीग 2022 की जो है वो वॉच पार्टी करने वाला है। तो पुरानी यादें हमारी ताज़ा होने वाली है इस वॉच पार्टी से, क्योंकि पबजी पीसी हम सब जानते हैं कि कितना स्पेशल काइंड ऑफ जगह रखता है हमारे दिल में, क्योंकि इंडिया में गेमिंग कम्युनिटी को नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेके जाने के लिए पबजी पीसी का जो है बहुत बड़ा योगदान था, कंट्रीब्यूशन था। तो चलो गाइस, बिना कोई देरी किए लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द मैच नंबर 1, फर्स्ट सेमीफाइनल मैप 1। हेलो पाजी, कैसे हो?
The higher ground advantage was used onto their advantage for the time being. I think it is team.
Hello, God, am I audible?
Top 8 teams आपको on 25.
Yes, what's up? हाँ, अभी लास्ट चल रहा है ना, लास्ट सर्कल है क्या? Almost.
Are trying to get their
क्या?
hands on
अच्छा, ओके।
better of their opponents if they have.
थोड़ा सा बता देना गॉड, क्या चल रहा है अभी फिलहाल, क्योंकि हम लोग ने अभी ज्वाइन किया हुआ है।
Position, but the circle, it seemed like.
ओके, 8 टीम्स अलाइव है गाइज, और सर्कल जो तेजी के साथ छोटे होते हुए जा रहा है, जोन कम हो रहा है। तो बस यार, अभी तो आपको यहाँ पे एक्शन देखने को मिलेगा सबको, तो एंजॉय करो, हम भी एंजॉय करेंगे।
Had seen only a northern shift, if I'm talking in perspective of the circle Upcon, but uncrowned kings, they have their players alive, and already they have 5 kills secured, which is a good hefty number, Upcon, because you can improve this number from here on. But welcome to Minar's Spears gets a huge damage, but
so आपके पहचान के कितने प्लेयर्स इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं गॉड?
play along with his team.
4-5 टीम से जिनको आप अच्छी तरीके से जानते हो। वाओ। तो गाइस, गॉड जो है वो हमारे ओपी पबजी पीसी प्लेयर रहे हैं, अभी भी है, बट ज़्यादा खेलते नहीं है। गूगल एक्स गॉड भी है यहाँ पे, देखो ना, जानता हूँ, मैं भी जानता हूँ इन लोगों को।
Kid is still surviving, manages to take down NM4 legend, and this is still going
Yes.
to be a big upper hand for
और
him.
नेट डाल दिया है।
They do not have much, like players to work with. They have already lost in terms of the numbers.
Finish हो गया।
A lot of casualties going on for most of the teams right there. But
Oh, nice spray.
Yes, punished for going out in the open. This team needs to get the trade desperately.
अरे sad life.
That's it.
Reload नहीं किया था उसने।
Eliminated at the 8th spot, leaving us with top 7 teams and 18 players alive with God squad. He is looking at a good position. 6 total skill for the God squad already, and well, maybe.
तो गॉड कैसा लग रहा है पहला प्यार को फिर से एक बार स्क्रीन पे देख के?
They are not taking any.
ए गुरसेक पाजी, कैसे हो? हेलो साहिल, 80 बेस्ट सॉन्ग्स, कैसे हो साहिल मेरे दोस्त? स्वागत आपका स्ट्रीम पे। अभी स्ट्रीम पाए हो, शताब्दी एक्सप्रेस आपका स्ट्रीम कर रहा हो, क्या बात है, वेरी नाइस साहिल। मैं रिप्लाई दूंगा, थोड़ा सा पेशेंस रखा करो मेरे दोस्त। ओह, नाइस वन।
But team, the God squad, they are looking strong. This is what I said.
टुमारो की जर्नी अभी मैं रात को डिसाइड करूंगा, अभी तक डिसाइड की नहीं है मैंने।
You can always have.
अभी तक डिसाइडेड नहीं है ब्रदर, करेंगे उसको डिसाइड।
Different angles, getting those, or even stealing those kills, or cheeky kills, because
शायद मेटा होगा अभी।
You see them with your.
वैसे इसमें मेटा से ऐसे कुछ चेंजेस होते नहीं है ना, ज़्यादा तो वो।
And secure those kills for the team. They are being very watchful.
Right.
They have. Not taken any close range fight.
Correct.
They have, I think this is CD. TRC.
हेलो फ्लाइंग गेमर, कैसा है मेरा भाई? कास्टर नहीं मैं वॉच पार्टी कर रहे, चिल मारेंगे हम लोग। Correct.
Strong as well. So I don't seem confident, or because when your helmet is fully damaged,
वन सी विच रूट है? अरे नहीं पता मुझे, बुधिया श्रीनिवास आप पीछे पड़ गए हो कब से? नहीं पता मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ कल। मैंने अभी तक, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है ना, मैं डिसाइड नहीं किया, मुझे देखना पड़ेगा क्या अवेलेबल है क्या अवेलेबल नहीं है। बिना चेक के मैं आपको कैसे बताऊंगा? हेलो सॉल्वेंट स्टडी, कैसे हो? हेलो गुरसेक पाजी, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मेरे भाई, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। गाइस जल्दी से लाइक बटन दबा दो गाइस, लेट्स गो फॉर द 100 लाइक्स। फटाक से 100 लाइक्स हमें पूरे करने हैं। जिन लोगों ने अभी तक लाइक बटन दबाया गाइस, फटाफट लाइक बटन दबा देना।
get the 6
So
kill. It's
basically
gonna be a
semi-final
good
चल रहा है ना
from the
God?
side of Pro G, and that's how God Squad is gonna come up with the 10 kill mark. That's brilliant. Not only is that brilliant, but
But ये
that's gonna be
semi-final चल रहा है
massive,
ना?
because once you are in your double digit with your kill number, you are definitely looking on to
It's a
cope with your
semi-final
kills.
one
Now
है
the
ये.
map is gonna be a
Okay,
40-42
okay.
situation, and which team do you think is gonna be on the upper hand at this
No
point?
problem.
Yeah, I think it's God Squad. They have secured the 11th kill also up one. I think Team Havocs. Oh, it's base UWU. He also gets down. It's Translucent who gets the knock, but he needs to secure it very quickly because it is only 3 teams
ओ
alive up on
4v4 और उस
Uncrowned
पे एक
Kings
बंदा है, येलो
surviving.
टीम वाला एक ही बंदा है.
Surviving with 4 players. It is the God Squad. They also have 4 players. But look at Uncrowned Kings Pro G. He is showing, the perfect example of trigger
हाँ ना.
difficulty is trying to get a clear headshot, but he's not finding one up. He might connect a leg shot, but he's still waiting. I want to see how much time he'll wait for it. He's still not trying to. When will he connect? The match
लॉल.
will get over, my friend. You need to connect it now, Pro G.
Man, come on.
Pro G, what are you trying to do, my friend? Still not getting, but
लॉल.
it's unfortunate. God Squad secured the 13th finish for their team, but Uncrowned Kings Pro G finally gets his revenge. But will they get the winner chicken dinner? That's the point. But the God Squad.
क्या हालचाल सलवेन स्टडी में बढ़िया, आप कैसे हो यार? फट से हेडशॉट दिखाओ ना गेम मास्टर. अरे गॉड सुनो ना, मैंने आज की स्ट्रीम एंड की. रुक जाओ, ये मैच हो जाए तो फिर बात करता हूँ. भाई मेरे चैनल के बारे में कुछ बताओ कि वो सब्सक्राइब कर ले. नहीं, मैं खुद ही नहीं जानता आपके चैनल के बारे में ब्रदर. डिस्कॉर्ड पे ज्वाइन करके, डिस्कॉर्ड पे जाके आप प्रमोट योर सेक्शन में आपके चैनल का लिंक दे देना. फ्लाइट चलाओ, मेरा मन है आपकी फ्लाइट में बैठने. चलाएंगे भैया, फ्लाइट भी चलाएंगे, जरूर चलाएंगे फ्लाइट.
To 25 points. So this one is definitely going to be a few kills which you need to secure, and if you are the God Squad, you definitely need to make sure that you are coming up at least with 1 or 2 more knocks, because you would not want to give up
sad
the winner
4v1
chicken dinner to a team with their 4-player advantage. All the 4 players remain alive, and now it's down to a 1v4 situation.
बड़ा मुश्किल है यार, क्योंकि देखो ना उनके प्लेयर सारे पास में ही है. अगर दूर दूर होते ऐसा कोई तो फिर कुछ.
1v4 not looking that doable, as the zone is also going to be to a big disadvantage. Already with him being anticipated at this position, has an M4 with a normal magazine and goes off to take the first knock. Needs to confirm it, but he's down to 24 HP. He goes on
at least एक knock तो किया.
Winner
Uncrowned Kings.
Two team Uncrowned Kings with 10 total
Wow.
kills. That's brilliant. What an amazing start for this team. But also, as I mentioned,
PUBG में बस थोड़ा हैकर्स आ गए हैं, but it's still one of the best games. अरे obviously यार, obviously PUBG still जॉर्ड. चलो आपकी जो अच्छा वो कर लेना, तब तक लाइव पे तो मजा करो. यस, एंजॉय करो यार ऋषि. बट एक बताओ, ये तो सेमीफाइनल 1 है ना?
And it seems solid up one, but the thing they were trying to do, I don't know, the kill on Havoc, but that's okay. If you are on the winning side, even if you miss any kill, I feel he would have sacrificed that point for the bigger picture. You always need to look at the future, and the future was to secure a winner chicken dinner in the first map, and they did so. And what happened was the God Squad did, they obviously revealed their position, and it seemed, I think God Squad and Uncrowned Kings, they did a good job.
True, man. And see, that's what even my trigger patience look like whenever I try to move on and get a kill. Whenever a player is right next to me, I do get nervous at times, but this indeed is the Acer Predator League. Your one mistake could really be not just harmful for you, but also your teammate. After coming this far in the circle, you might not want to just get away with that, like 5th or 4th spot. Team Enigma, we'd like to talk about them getting so many amazing kills. Mr. Hardwell, one of their star players, he was really, being expected to step up just the first map, and already they got eliminated, I guess, at the 8th position, giving them only 7 points in total, but they really need to cope up. We did talk about it in the start. Only the top 8 teams will get to move on to the next phase of this tournament, and this is really going to be decided by today itself. First map already done. You have 4 more maps remaining, with the next map being Miramar. 50% of the map is now going to be Miramar, and then it's going to be Wrangle. The teams have studied the Wrangle so far. One of the biggest thing which was out of factor was the play zone. The play zone was completely
Correct.
devastating as it goes all the way up right side towards the Salva area.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it
ठीक
was
है
the
भाई, चैट
last
पढ़ लो
few
6
circles which
बजे
started
वाला।
shifting towards the southern side, and
6 बजे आता हो अगर आपको, हाँ
at
हाँ
that
6 बजे
time
लाइव
when
हूँ मैं, आ
God
जाओ आ
Squad and
जाओ।
Uncrowned Kings capitalized,
सुबह
and
की स्ट्रीम
they
की चालू कर रहा था और आप आ गए, सुबह की स्ट्रीम
had a
चालू
good
करत रहोगे
position from
लॉल।
the start.
सुबह की स्ट्रीम देख
You know,
लो, मस्त थी
few
सुबह की
teams
स्ट्रीम।
like from the
मॉर्निंग स्ट्रीम
picture
वाज
I
गुड,
saw in
इट
this
वाज
map
रियली
upon,
गुड।
I saw few teams are trying to play
कम ऑन गाइस,
everywhere
क्लोज
to
टू 100
help,
लाइक्स।
because you always know that
कहाँ है अपने
nobody
बंदे?
is there to
हेलो
stab your
भाई
back,
लोग।
because your back is cleared. Of course, it's only the blue
पबजी
side
पबजी
who
करते रहते हो,
can
चैट में आके आज
cause a
पबजी की
problem.
वॉच पार्टी चल
But
रही
for
है।
teams who are in center, I already said in during the match that you know player will always come to challenge your position. They can directly push, and I think Team Enigma Gaming did a good job in securing those early finishes up on, because they were on fire. Literally, they were securing it. They were everywhere. The kill feed was only Enigma Gaming's name was being shown that time. But it was a good start. It was a solid start, but it could have been better, Upcon, because you didn't secure any kind of position points, which might hurt you end of today, because end of the day you are playing for the scoreboard. I said, you know, as the matches pass by, Upcon, you will start feeling that pressure.
अरे मैं कह रहा था गॉड।
Definitely, you'll start feeling the pressure. And looking after the scorecard, a big advantage, as you mentioned, for the Gauss squad.
हाँ, सो बेसिकली आज की सुबह की मैंने स्ट्रीम एंड की, एंड देन कल आज सुबह स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करने के पहले मैंने EFT इंस्टॉल पे लगा दिया। अरे तो मैंने लिटरली कह रहा हूँ, मैंने 10 मिनट का एक स्कैव रन किया और मैं इतना खुश हुआ, मुझे इतनी अलग फीलिंग आई EFT खेल के। ओ माय गॉड, और गेम का परफॉर्मेंस बहुत इंप्रूव हुआ है। गेम इज रनिंग नहीं, मुझे तो बहुत सही लग रहा था। और एंड मैंने एक PMC को मारा बीइंग अ स्कैव। ये PMC ना यूनिस यूएनसेक क्या होता है वो? यूसेक भी रियल प्लेयर होता है ना? हाँ, सो मैंने यूसेक को मारा। औ- अरे नहीं, उसको मारा, उसके पार्टनर ने मुझे मारा। अरे तो हाँ। हम्म 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 आए हाय। अरे सुनो ना, मैं कल सुबह 9:30 बजे खेलने वाला हूँ, सो आप करोगे ज्वाइन? मतलब अगर आपको उसके हाइलाइट्स वगैरह डालने हैं तो 1.5-2 घंटा हम लोग साथ में खेलते हैं, एंड थोड़े से आप हाइलाइट्स डाल के आप EFT के ऑडियंस को एक बार काइंड ऑफ लेके आ सकते हैं, एंड देन यू कैन प्लान अ 2 or 3 इन अ वीक। यार हाँ, एग्जैक्टली, इट्स पार्ट ऑफ। सो मैं वीक में एक एक दो, मतलब मैं वैरायटी गेम्स दिखाता हूँ ना, तो मैं क्या करूँगा कि मैं ऑफ स्ट्रीम रोज़ 2.5 घंटे एटलीस्ट मैं EFT खेलूँगा, रोज़ नहीं, एटलीस्ट अल्टरनेट डे। एंड उसके बाद फिर उसके हाइलाइट्स वगैरह शॉर्ट्स वगैरह डालेंगे, एंड देन एक स्ट्रीम करेंगे। बट स्ट्रीम करने के लिए थोड़ा सा क्या है ना, यूज टू होना चाहिए। एकदम EFT पे मैं नूब खेलूंगा तो फिर मज़ा नहीं, एटलीस्ट थोड़ा सा मोर देन कैजुअल होना चाहिए। मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना गॉड, लाइक सी EFT क्यों करना जरूरी पता है? जो जो बंदे आपके रेगुलर है, पर अनफॉर्चुनेटली कुछ एब्सेंट रहने की वजह से जिनको रिकमेंडेशन या फिर नोटिफिकेशन नहीं जाता है ना, उनके पास फिर से ये रिकमेंडेशन चला जाएगा अगर EFT जाओगे तो, बिकॉज क्योंकि वो आज भी EFT के कंटेंट को देखते रहेंगे, एंड देन योर स्ट्रीम विल नहीं। सी सी ऑन यूट्यूब वी हैव टू ऑलवेज परम्यूटेशन एंड कॉम्बिनेशन करते रहना चाहिए। सक्सेस कुछ भी हो, लाइक यू हैव टू ट्राई। देखो अभी ऐसा अलग कुछ बड़ा कुछ हो नहीं। हाँ। हम्म देवेंद्र भैया कैसे हो? एग्जैक्टली exactly, मैं बोल रहा हूँ 10-12 मिनट की आप हाईलाइट वीडियो डालो, उसमें टाइटल एकदम मस्त क्लिकबेट काइंड ऑफ 1v4 किया, या फिर ना जो भी तुम्हारा होता है वैसे होता है, काइंड ऑफ एक स्टोरी होगा ना कोई एस्केप में एक स्टोरी। एस्केप उसको क्या बोलते हैं? इवैक्यूएट नहीं, क्या वर्ड है वो EFT में? पॉइंट होता है वो, कौन सा पॉइंट होता है? एक्सट्रैक्ट। सो हर एक एक्सट्रैक्ट की आपकी कोई ना कोई स्टोरी होगी। सो लाइक दैट आप हाईलाइट्स डाल सकते हो, एंड देन यू कैन सी how is the people reaction, viewers reaction, and then you can decide whether to go with any live stream or not. ए बडी जा ना, जा पटकन, उशीर झाला. तर असं नाही करायचं चंपू. चला बाय बेटा, अँड डू वेल आणि छान कर बेटा, ठीक आहे. एकदम जोशने आणि इंटरेस्टने, ओके. बरं बेटा, असं नाही. बाबा काय कसं ढोल वाजवत होता जोशमध्ये, तसं आपण पण आपल्या सगळ्या गोष्टी जोशमध्ये करायच्या. बाय बेटा, बेस्ट ऑफ लक. हाँ गॉड, सो कल 9:30 बजे यू ऑफ फॉर इट. 10 बजे आ जाओ, चलो आपके लिए मैं थोड़ा सा ये कर लेता हूँ. ट्राई करना आने का 10 बजे तक, क्योंकि मेरे पास 12 बजे तक टाइम होता है, तो एटलीस्ट 2 घंटे में हम लोग कुछ खेल कर पाएंगे. या विल डू सम रेड्स. एनीवे ये वाइप कब हुआ है रिसेंटली, पता है आपको? हेलो देवेंद्र भैया, क्या हाल चाल, जा रहे हो आप तुरंत? चलो बाय बाय. हाँ ना, आ भी चुके हैं क्या? हाँ ओके. बट देन दैट्स द स्टोरी ना, कि नूब लेवल पे अगर हम लोग कुछ कर पाते हैं ना, तो दैट विल बी अ कंटेंट फॉर द हाईलाइट, राइट? लॉल. यस एब्सोल्युटली, क्योंकि इक्वल लेवल होते हैं ना सबके. हेलो आदि, व्हाट्स अप? आई दरवाजा बंद करा. करेक्ट, ग्राइंड कितना कर रहे हो आप? हाँ ट्रू ट्रू. अरे इसका एफपीएस कैसा देखते हैं? हाँ यार, एक्चुअली मैं ना ईएफटी का सबसे ज़्यादा फैन उसके साउंड की वजह से. आई डोंट नो, उसका साउंड डिज़ाइन मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. वो फुटस्टेप्स की आवाज़, वो मेड लेते उसकी आवाज़, जब आप पानी पीते हो या फिर जूस पीते हो उसकी आवाज़. इट जस्ट सो रिलैक्सिंग एंड एएसएमआर मैं बोल सकता हूँ उसको. कहाँ जाना होगा? वीआईपी आ रहे थे तो तैयारी एंड फॉर ऑल एस्कॉर्ट का वोटर स्कैनर. ओके ओके, करो करो करो. बाय बाय देवेंद्र भैया, एंजॉय. एग्जैक्टली, ट्रू. 10 मिनट बाकी है, अभी जाना होगा. चलो बाय बाय देवेंद्र भाई. अरे बोलो ना, हमारी भी ऑडियंस सुन रही है मुझे. अरे आप पुश डॉग हटा दो गॉड, कोई टेंशन नहीं है. आप पुश डॉग हटा दो, अब मैं रखूंगा, कोई टेंशन, तो सही रहेगा. हेलो निर्मल डॉन, कैसे हो निर्मल? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गाइस. जल्दी से गाइस. ठीक है ठीक है. आपका पुश डॉग क्यों नहीं चलता है, बट मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. कैसे देख रहे हो मतलब? नहीं नहीं, मेरा तो ये है ना, मैंने ये लिया हुआ है ना, पेडल है ना मेरे पास, फुट पेडल. अच्छा ओके. हम्म बीजेएमआई नाही खेळत बाबा निर्मल. हेलो संजय भैया, अच्छा दूसरा कोई की लगा लो, देखो शायद उससे कुछ सही. आज कितने, 1 2 3 4 मैप से और. ओ भाई साहब, ओके ओके. तो अभी एक हीरा एंगल हो चुका है जो यूके ने जीता हुआ है. कूल. आवाज़ बढ़ाओ गॉड की, गॉड की तो आवाज़ आ रही होगी. गॉड एक बार बोलो, आपकी आवाज़ चेक करनी है, स्ट्रीम पे जा रही है नहीं जा रही है, मतलब प्रॉपर. ओह लॉल, सॉरी आपकी आवाज़ आ ही नहीं रही थी, मैंने यहाँ से ऑफ रखी थी. अभी बोलो.
ओके, माइक चेक, माइक चेक, माइक
अरे
चेक.
गाइस सॉरी, आपने इतना ईएफटी का इंटरेस्टिंग डिस्कशन मिस कर दिया. माय बैड यार, गॉड की आवाज़ नहीं जा रही थी. अभी आ रही है गॉड की आवाज़. मैंने एक्चुअली सुबह ग्लांस पे करता हूँ ना, तो वो मुझे ऑफ कर रखनी पड़ती है डिस्कॉर्ड की आवाज़.
The uncrowned kings, but let's have a look only now. Let's summarize it on
माय
while
स्ट्रीमर,
having
क्या हो गया संजय
a chat
भैया?
about the scorecard,
कैसे
which
हो?
will be coming in a while.
स्वागत आपका
In a
स्ट्रीम
few
पे.
seconds only. It's already there. Map wise scorecard is in front of our screens. Upcon uncrowned kings. They got a amazing chicken dinner, and look at their kill points. Look, they secured 10 position points and
अच्छा एनिग्मा की भी
10
टीम है
kill
इसमें.
points, which makes it to a total of 20. And God Squad is not
एनिग्मा वाले भी सब
behind.
अपने ही लोग हैं.
It's
Oh,
not a big
okay.
buffer. It's only a 1 pointer difference between God Squad and Uncrowned Kings. But Upcon, it's not
Do
a
you
fight for the
do
top
your own
position or second
commentary?
position
1
right
million
now.
easy
It's fight
views.
for the top 8 positions, right, Upcon, right? Because from these 15 teams,
अरे
only
यार
the
Boys
इनफ
top
क्यों
close to
8
नहीं?
will
100
matter from
likes.
Thumbnail
now
idea.
on. Like
Put an Elijah
for
rubbing
these
on
4
guitar in
matches
thumbnail.
which are left.
What?
True, and a great beginning
EFT में
indeed. I'll
गिटार
say,
कहाँ से
the
बज रहे
score,
हैं?
the God Squad,
Realistic
even though they did
sound.
not manage
मैं
to come up
confused
all
चल
the
रहा हूँ
way
where
up
your
to
conversation
get
is
the
going,
winner
guys.
chicken
ठीक है,
dinner.
आपकी
It
टीम
was
कहाँ
kind
है?
of
मैं नहीं, मैं
very
वॉच पार्टी चल रही है
unfortunate
हमारी
habit
यहाँ
for
पे.
them in a 3v4 situation
दीपक
where
भाई चिकी
close
चिकी
PUBG
नहीं
enemies
mobile
समझ
or
रहा.
PC? This
lose
is
out
PC
on
का
the outside
PUBG
of the
मैं
circle,
रुक
but
जा,
they
मैं
had
आपका
many
ऊपर का
number of
चैट
kill
पढ़ लेता
points
हूँ.
to back it up, and that's what will give them an advantage. Teams being at
भाई
the top
मेन
8
लीड तो
position
मेरे
is
को
going to be a
3 टीम्स
big
की दिख रही है
advantage
यहाँ
for
पे.
them,
नहीं
but
समझा
चार
मैं, नहीं
good
बोल
beginning
समझा.
दूंगा.
as well. Being early eliminated, did not
वैसे
even
तो
manage
दो
to
की
get
ही
any
है.
single
फर्स्ट और सेकंड वाले बहुत आगे
point
हैं.
for their positioning. They had 6 kill due to which they are at the top
द
7
गॉड
position.
स्क्वाड में तो
But is it going to be
गूगल
enough is
एक्स
a
गॉड
big
की टीम है
question.
क्या?
Yes, Team Uncrowned Kings, they've
नहीं
got a
नहीं ये
big start. They can even afford
गूगल
to
आई
lose out
थिंक
one
9
of the
ईयर ओल्ड है.
maps in the
अच्छा, ओके.
like further stages, like the four maps which we are having down the line.
माय
Team
स्ट्रीमर अगेंस्ट, ये
finally found.
भगवान,
We
चालू
have
करना
Team General
लवकर.
found out. We
मेरे
have
हाथ
Team
में नहीं है
Filthy,
यार.
Death Parade,
टूर्नामेंट चल रही है यहाँ
5911,
पे.
4
हम
Bandos,
बस वॉच
and
पार्टी
Team
कर रहे हैं.
Navi M4 who are down at
We
See,
the
that's
are
why
bottom,
you be like
like a
EFT में
position
ये
all the way from
क्या
9th to
everyone
15th. So it's
clicks
going to
on
be
it 1
important
million
that they
views.
step up. The
ऐसे नहीं
lead
होता
is
है.
not that much
ऐसे
that
थोड़ी होता
far.
है.
It's going to be
फिर
just
तो
a
ये हो
matter of
जाएगा
4
कि
to
सिर्फ
5
लड़कियां
points.
ही मेरे
If you drop
EFT
down and get an
वीडियोस
early
देख रही है.
elimination onto
क्या हो
any of
गया?
the opponent teams, that's an opponent player who will be
सॉरी,
eliminated, and that's also
चैट बोल रही
4
है कि
big
हाँ.
points for you to go through all the
क्लिकबेट
way
करो.
at the top
हम्म.
position. Well, with all of those things said and
So
done, Erangel
नहीं
map indeed
यार,
was
क्लिक
very
बेट
how to
कर.
interesting. The
impress your
zone
crush
made
with
it look
guitar
way
title.
more interesting and way
वाह.
more challenging
बीच
for
में
the teams
वीडियो
out
डाल दो
there.
EFT
But
का.
what do we have in our books for the
तो
next map
बिल्कुल
is going to
फ्लॉप
be a big
होगा.
question, as we'd love to
मतलब
see
कुछ
Team
भी.
Welcome to Manas move all the way towards the map of Miramar.
गॉड सर आपका ट्रेन सिमुलेटर खेला
Yeah,
करो फ्लाइट सिम
well,
भी
well
चिकी
said,
के साथ.
Upcon, but
लोग कह
I'm,
रहे
I'm
हैं कि
sure
गॉड को
really
बोलो कि आप
concerned
ट्रेन
with
और
the
फ्लाइट
second
सिमुलेटर
peaks
खेलो चिक्की भाई के
on the
साथ.
second page right now, because they only have 4 matches, Upcon. I said the
मैं चिकी सर
semi-finale
के
भी
पीछे
पबजी नहीं
ट्रक
is
खेल.
चला
going
सकता हूँ.
to
उससे ज़्यादा तो नहीं
be
हो
a
पाएगा.
problem
फ्लाइट
for
फ्लाइट
those
कहाँ से
teams
हो
who
जाएगी?
are not
ट्रक
a
चलाएंगे
good
चलो
starter.
किसी दिन करते प्लान.
They might not
हाइड्रा को
end
चलाया
up
था,
in a
हाइड्रा
good
पागल हो गया, खुश
situation
हो गया था एकदम.
after 4 matches,
क्या
and they
बात
will
कर रहे
think
हो?
now
हाँ, वो
that
लॉजिटेक का
to
इवेंट किया था
get
ना मैंने.
30 or 40
ओह.
points in one match, which is going to be a really, really difficult task, because
हेलो फयाज डीएम कैसा है?
practically speaking, that won't be possible, Afghan, right? Because
हेलो
in
एचयूएन
battle
ब्लेड,
royale
व्हाट
games,
इज
you
अप?
need
वेलकम टू द
momentum,
स्ट्रीम.
and for the time being,
True.
teams on the
वेलकम
first
वेलकम
page
टू द
have a
स्ट्रीम
good
एचयूएन.
momentum. They have got those kill points, and when you secure those finishes,
Want to marry
when
a
you secure
foreigner?
those knock
Grab
clears
a
and
guitar,
convert them
find a
into
girl who
kills,
likes Ed
you
Sheeran and
as a
sing
player
perfect for
get
her,
more
and your
confident.
life is now
You
set.
suddenly those
ठीक है
body
बेटा,
shots gets
ठीक है.
converted to
कौन
headshots.
है
But
ये लोग? कहाँ से
let's
आते हैं
talk
ये
about
लोग?
it on the game only. Miramar will
True.
be starting in a few seconds, Upcon. And let's move on. Acer Predator League 2022, PUBG PC it is, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be the semi-finale 1, and second map is around the corners, and it is just starting it out. Let's see where is the plane pass starting, and welcome to Minas, of course. I hope so. They're going to Minas Del Well, otherwise it will seem
Yeah,
that they are
man.
not doing justice to their name.
Yeah, true, man. It'll be really disappointing, man, if they don't go all the way towards Minas Del Well. But here we go, looking all the way towards the plane.
चलो
part and
guys,
taking off
second map
on
चालू
the
हो रहा
map
है.
of Miramar.
Miramar.
Being the one who was sitting in the front row, it seems, but
अरे
an
आज के
interesting
फिश
plane
कैचिंग
part.
वाला
It
स्ट्रीम
starts
में
all
नहीं
the
आ
way
पाया,
from the
सॉरी.
goal
अरे अभी
loss
देखो,
all
बहुत
the
अच्छा
way
स्ट्रीम था वो.
heading towards the
देख लेना
northern
उस स्ट्रीम
side.
को,
A
मजा आएगा
good
आपको.
breakdown if we talk
You
about
will gonna
the
enjoy
plane
that.
part, that as it's gonna give each and every team
Enjoy
out there
that.
to be a big advantage for them to go to their ideal drop locations. Already few teams have started to drop off. Team Chupa Chups are going all the way towards Los Leones. Now that's
ये
one of my
मिनास कहाँ
favorite
पे है?
places. That's one of the places where you expect the zone to shrink most of the time. The southern
वेलकम
shift
टू
from the
मिनास.
map of
मिनास का
Miramar
कुछ एरिया है
is
ना?
something which we have watched, quite for our usual time now.
हाँ दिखा
You know,
मिनास.
I like this plane path. This
मिल
is
नहीं रहा.
just dividing
देखो ना
the
सेंटर में राइट साइड पे देखो ना
upcon,
मिनास
and you can
जनरल्स
properly
ऐसा कुछ
fold
लिखा
it,
हुआ है.
and
अच्छा अच्छा
I
ओके
I
या.
seem like a guy who like to fold
कितना भूल
my
गए, सब भूल गया मैं।
blankets in a proper symmetric manner, and
You
this
remember
seems like
God? एक
that kind of
tournament थी
game
कोई
which
तो
will symmetrically
हम्म।
fold
जिसमें
your
मैं खेल
tablet.
रहा था और
Just having fun,
you
of
killed
course,
me
but
in
that's
PUBG
okay, that's okay.
Lite. PUBG Lite की tournament थी.
But
अच्छा,
You were
okay.
in a Hydra
fantastic.
team.
hear these
एंड
comments.
आई वाज
So
लाइक कि PUBG आपको
sorry
गॉड ने
guys.
मारा, तो मेरा
Moving
रिएक्शन था
on
हाँ ये
to
गॉड करके
the
बंदा आई थिंक हाइड्रा के
map
टीम
of
में खेलता है
Miramar.
करके.
I see
So that was my
players
first
traveling to their
introduction to you
job spots,
kind
but
of. तो
अच्छा
हाँ,
early fights
एंड देन
might
उसके 3
start,
या 4 दिन बाद ही आप हमारे चैनल
and
में आए थे.
अच्छा,
already
that's how I know you.
responsible is
हाँ
very
yes
close by
Okay.
towards Relax's team,
मुझे याद भी नहीं हमारा
and
इंट्रोडक्शन कैसे
yes
हुआ था.
and the circle
yes then I
has
started
तो
given
ऐसे
coming
us
on
लगता है
your
सदी
channel.
से
teams
जानता हूँ
which
मैं.
are heading towards extreme northern side, because
PUBG
we
PC है
don't see
yes.
usual
ये PUBG
water
PC है
sites
गाइस, PUBG
in
PC है ये,
Miramar
PC
for the
बैन नहीं
circle
है.
side,
बट अपने
perspective,
PUBG की कम्युनिटी बहुत
but Team
अच्छी थी.
Enigma,
और वो दिन भी
they
अलग थे यार,
are on a
अच्छे थे,
proper
क्या कुछ
spot.
भी
They
बोलो,
are
मजा आता था.
looting
मैंने लाइट
everything.
बहुत ग्राइंड किया था ना, मैं बहुत बढ़िया खेलता था
Yeah,
लाइट,
they
झूठ
indeed
नहीं
have to
बोलूंगा.
get to make
स्ट्रीम
sure
आज
that
भी
the number of kills
है
that
मेरी
they
चैनल
gather,
पे.
in order
लोग
to
बोलेंगे
make sure
चिकी
that their
झूठ मत
domination
बोल.
still stays alive
बट
in
यार
this server.
लाइट
We wanna
से
make
ना
sure that they
उन्होंने
have
लाइट को पीसी की
an
तरफ लेके जाना
indefinite
चाहिए था, वो
amount of
लाइट को मोबाइल की तरफ
ammunitions
लेके
for
जाने लगे,
their
और वहीं पे
loadout.
लाइट का
For
पूरा
now, most of the
प्लानिंग
teams
गलत
that
हो
they
गया.
have been
लाइट
looting it,
पता है
Team
क्या हुआ,
Enigma, as
दे
you
स्टॉप
mentioned,
डूइंग
Saman,
डेवलपमेंट.
in the previous
नहीं तो
party,
रीजन
they
क्या था ना
had
उसका,
an amazing
बेस कम होने
lead,
लगा
but
क्योंकि
unfortunately,
PUBG
them
PC
losing
लाइट
out
वाज
took
द
the
बेस
advantage to
सब्स्टिट्यूट
the
फॉर द
zone, and
PUBG PC
also
जिनके
to a
पास हाई
third
एंड पीसी
party,
नहीं है,
kind of, not an ideal
बिकॉज वो लोगों को
position.
कभी भी
Yeah,
PUBG मोबाइल नहीं
finally
खेलना था.
found as
बट
well.
व्हाट
Need
दे
to make all
डिड,
the way up to the
दे
top 5
स्टार्टेड
position.
टेकिंग
Ideally,
लाइट
although I
टू
believe if you
मोबाइल
are at the
पाथ,
top
मतलब
5
वो मोबाइल
position,
के फीचर्स
that's a
ऐड
big
करने
relief
लगे
for you,
एंड
because you really want to keep it at
वो
least
सारी
one or two
चीजें.
of those
देन
maps
पीपल
as
लॉस्ट
a
इट देयर.
margin of
मैंने कहा
error,
फिर
that
नहीं
in
खेलना है
case you
लाइट.
बट
guys
एक्चुअली है
lose
ना,
out the last
लाइट
two
बनाना ही
maps,
नहीं चाहिए
almost
था.
now
लाइट इज अ
China 1 is
कॉम्पिटिटर
over.
टू
But in
देयर
case,
ओन गेम.
just in case if that happens,
करेक्ट
अपने
it's
करेक्ट.
गेम
not
को
really
तुम
hampering your
प्ले
place in the
पेस को
world,
डिवाइड कर
or
रहे हो.
your
और
ranking,
हाँ,
which would really, make sure that
मे बी
you
दैट्स
are
व्हाई
in
उन्होंने
for
चलो
it.
डेवलपमेंट
अपने
छोड़
मोबाइल में
दिया.
खेले.
Ultimately,
अरे
it's gonna
पीसी
be
गेम
the
है चीचा,
finals.
पीसी गेम है.
I would like to call it the regional
लाइट की
finals,
लाइट ऑफ
because
हो
it's
गई.
going to be the Indian
आई
regional
अच्छे
World
से
Cup
रिमेम्बर.
against
इंडियन
each other.
गेमिंग
All
कैसे
the
हो?
top
हेलो
tier teams
वेदांत.
showing us a top
Are you
class
going to
action. And I even
stream
talked
PUBG
about,
anytime soon?
like,
No.
some of the
Tomorrow I'll be
uniform,
streaming
like,
Escape
we
from
could be
Tarkov,
getting to see
but
in
on
terms of the
glance.
plane path, and
संजय
also
भैया
the
सुबह 9:30 से
map
12
like
ग्लांस
showing
पे
us
Escape from
this
Tarkov
amazing
करेंगे
circle.
अभी.
The last time I
At
saw this
least
circle, to be
3-4 दिन
honest,
तो
it
करने
went
वाले
all
गॉड के साथ.
towards the watery
ठीक है.
regions,
आफ्टर
but
पुणे
eventually
एक्सटेंशन
had
इन
to make sure
खानदेश
that we are
रमेश महाजन
totally
सर को
energized
बोलो
with their
to
EP,
extend
which
the
is
route
the
from
energy
Pune to
points,
Dawn and from Dawn
gathering
to Solapur
those,
as a Hanuman to Dawn.
like
Dawn
energy drinks,
is
and
already
also
in
the
खानदेश.
painkillers,
यार मैं
then
मेरे
slowing
कहने पे
down
वो कुछ नहीं
in
करेंगे
order to
यार.
see where the end zone is
उनके
going to
ऑलरेडी
swing. But
प्लान
that's
फिक्स्ड
like
है
once,
फयाज भाई,
one in
तो वो उनके हिसाब से
1,000
करेंगे.
maybe, chances that it happens.
Of course, Afcon, but I have a different point.
वो देखा
as
आपने
well,
गॉड EFT में
which
वो
I
अभी
want
फेस
to
वगैरह
discuss
सिलेक्ट करना
with
होता है,
you. That is,
साउंड वगैरह वॉइस लाइन सिलेक्ट करनी
in
है
Iran
स्टार्ट में.
also we
वो
saw
तो
a
ऐसे ही होता
lot
था.
of DMRs
होता था क्या
being
पहले
used,
भी?
a lot of snipers being
यस.
used.
हाँ.
In Miramar,
आज नाइट
you
स्ट्रीम
have
करो,
to,
फ्लाई करते
by
हैं. नहीं
default,
ब्रदर,
you start
मैं
on a
सुबह से
mid-range
स्ट्रीम
or
कर रहा
around
हूँ.
mid-range is
सुबह
already
2.5
long
घंटा
range.
ग्लांस,
The
फिर
kind
3
of
घंटा
mid-range fights you
यूट्यूब,
have in Iran
अब
can
4
get
घंटा फिर
converted
से
in a long
यूट्यूब.
range fight in Miramar.
घर
And
वाले निकाल देंगे बाहर, बोलेंगे कि निकल
for
तू.
teams now, they have to
वैभव
really bring up
पंचल
their
के घर
A
जाके
game in these
रह
kind
जा
of
बोलेंगे
fights
वो.
right now. And
यहाँ पे
I
रहने की
feel
जरूरत
every
नहीं है.
player will now have
भैया
either a
टूर्नामेंट क्यों नहीं
19
खेलते
or
हो?
M24
क्योंकि मैं
if they,
प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर नहीं हूँ आदित्य.
have a DMR. They can all.
ये टूर्नामेंट खेलने वाले
having a
फ्लाई करते हैं क्या,
proper,
बताओ मुझे. वो
throwables at the
बोइंग,
right
एयरबस,
time, because during that
ट्विन
bot
ऑटर,
fight
TBM
at
चलाते हैं क्या?
the
नहीं,
ridge,
वैसे मैं
the
टूर्नामेंट नहीं
grenade
खेलता.
were placed properly. That's why I think that was an easy converted, fight for.
यार चिकी भाई,
Godspot, and
ओके
they
गॉट
should
इट
have
यार
just
चिकी भाई,
finished very
ऑलराइट
easily.
चिकी भाई. अरे
Yeah. So let's see. Let's hope for the best for these teams. For the time being, these teams will, move around, because in Miramar it takes time. Because if you want a proper loot, you have to move around, and along with your rotation, you have to loot, because it's a big map, right, Upcon, and you need proper ammunitions.
आ
And
जाओ, दो
good amount of
बंगले खाली है.
ammunitions. And
चकाचक
already I
गेमिंग
think
रूम
Chetty
बना के
Pandas
दूंगा
has
भाई.
spotted a team.
दो बंगले खाली है.
Why aren't they
अलग ही
taking
शॉट है
shots?
भैया
They can
यार.
get, yes,
बिजनेस वालों के शॉट ही
Star
अलग होते
has
हैं.
finally started
आऊंगा यार,
taking
जल्दी
some
आऊंगा मैं.
shots. He has a mini
आप
14.
ट्रेन का टिकट भेज दो,
And
एसी
talking
का
about
मस्त
ammunitions,
एकदम.
Upcon,
व्लॉग
he
बनाते
has
हुए
only
आऊंगा मैं.
105
फुल स्पॉन्सर
bullets,
ट्रिप
and
चाहिए
which
अपने को.
doesn't
वैभव
seem
चीचा की
enough
हेफ्ट की
for
तरफ से
the
स्पॉन्सर
enemy
ट्रिप.
because he
फिर उस
both
व्लॉग
the
के
guns
ऊपर
are
हेफ्ट
of
का हम लोग
5.56
बैनर डालेंगे.
right?
Today's vlog is sponsored by Heft,
Yep.
one of the
I
India's
do believe,
best
I do believe.
elevator
And I think he
solutions.
even has a chance to
Elevator
switch it
बोलेंगे
out to
क्या
one
क्या
of the,
बोलेंगे?
you know, like a
Elevator
7.6
solutions बोल सकते हैं ना?
which is
देखो मैं
just
तुम्हें बिजनेस
now
की आइडिया भी
on
दी
him,
है
a
इसी के
payable
साथ.
weapon. But on the other hand,
फ्री फायर खेलो
Enigma
प्लीज,
also
जरूर खेलेंगे
losing
फ्री
out
फायर
to
भी.
one player. Man, that's a big drawback for Team
अरे भाई ये
Enigma.
कौन
As
सी
now
लाइन
he'll
में आ
be
गया?
forced on
अरे
to
यार वॉच
continue
पार्टी
with
चल रही है यार.
He doesn't
भाई
seem to be
स्ट्रीमर
on
है,
this
फुल
kind
टाइम
of, like,
स्ट्रीमर है, पापी पेट का
eliminated. It
सवाल है.
seems to be a slight
पेट के लिए
connection as we see 60
पेट
players
भरने के लिए
alive and
पैसा
one
चाहिए,
player is
2
right
वक्त की
back.
रोटी
He's
खाने के
tagged.
लिए.
Luckily, Team Enigma still
रेट बता दो,
having the
100%,
4 players advantage. Would
110%
make
कर
sure that
दूंगा.
at least, you know, this
करता हूँ
start
प्लान,
off
करेंगे
the day
प्लान,
very strong.
करते हैं प्लान.
Whichever team got, you know, into
अरे
the
अपने
double
टी-शर्ट्स
digits,
आएंगे,
whichever
करते
team
हैं प्लान
managed to
के.
get the win
हैशटैग
over
करते हैं
together.
प्लान.
Just one good game away, I believe, because out of 15 teams, Oro, You have been someone who has been quite experienced when
हाँ
it
वैभव
comes to
चिजा
the
से
battle royale
स्पॉन्सरशिप लेंगे
games.
हम लोग
And
यार.
what does it take to come at
अहमदाबाद
the top
एसी
8
कोचेस
position?
प्लस
Is it that teams could keep a certain
रहने
number of
खाने
points
पीने घूमने
which
का
they would
खर्चा
really want to keep a
पूरे
target,
फैमिली
maybe
के
50 points,
लिए.
which would ensure them being at the top 8 position? Or is it like you would
मैं
rather
बचता
go on
3 एसी
looking
का
forward
थर्ड
for the
एसी
winner
का
and
टिकट.
chicken dinner
अरे
with the
यार
gang?
थैंक कितना प्यार करते हो गाइस आप
No,
लोग मुझसे.
Upon I have a simpler way to describe
अरे ये
it.
क्या कर
Okay.
गया तो बैठ गया भैया.
This is good
Enjoying.
observing. Thank you, observer, for this shot. But
ओ भाई साहब
I have a good word to
साइड में
that.
ट्रेन
The
गेम
point
स्टार्ट
you
कर दो.
made
अरे नहीं
is
नहीं ऐसे नहीं
like
करते करते
team
Disconnect हो
तो
गया.
हमसे ना हो. नहीं नहीं पक्का करेंगे.
will always give you a proper way or makes your way more easier because
सो
as
गॉड
a team,
बेसिकली
if uncrowned teams
फास्टेस्ट जो
think
आपका
like this that
जो
our
पीरियड थे
team
ना.
वन
is
मोर
good,
फिर
right?
खेला है काफी.
We already
आवाज आ रही है
secured
मेरी?
20
यस
points,
सर.
but on the
मैंने
next
कहा कि आपके
match,
चैनल
which
पे
is now
मैंने
going
2
on
फेजेस
Miramar,
देखे हुए
we
जहाँ
get
पे
early eliminated.
आपके चैनल पे
Suddenly
वॉचिंग
your average
अल्टीमेट
comes
इंसेंट
down
वॉचिंग
to
और इंसेंट
10
ग्रोथ थी.
points
वो
per match,
दो
right? Of
दो
course, it's
पीरियड
not
थे.
all good.
सो दैट फर्स्ट पीरियड वाज द
And
पबजी
suddenly
1
you'll
एंड
see
सेकंड वाज द
teams
वैलोरेंट
starting
1
to grow
राइट.
that scoreboard because
जहाँ पे आपने
scoreboard
जो
ग्रोथ
growth
फास्टेस्ट
एक्सपेरिमेंस किया था.
ग्रोथ तो मुझे
फास्टेस्ट तो
वैलोरेंट में
मुझे
मिली
आई
थी.
आई रिमेम्बर
that was
10K
temporary.
से 25K
Solid
वाज द
scoreboard
फास्टेस्ट
would
वन.
come after the
हाँ
right
काफी
match would
जल्दी हुई
come.
थी.
यस.
Teams battle it
और
out
फिर
very well.
25 से
All the best to
25
them.
पे अटका भी सबसे
We already
स्लोएस्ट हूँ अभी
planned out
तक.
for today.
इतना
Team
अटका
1
कभी नहीं हूँ
has
मैं.
हाँ
for
मतलब लिटरली
2 months
25.5K पे ही अटके हो.
guess
आई
what
थिंक
the
इट्स बीन मोर देन
last amount of
5
damage
मंथ्स आई गेस.
हाँ
that player
5-6
was
महीने हो
having
गए
was
मुझे.
या
यहीं पे हूँ मैं.
chibi.
100 सब ऊपर होते हैं फिर
True.
100 नीचे हो
I think
जाते
his
हैं.
aim was completely precise. Not gonna
ट्रू.
blame him for that, but definitely gonna
फुल
तो
blame him
ऐसे
स्पॉन्सरशिप
ही
for
है.
चल रहा है.
आओ जहाँ से
really took down,
ये भर के ट्रक
because
से आ जाओ
I
पार्टी
mean
मेरी तरफ से. लॉल.
14 on the run, 4 maneuvers
आएंगे आएंगे
there,
सर
moving
आएंगे
on
यार.
all the way towards a fight. Clear cut to make sure that he could come up with
जीपी
the
बॉन्ग ने
gave a
केव
lot
टर्बो
of
को मार
damage
दिया.
to the Mirado, but this indeed was not able to close down with the Nog.
हेलो पीतम्बर गेमर कैसे हो. स्वागत है आपका. गाइस 200 लाइक्स करा दो. 100 लाइक्स करा दो यार. कितने लाइक्स बाकी है 100 लाइक्स के लिए जल्दी बताना. और यहाँ पे बाइक पे स्टंटबाजी करते हो अजय देवगन के माफिक जुबा केसरी बोलते हुए जो आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. डेथ परेड अभी भी बैठा हुआ है हवन करते हुए. ठीक है मैंने आपको इंस्टाग्राम पे एयरबस A380 का एक न्यू आर्टिकल शेयर की थी विच विल बी लैंडिंग फर्स्ट. हाँ पढ़ा था मैंने वो. यस. अरे अभी MSFS में A380 आया नहीं है अभी तक भाई.
Also, it's going to be about the number of med kits and the bandages which is going to just go off in this early phase. You would not want to just completely.
अरे ये सलमान वही है ना.
Bring
सलमान
down the
अपना.
med kits in this early phase as well.
ओके.
You might not be able to left with much when it needs.
सो ये लोग अभी भी रोज पबजी ही ग्राइंड करते हैं क्या. गॉड करते होंगे ना.
I don't know.
Much success for them to get speed off.
Yeah, Upcon in these long range fights, one thing also comes into play is the bullet drop, right? And you already saw Enigma's player how precisely they were taking those long.
उर्थाल भाई है इसमें. उर्थल भाई कौन. मजाक नहीं मैं भेजता हूँ दिल्ली के लिए बस व्लॉग करने के लिए व्लॉग करने आ जाओ तो भेज दो यार सॉल्वेंट स्टडी. दिल्ली का करो दिल्ली आना भी यार. ट्रेन का टिकट भेज दोगे तो मैं नेक्स्ट मंथ आ जाऊंगा दिल्ली. और ये बढ़िया टाइम है दिल्ली आने के लिए भी.
Go down and might not proper connection wouldn't be there, so he
True,
is
true.
these guys are making it look easier, but it is not. Even we have played this game and it's really difficult while you spray with your AKM, with your M416, with your Scar-L. But these players, the last match we saw how these players were crouching down and peeking and
Yeah.
taking those precise shots. And even I saw vehicle fight there. The teams were taking those vehicle fights earlier on with that UMP. Team
वो एक
Hazard
टीम
and
देख रहे हो क्या
Team
गॉड अभी भी
Hazard
अपने.
won the
अच्छा
round,
वो
but this time
ऊपर थी वो
Circle
क्या हो गया मर
has
गई क्या वो.
taken a southern shift again, and the teams which are on the northern side they are
संकल भाई ओके.
but if they find a proper
कैसे
spot,
संकल
they,
भाई.
of course,
बहुत
will
दिनों के बाद
push
स्ट्रीम
down
पे दिख
towards
रहे हो
the
आप.
southern side
पहले तो
and
रेगुलर आते थे आप इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग.
looking good. They have a good
और ये अभी
position.
तक
They have
चेयरबस
their
सिटी नहीं आया.
players
देन नॉट
alive.
पॉसिबल टू डू
And
जर्नी
of
टिल
course,
बेंगलुरु. यस
I think last
नॉट
match
पॉसिबल.
they got a good chance to show their firepower and
1 ईयर बाद
really good up.
बता रहा हूँ.
This team on
मतलब
good spot.
दिल्ली
They
आ जाओ
will
गर्मी क्या होती है
snatch
पता
up
लगेगा. नहीं यार गर्मी में आना ही नहीं है दिल्ली. पागल है क्या.
And for that, you want to give a big role, a big, thumbs up to their firepower. The firepower what Team Enigma has got, that's completely, I'm impressed by their firepower. And definitely, as I mentioned about Mr. Hardwell, he's one of the most experienced player from their lineup. He has played for many number of tournaments. Even in the previous showdowns, we have seen him competing so hard. He has what it takes. He has that experience, and with this level of experience coming at this stage, the pressure is not that on compared to any other player out there who has just made it up this far. Meanwhile, team 9 years old getting a good opening. This time it's welcome to Minas, who is going to be ED, who gets down. Revival is going to be given to him. Pankill looking to just capitalize on the knock, but he's just going to not be that lucky enough, as his teammates are kind of not being that surrounded with these advantages. They are indeed surrounded with most of the players, but team 9 years old now willing to regroup. One more knock would really force them to go on with the rush, and these rush are completely kind of a 50% chance which it gives you. Guardian with the mini DMR actions all
पुणे में
around.
तो
Shots are
बेस हो
fired
रहा है
around places,
बारिश
but
में
I love to see what
बारिश तो नहीं हो रहा है यार
Zone's
पुणे में
going to offer between
ओके इफ इट इज नॉट
Saga
पॉसिबल
and
लेकिन गेम में
Lost
देखने में
Lost
मजा आ
Side.
जाता है अरे जब आएगा तब करेंगे ना भैया भाई पक्का करो प्लान इसी कोच की टिकट बुक करते करेंगे करेंगे बात करते डिस्कस करते और करते अहमदाबाद का प्लान कल कधी आला रे प्रॅक्टिस वर ना काल आमचा स्पर्धा होती काल कल मेरी पूरी फैमिली आई थी देखने के लिए श्रद्धा स्वरा मेरे इन लॉस सब आए थे कल मैं रात को 9:30 बजे तक घर पे आ गया 9:30 तक
like at least 1,000 meter far from the play zone. That's a big disadvantage to you.
Yeah, of course, team 9 years old. Already you can look at Google God. He has a M4 and an SKS. As I said, Miramar will always make you, earn your kill, Upcon, right? Because in those mid-range fights, what happens is you get those knocks, but you cannot secure them because either they will be on a ridge, the player might get knocked and he might roll down towards his teammate, and you cannot secure or get a clear vision towards your opponent and end up getting revived, right, Upcon? For the time being, I think it is team Welcome to Minas and Welcome to Minas Rocker. He has a Mini 14, he has a Scarel to help him on those long range, not long range.
पथकातली स्पर्धा होती रे गटशा स्पर्धा होती काल खूप क्राउड होता काल आला येला होता तू काल बघायला
But I think they are fighting with team
बड़ा
Hammer.
हैंडसम लगता है चिकी उस समय
Both the
किस
teams are
समय
being
करता
very watchful, very
कह
careful
रहा
because
हूँ
they
कि
know
जब चश्मा
one
पहनते थे
knock
तब से हूँ मैं
can,
तुम्हारे साथ आई नो रे
be dangerous because the team
थैंक यू
can
सो मच
actually
सोलवेंट मैं
push
जानता हूँ ना
or
तुझे भाई ऐसा क्या
push
कर रहा है मैं तेरे को
and,
पहचान लिया मैं इसलिए तो बोला बहुत दिनों के
of
बाद दिख
course,
रहा है
damage your helmet, damage your vest.
काल अच्छा वो
For the
पढ़
time
लिया
being, I
मैंने
can see team Minas players having only level 2 helmet, and level 2 helmet it's like better than having nothing because for
आज
me
इकॉनॉमीचा
level
पेपर
1
कसा
helmet
लिहिला
is
असता रे हाँ
like
नहीं
barehead
फिर
only,
ठीक है फिर ठीक है
level 1
हेलो
helmet
इंसेंट रेल लवर मैं तो
one shot
कॉन्करर
will
हूँ
take care
सीजन
one
8
of
में
the
अरे
tanks
क्या
from
बात है
top.
भाई बहुत
Level 2
जबरदस्त
you can
Yeah.
still barely survive it, but you still have
मैं
some
आता
HP
तो
to
रोज
fight it
हूँ
out.
लेकिन गुमनाम अच्छा तुम
But,
चैट नहीं टाइप करते हो
level
मतलब
3 helmet seems,
अरे हाय हेलो किया करो यार पता कैसे
satisfactory
चलेगा गाइस लाइक्स
for
कितने हो गए हमारे
gamers because but it's really hard to
जल्दी
find.
करा दो ना यार 100 लाइक्स बॉयज
Yeah, truly.
Very, very
Especially
close to
when
100
you have,
यार
four
very
of
very
your
close
amazing friends playing alongside and just fighting on for that one level 3. But on the other hand, back to the game.
और किसी के फाइंड आई जस्ट शेयर माय
Oh, yeah, we had a clear
excitement
vision,
and
but
also
somewhere down the line, one of the
heard a
players
new game
seems
related to
to
the
get
NFS that
eliminated
need for speed
outside
police
of the
chase
play zone. Like
22
we started off with
वो मैंने
60
अरे
players,
वो
one of the
टट्टी
players
NFS
played
बिल्कुल
very
पसंद नहीं है
well
सीरीज
inside of
मुझे
team
The
Japan,
last
and
NFS which I
another
played and I
player is
really
gonna
enjoyed
go
was the
down
NFS
to
most
the
wanted
phase
after
of
that all the
Miramar.
NFS
Big
games are shit
disadvantage as we see the numbers
and अभी तो आर्केड गेम्स खेले नहीं जाते यार अभी तो बस
denied from most of the teams
आए
that
हाय
go
जहर
down.
लौटा तब वो मेरा अलग फ्रेम हुआ करता था
Their four players
वो उसका
fighting
एक ना
fast,
डंडी टुटला हुआ था
finally,
अभी तो
spotting on to some of the players and
ये मेरा उससे पुराना वाला चश्मा है बट ये आज भी सही चल रहा है
off. Arpan, the team might have called off to rotate inside the zone because it's going to be a big damaging circle. This time it's the phase 3 which we are talking about. Yup, it's the phase 3. Within 1 minute 30 seconds it's going to totally get shrinked in. Using a pickup trunk as a a medium to rotate is indeed one of the best choice because a Mirado completely doesn't gives you that good advantage. It is fast. The acceleration speed it's completely good, but the bullet intake ability isn't that great. Here we talk about the start of King, man. It's a very big knock coming in from the start.
Wow.
Round King,
हाँ.
and they happen to get the first kill already.
भाई ये अच्छी पोजीशन है गाइस अंदर आ रहे सर्कल के अंदर यहीं पे पेल दिया उनको ओह इसको पीछे से पड़ रही है
Void Garu, team 9 is also getting down way by way. Many of the teams are now started to fight and engage inside these amazing fights.
इनफे मोस्ट का तो अलग ही लेवल है चिके भाई बस उसका पार्ट 2 निकला जाए मजा आए अरे इसका पार्ट 2 भी आया था ना मोस्ट वांटेड 2 भी आया था मैं फर्स्ट मोस्ट वांटेड का बड़ा फैन हूँ जब वो स्टोरी मोड हुआ करते ना उनके लीडर को अगर हरा दो तो उसकी कार आपको मिलती थी याद है मैं उस मोस्ट वांटेड की बात कर रहा हूँ पिलंची नागे निघाले नाग बडूला या नांग ना 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 100 के कर या दो फिर पबजी
some teams
कलंगा
might take this
क्या बोल रहा है हाई
opportunity
ब्रो,
and
समझ में नहीं आ रहा
capitalize.
यार.
And already you see those shots, but
हेलो मेट,
it is
नेम
that
चेंज कर
parade.
लिया
That
संकल्प टू
parade team
सॉल्वेंट
already
स्टडी ने.
some
मैं तो तुझे
bullets
सॉल्वेंट
been
स्टडी के नाम से जानता हूँ.
fired at, grenades been
ये मेरा नाम बहुत
thrown
पहले
down
से
and,
है, if I'm not
fire
wrong.
and lower down
ये
for
तेरा
the
नाम
fight
बहुत
again.
पहले से है.
Now it's a situation. Welcome to Minas Spears. I think he will take down Jianglu. Death Parade being on the upper ridge side, still not finding those proper or not connecting those shots is like disheartening up on it, because it seems like you have the advantage.
Nice
Final
one,
round,
nice one.
Bravo it is. Who gets, I think, Havok's player. And multiple fights have started, and you can already see Molotovs being used. Enigma's player finding those finishes. It seems like Enigma and Underground Kings just have started from where they left Upcon.
True, and they are, like Team Enigma is left with some unfinished business in the previous map. Uncrafting, they might have a big lead, but Team Enigma, they have firepower to their advantage, and compared to what we have seen them perform since the very start, they have been looking.
हेलो
quite
अलोन,
hungry for
क्या
some
हालचाल?
kills right here. Team
आप कब
WPP
खेलोगे यार?
is
मैंने
gonna
बहुत
be
खेलता था
needing,
पबजी यार, अभी
getting
बंद
the
किया, अभी
last.
कुछ अलग करते
They
हैं ना हम
already
लोग.
have gathered 4 kills.
SLR
This
नहीं
lurk
चल रही
from
है.
CS was indeed completely,
अब नहीं पबजी खेलता
needed.
रे, अभी मैं
In case he
बहुत
would
खेलता
not
था
have
पहले.
got to this position, his team would have been at a very big disadvantage, as we saw, the opponent team completely taking them down
लेकिन
one
रियल
by
नेम
one.
संकल
Only
है.
Prime team
ओके.
finally found as well, like the player he took down burned in his own Molotov as he maintained to toss it up. Team Uncrowned King still managing to get few frags. This time it's going to be 9 years old who is looking at a very bad position. Enigma Gaming Salman OP yet waiting to get that first frag. They still not have able to, like confirm the kill. But finally, Chupa Chups, it's going to be Mummy who is up with the mini. Only 111 bullets. But yeah, this time it's kind of enough for a DMR as you have an M762 in your primary sector. But whoa, finally the first kill been confirmed, and that's going to be an elimination for the side of Team
ये
Enigma.
तो ऐसा ही रख लूँ या संकल्प को तो रहने दो ना यार, अच्छा लग रहा है ये.
It seems like Chupa Chups are
रहने
connecting
दो,
those
क्या
shots
प्रॉब्लम है
up on,
इसमें?
and this is very important that they secure those important frags, right? Because at this moment you just can steal those kills, you can just damage your opponent's helmets and vests, or else find a better positioning where it will
एनिग्मा के चारों प्लेयर्स अभी यहाँ पे है.
end of the match will give you a better positioning, better advantage. At this moment, Chupa Chups player Mummy gets another, I think, knock.
अरे कौन सा एनएफएस कार्बन की बात कर रहे हो? उसका सीक्वल, हाँ वो तो है. कार मिल जाती है हमको वापस, लेकिन कार्बन के सामने कंटिन्यूएशन पार्ट से निकलना चाहिए. नहीं नहीं, मैं कार्बन की नहीं बात कर रहा हूँ, मैं मोस्ट वांटेड की बात कर रहा हूँ. एनएफएस मोस्ट वांटेड 1 में जो होता था ना, वो नहीं क्या स्टोरी लाइन हुआ करती थी प्रॉपर, और उस स्टोरी लाइन में ग्रुप्स हुआ करते थे, गैंग्स होती थी वो रेसर्स की, और एंड में आपको उनके हर एक ग्रुप के लेवल्स होते थे, और अगर आप उस लीडर को हरा देते थे उस रेस में, तो उसकी कार जो है वो आपको पिंक स्लिप में आपको उसकी कार मिल जाती थी. वो मोस्ट वांटेड फर्स्ट में था, सेकंड में था, फर्स्ट में था.
At this level, they know how to create angles. They are always innovative. They are always trying
Hello,
to
but said
get
short.
those cheeky angles. and
PUBG
they
में
can,
प्रो प्लेयर इज अ
always punish
डायनामो.
you.
ओके
But
ब्रदर.
for
हेलो
remaining,
चिकी
I think
भाई,
this
कैसे
Uncrowned
मधुरेश?
Kings, Upcon,
वेलकम टू
they
द
are
स्ट्रीम.
looking again very, very strong.
Come on guys, let's go for the 100 likes. कितने likes हुए? आप लोग बता नहीं रहे हो मुझे. How many likes do we have?
It's going to be difficult for that team, and once again, that upper ground thing is feeling like a myth at this moment, because I haven't seen any team creating advantage who is at the upper
TGS
ground
में
in this Miramar at least.
I am Ghostly Boy को भी जानता हूँ
Team
मैं.
Enigma as well, like getting those 3 kills, they were at the upper ground, but then they forced out and just rushing towards the side. We saw 2 kills from the side of Ho House, who was completely rotating with his pickup vehicle. The pickup car was completely insane as he got both of the kills.
Okay, ठीक है भाई, got it. हाँ वो most wanted 5 में था, but I was a massive hit game. Back those days, क्या याद गए दिन उसके यार, बहुत मजा आता था. सेमीफाइनल कैसे मतलब
Salman OP who got that kill. 511 player was indeed knocked off, but it was Team Enigma who got the kill to their advantage. AW action is gonna be
nice one.
Wow man, this is gonna be interesting because you
भाई क्या खेल रहे हैं यार ये Uncrowned Kings.
about some high high level of
बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं।
rivals, which is going to be out from most of the teams, and especially
Uncrowned
when it
Kings are
comes
playing
to
really
Enigma
good, man.
Gaming.
Really,
Yes,
really
they are,
good.
just looking at a very big killing domination. Team TBS, which is gonna be, the side of, I believe, like Sai, who are still alive. Team Uncrowned Kings looking down the side of Team NM, still trying to spot them out. Rupesh is also down. Team 511 are not having much players to work with, but Enigma Gaming, they get spot on, and the shots are being fired, but it does not really affect them from getting inside the
तो
zone.
गाइस अभी जो टीम सर्कल के अंदर आ चुकी है, वो जो टीम सर्कल के बाहर है, जोन के बाहर है, उनको होल्ड करने में लगी हुई है, और वहां पे उनको जो है वो किल लेने का जो है वो पूरा फायदा उठा रही है।
Fighting it out, but still they are being punished by other teams who are standing long range and trying to get a third party, because already Enigma Gaming players did it so, right? Because Uncrowned Kings took a knock, but one OP it was.
जनरल में करवाता हूँ टिकट, मजा आएगा असली व्लॉगिंग फील। जनरल में करवा दो यार, स्लीपर में करवा दो, कोई टेंशन नहीं है ब्रो, आपकी मर्जी सर।
Okay, it's Baba who got shot at.
Hello, Bend the boy, dude. Seeing PUBG PC finally making their debut in the competitive esports in India is amazing. We need India in PGIs. यार अभी ना फिलहाल इंडिया में Bend the boy, Acer ही जो है वो PUBG के टूर्नामेंट्स करा रही है इतने बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म पे। Others are only concentrating on Valorant. Valorant छोड़ के PUBG पे जो है वो अभी काइंड ऑफ कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, होना चाहिए, बट PUBG का ओवरऑल ग्लोबल सीन थोड़ा सा डाउन चल ही रहा है यार। हाँ करम भाई, हमारा ये वॉच पार्टी वाला स्ट्रीम चल रहा है ना एसर का, so we are doing a watch party.
Bad match for them, but a decent one once again.
अरे अभी मत भेजो यार, PNR सॉल्वेंट स्टडी, पागल हो क्या?
For them to still maintain their spot on the top 8. End of day, they might qualify for the main event, which is going to happen in Bangalore as well. Afcon.
अभी मत भेजो। एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना कि एसी कोच का जो है ना वो व्लॉग में मजा आता है करने में, क्योंकि फूड वगैरह थोड़ा सा एसी कोच में बैठ के, और जो भी रिकॉर्डिंग करना होता है वो डोर पे आके कर रहा होता है। तो हम लोग करेंगे तो एसी कोच से ही आएंगे, जब भी आऊंगा मैं आऊंगा, कोई टेंशन है। मैं तो मजाक कर रहा था यार आपको टिकट का, कोई टेंशन है, मैं खुद टिकट निकाल के आ जाऊंगा, डोंट वरी। फील नहीं लेनी, नहीं फील तो लेने के लिए डोर पे आएंगे ना हम लोग, टेंशन क्यों ले रहा हो? करम भैया क्या हालचाल, सब बढ़िया? गाइस एक मिनट देना।
This is just me playing another PUBG PC game, and that's going to be Hayes, who is just willing to not give up his position quite yet. No more placement points for him. He just want to make sure that he survives all the way till the end. But look after the side of Saad Bhai as well. He's having that mini 14, as you mentioned. M79 coming up on top. Well, if we talk a bit about, what the package is going to carry, it's going to be an AUG alongside a level 3 of armor. But Navi M4 gets eliminated, which leaves us with the top 5 teams.
Because Uncrowned Kings again looking very, very strong and looking deadly, and look at the confidence, look at the body language, right, Upcon, and the body language has changed since the winner chicken dinner which is secured in the first map in the Acer Predator League. This is the semi-finale 1. Map number 2 is almost done and dusted, but it is Ape Kid who is going to drop it from 10. That was an ambitious play again. It was hard to control, but he seemed to deal some kind of damage. But now Unknown Crown knows, and this is what happens when you don't connect your shots. Opponents don't give you those easy bees, right? You have to earn your kills. That is what I said. In Miramar, you have to always work hard for your kills. But Uncrowned Kings, they're making it look easy. They're like they're taking a walk in the park. They are just parking their vehicles wherever they want to and getting those places for them and securing those easy kills. The God Squad is still alive.
क्या लग रहा है गाइस, कौन सी टीम जीतेगी?
I think God Squad's players
सेकंड लास्ट जोन है ये।
securing
Valorant is a good, but esports player need more time to mount themselves in any battle royale, let alone PUBG PC, as India got close to nil international expense when it comes to this. I know, yaar. You are correct. Absolutely correct.
Cover themselves.
Playing around quite well with the smoke wall currently being deployed. Make sure that all the players are going to be still up. But King is for now once again taken down. God Squad is down to a 1v2 situation.
ये यूके वाले बहुत ओपी खेल रहे हैं यार।
Team DBS,
ये यूके वाली अनक्राउंड किंग्स क्या ओपी खेल रही है?
हाँ मस्त खेल रहे हो लोग।
vision. For
मतलब
him, it's a 1v2
पूरा
situation.
ग्राइंड कर रहे हैं वो लोग, उनको पता है कौन से मैप में कैसे जाना है, कौन
उनके
से
डीएमआर
स्पॉट्स
बहुत
है।
अच्छे चल रहे हैं, मेरे को ऐसे लग रहा है।
हाँ
The God squad is indeed looking as strong as the previous
By the way,
match.
did you
This
see
time,
हाँ,
TGL's
लास्ट
amazing
गेम की
performance
टीम्स लड़ रही
yesterday?
है।
Unfortunately, went the boy. ज़्यादा स्पोर्ट्स को फॉलो नहीं कर पाता क्योंकि हमारा ही सिमुलेशन का
3
कंटेंट
down।
और स्ट्रीम्स को लेके इतना बिजी रहता हूँ मैं, बट जब भी बीच बीच में टाइम मिलता है अपडेट्स लेते लेते रहते हैं हम लोग।
Oh no!
फील तो जनरल में यार क्या लोग क्या
सीसी
वातावरण
ने
लकी
निकाला
सा।
भाई ने। नाइस।
अच्छा इन्हें निकाला क्या चुपा चुप्स ने? लॉल चुपा चुप्स
बट
क्या
उनका
है?
पहले से एक नॉक था आई थिंक। अभी ये तो टीएसजी का गेम लग रहा है। टीएसजी वर्सेस सीसी है, सीसी का एक अलाइव है, हॉक का भी एक है, हैवॉक
अच्छा
का।
यूके को खत्म कर दिया क्या?
हाँ वो टॉप पे देखो ना।
हाँ यस, पर हो गया अभी टीजीएस ही मारेगी।
God squad,
हाँ वही लग रहा
revenge
है।
is sweet, right? And when your revenge comes
बदल
this quick,
अच्छा
it's really good
हाँ
because
चुपा
you
चुप
have
फ्लेवर्ड
a
लॉलीपॉप।
99% chance of getting a winner when a chicken dinner
I'm
from
watching your
100
stream
and
at
then
like
we'll
6
find
in the
out that
morning. Lol. Where are you
God
from?
squad
Bender
will
boy.
find Hawk's
Where
player
are you
out,
right
but
now?
I don't think Translucent knows the player is just behind him, and if these two players they might not be in same team
Hello
afcon, but
Subhani
if
OP,
they work
welcome to the
together
stream.
they can put the God Squad in a
Guys
proper
like बटन दबा
matchup
देना यार, आप लोगों ने
against
लाइक बटन नहीं दबाया तो very close to 100
what
likes.
Chupac's team is in a
Very
problem
close to
as
100
well
likes.
because
Montreal.
their hopes are with
Ah,
Kurim, right? And
hey,
he
Montreal is
has
in
this
Canada,
point.
right?
This
So I'm
Havoc
very bad
player
with the
is
geography.
also
Yeah,
not
I'm
just
really
one
bad
man.
with the geography. Please
This
don't
can
mind
be
if I
open for that guy to come in and chip
if
in
I'm
with
wrong.
some one or two
अहमदाबाद
kills
मुंबई का
on
बुलेट
that
प्रोजेक्ट
gap
अगर जल्दी ही
system
खत्म हो गया विद इन
because
द
they
नेक्स्ट
have
4 5
something
मोस्ट ऑफ द
pinpointed.
commuters
If they try and
traveling
sneak
in
into
IR
Mumbai,
will
but they have
switch to
only one
bullet in order
person,
to reach within
I
3
think
years.
that's a bad
Yeah,
beginning.
true.
This is I think the
ए
player
प्रीत
from
गेमिंग कैसे
Havoc's
हो?
side. I think I want to
लोकल
let
ट्रेन
you
गेम
know
भी करेंगे यार हम
who
लोग,
is
लोकल
that
ट्रेन
guy.
गेम भी
It's
करेंगे।
Hades.
या इट्स इन
Hades.
क्यूबेक
Raxial,
कनाडा। वाओ, आई
and
वाज राइट।
I think the whole God Squad team they are looking really good to get and convert a chicken dinner from
गाइस लेट्स गो
NCR.
फॉर द
The
100
numbers
लाइक्स गाइस,
advantage
वेरी
they
वेरी क्लोज।
obviously will have the
कौन है वो बंदे जो हमारे
advantage
100
of
लाइक्स पूरे करेंगे?
oh, okay, this is can be a good one. This is a 1v1 aim duel between Unforgiven and Kurim, but I think the backup, which I said again, will be a difficult task to handle for
Oh,
Kurim.
sad.
Still, Kurim managed to take that shell down. He's not giving up. Chupa Chups player are still not giving up, and this is what it makes it more
भाई ये चुपा
problematic.
चुप क्या
Now
चुपर
suddenly
चेप रहा
Acer
है
player, they
अकेला।
will come out.
उसको
If
गैंग
he
बैंग
gets
करेंगे अभी
into
घुस
his
के।
position,
फाइनली टाइज।
oh my god!
मार दिया उसने।
Kurim gets taken down.
ओ गया गया
One
गया
of
गया
the
गया।
player, it
लॉल।
seems like
टाइमिंग पे आया है
capitalize it.
एकदम।
Oh my god!
ओ
He's trying to
शिट,
capitalize it now.
उसने दोनों को
He has
लिया।
taken one player down. Which means already two players are down upward. It's a 1v2 situation.
ओ
Doable.
तीसरे को डाउन कर दिया।
This is looking doable now. They can take it down. He's confirming two
नाइस
kills, which
ट्राई
is one.
हेडीज।
ओ
Oh, not like this.
Oh
बट
my
बहुत
god, he had his
कंसिस्टेंसी
chances.
द
Havoc
गॉड स्क्वाड
in.
से।
He
वाह, ये
लास्ट
सेकंड पे
गेम
थे ना?
सेकंड आए, हाँ अभी
हाँ
फर्स्ट। कितना कंसिस्टेंट
maybe,
खेले हैं।
maybe
वाह,
Afcon,
गॉड
the
आपको
God
इनके साथ
Squad
खेलना चाहिए एक्चुअली,
would
या
have
फिर आप इन पे कॉपीराइट भी मार सकते हो।
इनको
for
सब
this
कुछ
match,
जानता हूँ मैं।
हाँ क्या?
uh, 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 not a comfortable
ऑलराइट
victory.
जी
But
हेलो
still,
हमारा ग्रोवर, हेलो
in a way,
प्लीज
second
कोचोली
dinner
टू
for
श्री
this God
गंगानगर
Squad.
एक्सप्रेस
On
ड्रो।
second,
यस
जी
मुझे इंस्टाग्राम पे
have
मैसेज करो ना अगर आपने नहीं किया होगा तो।
being played on Miramar.
हैट्स
AFC
ऑफ टू चुपा
made it way to
चुप।
हाँ
semi-finals.
रे, चुपा
But
चुप ने बहुत छुपा
match
उनको।
number 2 is done and
हाँ
dusted upon.
Man, he made us
तुम्हारी
say on
जियो
कुछ भी
थोड़ी
हो
तो
सकता
खराब है,
है, वो जीत
एटलीस्ट
सकता था
भेजता
हेडिस।
पढ़ लो,
so
पढ़ो
together,
उसको।
9 ईयर ओल्ड का
but
क्या
पूरा फन।
एटलास भेजता पढ़ो
like
उसको।
we say na, in the
9
way
ईयर ओल्ड था,
the
एनिग्मा
like
था,
what
सॉरी।
the achievement he is quite, I'll say, deserving to get that fame that he was the one who pulled out his entire team from the position where he was on the verge of getting eliminated. I did, like while we were just having some conversations about the zones and what we feel about, it always going the way towards the southern side. This time again, we saw, near towards the Impala, and lastly honest, we saw Hate surviving under the bushes where I told you, it's just another day for me who is just, playing a PUBG PC game. But that guy came up all the way way
Bro, I'm
towards
your
second
big
position
fan.
with
Thank you,
5
brother.
victories.
Fan
But
fan mat
that's
bana
the
yaar.
reason he is here all the way at
Be
the
the family.
main stage and playing for his team, coming at the second position is going to be such a big advantage. Right? See, at one place you're going to see most of the teams like the side of Chapa Chups where they came up with a
31
good
अगस्त को
vast
BBS
number of
दुरंतो कर
kills,
रहा है, याद है ना?
but
कहाँ
they
से
got
करूंगा भाई
eliminated at
BBS
the first
दुरंतो?
round. Now that's like 4 to 5 placement point for you, but above you is a
31 का तो
player
स्ट्रीम ही
named
नहीं होगी ना.
Miramar.
31 का
He
तो
is totally on
गणपति
fourth
बाप्पा आ
position
रहे, तो
placement wise,
मैं
and
उस दिन
Miramar is one of the most
आगमन के लिए
rated
ढोल
and
बजा
few
रहूंगा.
solo players really
I'm
wanting to
watching
come
PUBG
out and
streaming on
play
YouTube for the
Miramar when
first
it
time.
comes to
I
placement.
do
But
get in
how
my
much
recommendation
is
people
the
streaming
placement
PUBG,
point
but
in the
उतना
meta is a big
ध्यान नहीं
question.
दिया. But I
Unless you
watch your
come at
streams
the
a
number
lot,
one
so
position,
watching it now.
you're
Thank you,
totally only
Fayaz. Thank
getting
you
on
so
to
much.
6, 4, 3, 2, 1
Once upon a time we
points,
used
and
to
that to 1 points
stream a
when you come
lot.
at the 8th to 12th position. So it's a
We
big
used to
gamble
stream a
if
lot.
you are
Yeah.
totally willing to compromise on your kill points and are going totally to play for the winner chicken dinner. Because mind you, whichever team has now came at the at least first or even the second third spot, they were having their number of kills in double digits. Only I guess team have Havoc will be the one where we saw Hayes having some decent number of kills, but the sort of team got scored. What a brilliant play from their side, maintaining 4 players alive till the very end zone in a map like this is not that easier, but they made it look so.
Yeah, Afcon, I think second match is done and dusted. Erangel is done. Miramar is done. Suddenly, we see only 3 matches left. But we'll take this conversation forward. For the time being, we'll take a short little
True.
break and be back with the third match.
पबजी देखने में ज्यादा मजा आ रही है ना
यार PUBG देखने में तो मजा तो आएगा ही ना यार,
हाँ।
क्योंकि रिलेट भी हम ज्यादा करते हैं, पता भी है.
मतलब मेरे को लगता है कि डोटा 2 के कैरेक्टर्स और ये सब को जानते होते ना तो डोटा 2 पे भी बहुत ज्यादा मजा आती है हमें. मतलब मेरे लिए एंटरटेनिंग था डोटा 2, बट वो पता नहीं था ना कि इसकी एबिलिटी क्या है. जैसे उसमें ऐसे होता है कि कोई वेट कर रहा है अभी बस अपनी एबिलिटी यूज करनी है, बट किस पे यूज करनी है, जो उनका मेन डैमेज डीलर है, वेस्ट नहीं करनी है. मतलब वो सब चीजें पता हो कि कौन सी किसकी एबिलिटी है, टाइमिंग, तो अलग मजा आता.
ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू. 25 का रिचार्ज नहीं रे बाबा. वेलकम चिके भाई, यू आर वेलकम सो मच. हाँ यस, आई हैव सीन योर पास्ट टाइम्स एज वेल एज यू प्लेड PUBG वंस अपॉन उस टाइम तो रेगुलर ही करते थे PUBG. मजा आ रहा है ना PUBG स्ट्रीम देखने के लिए. 180 का वाईफाई का पैसा नहीं है, तुम्हारी स्ट्रीम 120 में देख रहा हूँ. 25 का रिचार्ज कर दो यार, 180 का करवाओ. ए क्या कर रहे हो यार, सॉल्वेंट स्टडी. व्हाट द फक, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग मैन. ये चला प्यायला मस्त आला घालून केलाय चहा. ए मैं भी कॉफी बोलता हूँ यार, मैं भी कॉफी ऑर्डर दे रहा हूँ. मैं भी कॉफी ऑर्डर दे रहा हूँ. हेलो यूजी मैन, कैसा मेरा भाई. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. क्या चल रहा है भाई लाइफ में, ऑल गुड. ऐक ना, मला फ्लॅट नंबर पाठव ना, पॉसिबल आहे मला, मी सोडू शकतो. कसं असतंय. अगर पॉसिबल है म्हणून स्कोल्डचा काय आहे संबंध यार? हे तो हे, नाही आहे तो नाही आहे. स्कोल्ड करो ना करो. मला मेसेज कर. माझी मेमरी माहिती आहे ना किती शार्प आहे. काय काय काय? हां 6:30 पर्यंत येईल म्हणा. 6:15 to 6:30 पर्यंत. 6:30 चालेल. ते कशाला सोडतील? हां ठीक आहे. ओके बाय. काय काय? हां हां ठीक है बोलतो ना तुला. भाई मेरे को सेकेंड हैंड स्टीयरिंग व्हील चाहिए. अरे अपने पास एक बंदा था ना, उसको बेचना है करके, लालजी प्रजापति. उसने 1.5 महीने पहले लिया हुआ है लॉजिटेक G29 और गियर बॉक्स बेचना चाह रहा है वो. उसका नाम क्या, चंदन करके बंदा है. तो आप आओ कल, हम लोग आई थिंक ट्रक ही चलाएंगे कल के स्ट्रीम में, वो रहेगा. तो उसको बेचना है, तो वो आप सेकेंड हैंड ले सकते हो उससे. आप उससे ले सकते हो. मेमोरी की क्या बात करें. ये गॉड, ये EFT में कोई नया मैप आया है क्या?
हाँ जी सर, एक नया मैप आया है जो
अच्छा.
मैंने आज तक खेला नहीं है.
ओके, तो उसके प्रिंट आउट वगैरह निकाल के लाने पड़ेंगे मैप के. वो कितना अल्टीमेट, वो तो हार्ड, वो प्रॉपर सिमुलेशन है यार. मैंने वो फैक्ट्री वैसे ही सीखा था. फैक्ट्री नहीं, कौन सा होता था अपना यार सबसे पहला जो हम लोग स्टार्ट करते थे जनरली सारे बंदे, कस्टम्स. तो कस्टम्स में ऐसे बैठ के सब देखता था और फिर
मैं मोबाइल पे रखता था मैप पहले. अब तो
ये
याद हो गया है.
आपका वुड्स भी याद है ना पूरा आपको?
नहीं, वुड्स एक्सपैंड हो गया ना. वुड्स पहले छोटा सा मैप होता था,
अभी एक्सपांड हो
अब
गया
वो
है क्या?
बहुत बड़ा हो गया है.
अरे इनका फ्यूचर प्लान यही था ना कि वो ये अभी सारे मैप को एक करेंगे स्ट्रेट, मतलब कनेक्ट करेंगे ऐसा
हाँ,
कुछ.
ऐसा कुछ है इनका.
हाँ
बट अभी भी ऐसे होता है जैसे वुड्स पे जाओगे तो एक रोड टू कस्टम्स करके एक्सट्रैक्ट होता है, मतलब आप कस्टम्स की तरफ जा रहे हो.
हाँ राइट राइट राइट.
ऐसे ही होता है. आई थिंक शोर लाइन में वो रोड टू कस्टम्स, बट और कुछ मैप्स में कुछ जगह दिख जाएंगी.
यस. एक डेडली स्वैब नाम का कुछ क्रिएटर है यार, उसके मैं देखता हूँ यार. EFT के वीडियोस बहुत अच्छे रहते हैं. डेडली
इंडिया में.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, फॉरेन है रे.
अच्छा.
EFT इंडिया में कौन कंटेंट बनाता है भाई?
हम्म.
मेरे पीसी का
अभी तो मैं
स्पेसिफिकेशन
किसी
देखो
को
ना,
नहीं
ऊपर
देख
दिख
रहा
रहा है
क्योंकि
आपको.
देखने लग जाता तो खेलने का मन होता है.
नहीं बट ये सही है यार, मतलब ये हाइलाइट्स वाला प्लान बहुत अच्छा है गॉड. लाइक ट्राई करो 1.5 महीने के लिए एटलीस्ट. बट आपको एक
हम्म.
कंसिडरेबल अमाउंट के लिए ही ट्राई करना पड़ेगा. देन ओनली यू कैन कंक्लूड कि पॉजिटिव जा रहा है या नहीं जा रहा है. ऐसे 15-20 दिनों में यूट्यूब पे पता है ना, ऐसे कोई हम लोग उखाड़ नहीं सकते बेसिकली. कोई भी
True.
करना है एक पर्टिकुलर, आपको उस तक करना है. और मैं कहूँगा आपने अभी ना कोई तो इसके हाइलाइट्स डाले थे, तो मेरा एक सजेशन ऐसा ही है कि जिस गेम में आपका पहले होल्ड रहा है ना और जिसकी आपकी ऑडियंस रही है ना, आप उसके हाइलाइट्स पहले प्रायोरिटी पे डालो, तो लोग जल्दी रिलेट करेंगे. एंड जब आपके हाइलाइट्स लोग एंजॉय करने शुरू करेंगे ना, देन यू कैन इंक्रीज योर लाइब्रेरी.
ट्रू. मतलब कहीं पे तो
मैं
अपन
तो
को चाहिए
कहूँगा
कि ग्रोथ
नहीं
दिखे,
नहीं,
है ना.
हाँ हाँ, EFT ही तुम्हारे आपके लिए सबसे बेस्ट है, पता है गॉड. अगर आपको हाइलाइट्स में घुसना है ना स्ट्रीमिंग के साथ साथ,
हम्म.
EFT इज बेस्ट. क्योंकि देखो अभी क्या है कि लोग ऑफिसेस चल रहे, लोगों के
हम्म.
कॉलेजेस स्कूल चल रहे. जो लोग देखते थे आपकी, अरे मैं आपके मुझे आई रिमेंबर दोज लैब वाले आपके रेड्स यार, इतना एडिक्ट हो गया था मैं देखते
मैं
बैठता
खुद
था यार
एडिक्टेड
वो
था.
लैब्स वाले रेड्स. और
हम्म.
तो वो हाइलाइट्स अगर आप आएंगे ना तो लोग एंजॉय करेंगे रे, क्योंकि वो लाइक दे विल रिलेट टू योर ओल्ड स्ट्रीम्स ना.
हम्म.
गॉड के चैनल EFT से ही भरा पड़ा है चिकलू.
राइट, गॉड
आई नो.
स्क्वाड फर्स्ट पे आ गई है.
या गॉड स्क्वाड अभी फर्स्ट पे आ गया 22 पे. छुपा चुप 17 पे
ऊपर
आ गया है
तो
रे,
सेकंड पे
मजाक
आ
मजाक
गया है.
में. आई थिंक मुझे लग रहा
अरे नहीं, ये मैप
है
2 का है, मैप 2 का है ये.
अच्छा ये मैप 2 का है ना.
14
हाँ मैं वही सोचा.
बट एनीवेज गॉड स्क्वाड फर्स्ट पे ही होगी.
यस, क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम एक ही पॉइंट का डिफरेंस था.
हम्म.
छुपा चुप्स का लोगो भी कितना मस्त बनाया उन्होंने, ऐसे लेज बीज टाइप
हाँ.
बनाया हुआ है यार. मस्त लग रहा है.
मस्त लोग है. इनका भी बहुत अच्छा है गॉड स्क्वाड. वो हाथ में आ, ऐसे बिजली पकड़ी हुई है उसने,
हाँ
स्विच टाइप.
यस. ठीक है, पूरा पीसी का और स्टीयरिंग व्हील और सिमुलेटर गेम्स कितने पैसे में आ जाएगा? मुझे स्ट्रीम नहीं करना है। स्ट्रीम नहीं करना है आपको? यार वही यार, अगर आपको अच्छा पीसी चाहिए सिमुलेशन के लिए तो आपको
ये पे
एटलीस्ट
9-year-old 15th आए।
1.25 या 1.5 लाख रुपीस का आपको पीसी चाहिए।
इनका गेम
मतलब यार ढाई
खराब
ढाई
हुआ
एक लाख रुपये,
बिल्कुल।
2.5-3 लाख रुपए का खर्चा तो है ही है लालजी प्रजापति आपको, अगर प्रॉपर हार्डकोर बनाना है तो। ए नितेश, खेलेंगे ना, क्रिकेट भी खेलेंगे हम लोग। लैब्स में तो लूट बहुत मिलती और मरता भी मारता भी इज्जत से। मैं ना ईएफटी फॉरेन स्ट्रीमर्स के साथ खेला था। हमने ना एक फॉरेन स्ट्रीमर पे रेड की थी। ही यूज्ड टू प्ले सिमुलेशन गेम्स, तो मेरा हमारा दोस्त बना था, तो वो
अच्छा,
उसके दोस्त का और मैंने उसके दोस्त को फेल दिया भाई। उसका
फ्रेंडली फायर।
शॉट, हाँ फ्रेंड, मुझे लगा वो ही एनिमी है, दिया था तो वो चिल्ला रहा है कि दैट्स मी चीखे, दैट्स मी, डोंट किल मी, डोंट किल। मैं कहाँ सुन रहा, मैं पूरी मैगजीन उतार दी उसमें।
बहुत फ्रेंडली फायर होता है उस गेम में। मेरे को लगता है जो बेस्ट है कि डोज करो
भाई आप डेली
उस
2 आवर्स
गेम में।
सिमुलेटर गेम्स खेलो,
2 से
उसमें
ज्यादा
मजा
तो
आता
भसड़
है।
है,
मैं डेली
मैनेज
4
नहीं हो
घंटे
पाता।
सिमुलेशन गेम्स खेलता हूँ लाल जी भाई, आप आते नहीं हो, रोज स्ट्रीम करता हूँ मैं। हाँ यार, तो करेंगे, हम दोनों ही करेंगे, किसी को नहीं लेंगे अभी बस।
नहीं नहीं, मैं तो, मेरे को चलेगा if there are more people। मैं तो जनरली बोल रहा हूँ बेस्ट क्या है।
अरे मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ यार, कोई है भी नहीं यार, कोई अभी ऐसा कोई खेल रहा है। बट पता है ईएफटी के ऑफलाइन प्लेयर्स बहुत है, बहुत लोग खेलते हैं इंडिया में ईएफटी।
इंडिया में?
हाँ यस। अरे मैं बता रहा हूँ ना गॉड, सिंपल फंड है, इंडिया में ऐसा कोई गेम नहीं जिसको ऑफलाइन नहीं खेला जाता है। अरे अपनी पॉपुलेशन कितनी है बाबा,
ट्रू ट्रू।
हर एक गेम के आपको मिनिमम 1,000 व्यूअर्स तो मिनिमम मिल जाएंगे कोई भी हो। अब मैं एक डिस्कॉर्ड का हिस्सा हूँ जिसमें पूरी स्क्वाड की इंडिया की बड़ी लॉबी है, पता है। लोग हार्ड को रोज प्रॉपर स्क्वाड खेलते हैं, स्क्वाड के इवेंट्स करते हैं। वो मुझे कब से बोल रहे हैं कि जल्दी चालू करो आप भी, हाँ, ताकि थोड़ा सा लोगों को पता चले कि स्क्वाड की कितनी बड़ी कम्युनिटी है।
ओके, स्क्वाड तो मैंने सोचा भी नहीं था इतनी बड़ी कम्युनिटी होगी।
अरे स्क्वाड तो अल्टीमेट है यार, बहुत अल्टीमेट है। चलो चालू हो गया।
such easily because from now on every team will have a set target in their mindset that
चलो
this
सॉल्विंग
match
स्टडी मिलते बाद
this
में,
much
बाय।
amount of XYZ points need to be
भाई
secured
आपसे
by us,
कांटेक्ट करना है,
otherwise
कैसे
we
करूँ?
are out,
मुझे
we are
इंस्टाग्राम पे मैसेज
not
करो।
going to qualify for
बट
the
आपको
grand
कुछ
finals
सेटअप
which
वेटअप
is
की
obviously
इन्फॉर्मेशन
going to
चाहिए तो
happen
हमारा
on
डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन
LAN
करो, वहाँ पे आपको
in
पूरी हेल्प मिल
Bangalore.
जाएगी।
And
यू विल गेट अ कंप्लीट हेल्प ओवर
nobody
देयर।
obviously wants to miss out on that opportunity, right? Because top 8 from this 15 teams seems like sounds like easy, but it is not, because teams are battling it out and battling out hard. Yes, Naya Poliana again
एमएसएफएस
once
की भी
again
होगी, ये भी नहीं
takes that
सोचा
place
था।
out.
अरे
And last time
मैं बोल
also
रहा
we
हूँ ना
had a
संजय
blink
भाई,
out from Stalbert
अरे
who
गेम की
was
कम्युनिटी है।
really this time
मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ ना संजय
making
भैया,
the
मैं
shift
अभी
towards
ग्लांस पे
Severny,
वाइल्ड रिफ्ट
taking
और
out Arctic Severny and taking it towards
ईएफटी रेगुलर स्टार्ट कर दूँ।
Pronoi. Teams are going
ग्लांस
to
अपना
have
अच्छा
that
प्लेटफॉर्म है,
base
वहाँ पे ऑडियंस भी
realizing,
मस्त है,
and
देखती है, एंजॉय करती
now
है।
Pronoi is also
क्योंकि
a
मुझे
place
यार मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ यार, मैंने वाइल्ड रिफ्ट को छोड़ना पड़ा ना मुझे,
very dangerous and
क्योंकि
very
वाइल्ड
crucial
रिफ्ट की वजह से
opponent.
मैंने 4
Just
महीने
now
एमएसएफएस नहीं
opponent
किया था,
who
आपको
should
पता है
be
ना संजय भाई।
everybody
फिर वाइल्ड रिफ्ट को रोक के हम लोग
for
फिर से एमएसएफएस
lot
हार्डकोर
of
शुरू
hubs
किए,
where you can
और
find
एक्चुअली
top
उसके बाद हमने
teams,
सीखा
but
एमएसएफएस फ्लाइंग
for
करना।
me it's like this big compounds give you nothing after. This is like just like it shows you something and gives you something else.
True, man. And I know, like we some of the players, like who love to get the few early loots. But wow, I love to see the circle right here. Like out of 15 teams, more or less 10 teams are already inside the circles. 2 teams all the way towards the northern side are rotating all the way off towards.
हेलो हार्दिक,
range and
कुंग फू
start.
पांड्या, कैसे हो?
FMCG all the way up at the Saberni side.
वाइल्ड रिफ्ट का कुछ
3
नहीं
to 1
पता,
is
नहीं मतलब
absolutely
गेम तो
easy,
चल
but
रहा है ना
there's
वीपीएन के
a
साथ,
large chunk of the military
तो
bases
खेलेंगे
which
यार
is
वीपीएन के
already
साथ।
inside
अभी
the
क्या
circle.
क्या कर सकते हैं,
Meta power is
बताओ
definitely going
मुझे।
to be turned on to a bloodbath, and if we talk about a bloodbath, they have 2 teams facing up against each other. Death
भाई
parade,
सब ये किस लाइन
and
में
the
आ गए
squad,
आप?
team
आज
charge
पबजी
up
कैसे?
to
अरे
up
ज्ञानेश भाई,
against
ये
each
हमारा
other. Now,
वॉच पार्टी
we
चल
know
रहा है
which
ना,
one of the 2 teams are
एसर
you on.
प्रेडेटर लीग
Fizzal
चल रहा है
already
यहाँ पे,
we
तो
have the
उसका वॉच
space
पार्टी हम
playing
लोग कर
against
रहे हैं।
CCS currently, but I know the most heavenly
वी
loot
आर
is
डूइंग इट्स
something which
वॉच
Team
पार्टी।
Death Parade will be having comparison.
आइडिया ठीक है,
I
ग्लांस पर
feel
वी आर ईएफटी
it
डब्ल्यू नहीं,
depends on
तो
the
फ्लाइट
team
सिमुलेशन भी
platform
करना
too,
पड़ेगा,
right?
बिकॉज
Because sometimes
ग्लांस की
teams like
मैनेजमेंट हमारे फ्लाइट
line
सिमुलेशन
up
की बड़ी
beyond
फैन
their
है।
favorite top spot areas,
बट ये लोग
but
ये
for
भी हम
me
लोग
it's
कर सकते
military
हैं।
base. It has always been military base because
बीसी
right up
मीन्स
those sea building
व्हाट?
areas,
बीसी
right up
मीन्स
the warehouses where you can
क्या बोल
store
सकते हैं
top
यार?
loots, and crates also is a fascinating place, and those are hot drop areas also where you get some easy
क्या
fights as
बीसी
well.
का
Not
मतलब
easy
क्या
fights,
होता है,
like
मुझे भी नहीं
you get
पता
those
यार.
early fights. If you have a gun, you get those easy kills, Afcon. That is what I'm trying to say at this moment. Because
Yep, yep.
sometimes, if you take those early clashes, but that is something in ranked matches which we see. But this is not a ranked match, right? This is a proper professional sector where 15 players are battling it out, and
ठीक है भाई,
only
मेरा नाम
few
राहुल है,
players
मैं
are
हार्दिक
making it to
पांड्या
the
का बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ,
playoff
इसलिए
finals.
ये
But at
नाम
this moment,
रखा है मैंने.
though
ओके.
there are teams, but
बूम
they
बम
have
पबजी. सेवांग भैया कैसे हो आप, स्वागत आपका स्ट्रीम पे.
competition
हम लोग
into
वॉच
the
पार्टी कर रहे हैं.
and
यू कांट रिकॉल
mission
दैट
that they
शॉट.
say
अबे
is
नो
working
बीसी
fine.
मतलब
You
बिफोर.
come in our area, you come into our area.
आई सी.
Okay, fine. You guys lose.
वेरी स्मार्ट बॉय.
And they have
कैसे हो
some
सेवांग भाई, गुड टू सी यू. अरे हम लोग कभी आए लेह या लद्दाख घूमने के लिए तो मिलोगे ना वहाँ पे, क्योंकि वहाँ के अकेले आप ही हो जो हमारे फैमिली का हिस्सा हो. बीसी मतलब बहुत क्यूट. हाँ यार, ये भी है. वी जस्ट वॉन वन वीकली टूर्नामेंट इन बीजीएमआई. इज इट? अच्छा, आप रेगुलर खेलते हो? वाओ, दैट्स नाइस. देख रहे हो, मतलब पबजी के प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर्स हमारे सिमुलेशन कंटेंट को पसंद करते हैं. यही तो फ्यूचर है हमारे इंडियन गेमिंग का. ऐसे ही तो हमें गेमिंग को आगे बढ़ाना है. समझे भैया?
Still looking on, dedicating much and much of their time, much and much of their, utilities to make sure that they loot up and they get each and every, util when they would be needing a Molotov inside the hand for the Hawk players. On the other hand, no first aids yet.
ठीक है भाई, आपसे आपके हिसाब से अभी कौन सा लैपटॉप बाय करना चाहिए? लैपटॉप क्यों बाय करो, आप डेस्कटॉप बाय करो ना. देखो, आपको 1.5 लाख के लैपटॉप में जो परफॉर्मेंस मिलेगा ना, वो आप 1 लाख के डेस्कटॉप में ला सकते हो. बट लैपटॉप का फॉर्म फैक्टर छोटा होता है, उसकी वजह से आपको ज़्यादा पैसे देने पड़ते हैं. प्लस सिमुलेशन गेम्स खेलने हैं तो लैपटॉप इज़ नॉट अ गुड चॉइस, क्योंकि सिमुलेशन गेम्स में आपको एक्सटर्नल मॉड्स का सपोर्ट ज़्यादा होता है. एंड द मोर एक्सटर्नल मॉड्स विल बी देयर, more unoptimized game will be, and the more unoptimized game, more thermal throttling will be the issue for your laptop, and more the thermal throttling, less the gaming time. तो go for the desktop, don't go for the laptop unless and until आपको लैपटॉप पे ही खेलना है, आपको ज़्यादा ट्रैवल वगैरह करना पड़ता है. अदरवाइज desktop is the best option to go. I like simulator and I'm trying to understand, explain. I like simulator game. That's nice. यही तो अप्रोच चाहिए, यही तो ॲटिट्यूड चाहिए. आयबो कसा आहे, आज मॅन युनायटेडची मॅच लिव्हरपूल अगेन्स्ट आहे. भावा मला काय माहिती नाही, मी झोपणार आहे आणि सकाळी उठून डायरेक्ट स्कोर बघणार आहे. फक्त फायनल वगैरे लिव्हरपूल चढू नये आपल्यावरती म्हणजे झालं. मैं मस्त हो दीप तांडेल, आप कैसे हो गाइस? लाइक बटन दबा दो ना यार, क्लोज टू 100 लाइक्स यार, वेरी वेरी क्लोज टू 100 लाइक्स. जिन लोगों ने अभी तक लाइक बटन नहीं दबाया गाइस, जल्दी से लाइक बटन दबा देना यार. बस 5 लाइक्स चाहिए हमें 100 लाइक्स पूरे करने के लिए. कौन है वो 5 बंदे जो 100 लाइक्स पूरे करेंगे? एंड मोर द थर्मल थ्रॉटल लेस द लैपटॉप लाइफ. एब्सोल्युटली यार.
Players are running in open. They still don't know that players are watching them being watched, and they need to be very very careful. And this is the God Squad. They got a chicken in the last match, and they do not want to get eliminated early in this angle, which is the map number 3. Upcon.
Pankill with car 98 alongside a 6x.
I know Pankill as well.
Get a clear vision, but you may not want to.
हाँ, ये पैनकिल वगैरह वो वही टीम है ना, सलमान पैनकिल सब साथ में है क्या? नहीं, अच्छा सलमान नहीं है, अच्छा गूगल एक्स गॉड है. हाँ, I remember these guys.
Having that inside is inside.
Oh,
that's a clear.
ओहो,
That was literally satisfying to see, but on top of that, team 9 years old is definitely
क्या दिया यार विंडो में से.
to get the first
अभी
kill.
पुश करेंगे, एक
That's
डाउन है
not
ना.
just a kill, that's a big point for you, but on the other hand, the rotations also is going to be made. The reinforcement are going to be there. That's the team who's at the #1 position, and you are challenging the
Teammates
best
आ
one
गए.
for today's semi-finale one. How is the God Squad going to hold off to this position? They're already down to a 3-4 situation, but now as the pressure is on from team 9 years old, we'll have to see if they still have.
ओ मार दिया उसने, ज्यादा पुश करने के लिए गए थे.
ओ
गया, पड़ा गूगल एक्स गया.
But even though the reload was there, team 9 years old managed to save up that player. It all falls down to one.
Trade भी आ गया.
3 situation, and he uses up his util, but he also knocks himself out. The flashback was kind of good, but now as the double kill comes in, can we expect him to clutch it?
अरे the God Squad eliminate हो गया रे.
Where's at the #1 position?
Sad.
He's the first one to get eliminated.
अच्छा खेले यार ये.
हाँ यार, 9 year old ना.
कुछ भी कहे ना, गूगल गॉड
You cannot say
अच्छा player है वो.
बचा लिया.
because When you say that,
बचा
some
लिया
of the other way
करेक्ट।
teams
अच्छी
come
फाइट
out
थी
and
ये।
outperform and show that
मेन
they're
प्रॉब्लम था
class,
उनके
right?
2
And this
प्लेयर्स
is
लेट आए।
a proper example. You know, you collect information, you pass on the information, you
रेलवर्स खेलना
capitalize
एमएस
on
टेस्ट
it,
में
you
खेलना नेक्स्ट वीडियो
execute,
में
and
करेंगे, प्लान जरूर
you get
करेंगे।
4 points. That is how they
अरे मस्त होता फिशिंग
got
सिम,
those
चिल है,
4 points, right?
चिल गेम है रे वो, एक अलग
Today
अलग लाइकिंग
so
चाहिए होती है,
simple.
अलग लेवल का
But it happened that way
क्या बोल सकते,
for
टेम्परामेंट
us
या फिर
rather
अलग लेवल का
for
एटीट्यूड
them,
चाहिए वैसे गेम्स
because
को
they
एंजॉय करने के
are
लिए। मैं बड़ा एंजॉय
grinding
करता
day
हूँ यार।
and out
आई लव
to
सच
at
गेम्स
this
लाइक
level
फिश
and
टैंक
face
सिमुलेटर, फिशिंग
the
सिमुलेटर,
talent
जहाँ पे
and
शांति
you know
में
they are
क्रांति
the
करना
best.
होता
They
है,
are
चिल मारना
the
होता है।
finest of India
लोगों को
and
नहीं पसंद, लोगों को
that
एक्शन
are
चाहिए ना।
here
मैं यहाँ पे
and
मस्त पानी में
are
जाल
still
डालो,
cracking
बैठो
out
यार
to
मस्त।
make
जब
it
मछली खींचेगी तो
towards the
उसको
top, and of course
लपेटो,
only top 8 teams will
फिश
make it
पकड़ो,
towards the
आगे
back
बढ़ो।
from today. And again a set of different
बोल नहीं
teams will
सकते
be
हर एक को
making it
पसंद आएंगे या
towards.
नहीं
So
आएंगे।
only 16 teams will qualify. From these 16 teams, only 8 from the
मैं कॉफी का बोल
from
क्या
the
था।
second set of teams, there will be again 8 set of players or 8 set of teams which will be again qualifying. So those 16 teams will only make their way towards the Bangalore land. So you know what are at stakes, and the land winners also have a prize. You know what that prize is up on, right?
You know, our audience really need to, you know, if they don't know, follow us on our social, guys, because, you know, at our socials, you're going to get each and every update. If you have missed a chance to make sure that you would also be the one who would come up, you can definitely get each and every information in the upcoming announcement, which will be up on our socials quite soon. So follow up us there, like as early as possible. But down the line, it's going to be the map of an average map, and still now, you know, only one team is going to be eliminated. But oh no, his magazine runs out of bullet. Finally found, he almost had, you know, that one bullet in his magazine, and that was kind of lucky enough to take down Hitesh. But team got found. This would have really went south quite well. The team who was at the number 1 position who is being eliminated. This gives up.
तो यहाँ पे बढ़िया गेम चल रहे हैं। पॉलिश्ड गेम का थोड़ा का ही बग्स, पॉलिश्ड गेम का थोड़े बग्स है यार। अभी तो वो अर्ली एक्सेस में है ना। हेलो शुभेंदु, कैसा है? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। चिका डेस्कटॉप इनबिल्ड करवाना है सिमुलेटर के लिए तो मिनिमम स्पेसिफिकेशन बताओ। मेरे स्पेसिफिकेशंस मिनिमम है आज के डेट पे, मेरे वो मिनिमम स्पेसिफिकेशंस है, उतने तो आपको चाहिए। अगर आपके पास, आपको अल्टीमेट बिल्ड बनाना है तो अल्टीमेट नहीं कहूंगा यार, वो एक अच्छा बिल्ड कहूंगा मैं। अरे गुलशन भैया कैसे हो? हाउ वाज योर फर्स्ट लेग? Let's do a second leg this week.
For the time being, I think finally found they are.
क्या हालचाल, क्या चल रहा है?
Finding some momentum, which is good because at this moment you still have 3 matches, right? And this match is yet to be finished, and you can still get some good amount of points. And 3 matches would be enough if you convert them or if you plan them properly, and if you execute your plans or your strategies which you have already discussed with your team for Erangel, for Miramar. Because
अरे गॉड, वो EFT में FPS कैसे देखते हैं?
Erangel, which will of course be our
FPS
last map of
एक्सपीरियंस से देख लो।
League
NVIDIA एक्सपीरियंस।
अच्छा, NVIDIA एक्सपीरियंस है।
सेमीफाइनल 1
ऑल गुड। अरे मैं उस दिन रात को बैठा था पता, TBM अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए। हो गया, मैंने ऑलमोस्ट स्टार्टअप वगैरह पता कर लिया। बस एक बार उसका ये देखना है, फ्लाइट प्लान वगैरह कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, फ्लाइट प्लान कॉन्फ़िगरेशन भी पता चल गया, और स्कॉक वगैरह कहाँ पे सेट करते हैं, और बाकी छोटी मोटी चीज़ें देखनी है बस। बाकी वी आर रेडी फॉर TBM। और आपने वो मग्स मोड डाला क्या? कैसा लगा फिर मग्स मोड डालने के बाद? तो ऐसा बेटर फील किया ना? MSFS में वो प्लेन्स बहुत अच्छा, मतलब काइंड ऑफ बोल सकते हैं कि GA प्लेन्स एंड प्लेन्स लाइक TBM आर रियली गुड। सो हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस विद द TBM? कैसा लगा जरा बताओ यार हमें भी। अंदर लेके गया वो। रैम कितनी, ग्राफिक्स कितना, SSD कितना? अरे मेरा देखो ना भैया, लालजी प्रजापति एक्सक्लेमेशन स्पेक्स टाइप करो। आपको मेरे जो है वो, आपको फ्लाइट सिमुलेटर वगैरह खेलने हैं तो ना, दैट मॉड डिडंट वर्क। कैसे? मैं खुद चला रहा हूँ यार, वर्क कैसे नहीं कर रहा है? मैंने आपको बोला ना, वो कम्युनिटी इंस्टॉलर से डाउनलोड सीधा पाथ दो, खत्म है। ठीक है, गुजरात आओ तो कच्छ में आना है यार, कच्छ में भी आना है, पक्का आएंगे। अरे जी कि मैं आ गया, थोड़ी तेरी के लिए 45 मिनट्स रहूंगा। ओके, हेलो निशांत, सॉरी आपके साथ मछली पकड़ने नहीं आ गया। कोई नहीं आया यार, 10 12 15 की वॉचिंग थी यार। मैंने कहा क्या यही सिमुलेशन कम्युनिटी में बिल्ड कर रहा हूँ जो सिर्फ 3-4 गेम देखने के लिए आती है? बहुत बुरा लगा, जो रोया मैं।
It's on the
मैं
confidence and the momentum.
रोया
And I always tell this to
मैं
everyone,
रोया
whatever battle royale games you guys are playing, if you have momentum up on, it seems like the shots which you are connecting, it becomes more accurate.
अरे मैं था ना बे, अरे जो नहीं
Suddenly
थे
you
उनको बोल
start
रहा हूँ
hitting
रे.
those headshots which is required. Look at Big Bird. He saw the player, he peeked out, he did some damage, and again he went back to his position. But they need to be very, very careful, because this is the place where things become hefty. This is the make or break situation. This is an icebreaker. This is the map where everything gets decided, because this is the third map. After this, there are new maps to be played, but look at you two good. Finally found players. Mini 14 is the weaponry you should have. I think, be it Miramar, be it Erangel, I think these guys have used it to its fullest, I think.
And having an extended mag with 30 bullets, that's unstoppable play, isn't it? But the play zone now shrinks in towards the side of shelter. You can expect the under shelter areas to go inside the end zone, and when that's going to be the case, it's going to mean that we might even go on to the heal battle. For now, all the 3 opening tunnels of shelter are opened out, and you can see each and every player as well just surrounding it. Well, if you talk about the team, it's Team Enigma who started their journey off the Milta region, and now they are up at the shelter side. No team towards present, because you do not want to be in that lower, lower
छुपा
position.
तो अच्छी पोजीशन कर
Be
सकते हैं यहाँ पे,
surrounded with
अगर यहाँ पे अगर
might
अच्छा
and
कर
get
लेते हैं
that,
ना.
being that plateau region where you cannot really get an advantage or use the FPP position.
When you meet
I don't
me in
know, let's
पनवेल,
see.
आया
अभी
तो
तो
था मैं
9 year
पनवेल,
olds की
आप आए
बेस्ट
नहीं
पोज ही
पनवेल
लग
पे.
रही है मुझे. अच्छा, फॉरेस्ट खेल रहे हो क्या?
Maintaining
हाँ.
their position,
Yep.
they are not really willing to give up on their Dacia yet. Rotating it towards the end circles, and as we know, circle is going to shrink in within 5 seconds. 5 seconds now, and the circle is going to shrink in. We are already seeing Team Navi, who haven't quite looking, haven't quite looked that strong. 5-9-11 as well on the other hand are now inside the crosshairs of Team Enigma Gaming, but are we seeing Team Enigma Gaming at a big advantage? Because till now, although we saw them consistently performing with getting 6 number of kills, but getting eliminated at the 8 to 12th position at the same time. But this time they have a
Oh,
good zone.
yeah, 5-9-1 have a good position, but still, they have lost to Presh, and only 3 players alive for them. Enigma Gaming, these guys have a lot of potential. We have seen Salman, we have seen those individual performances, but look at Pain Kill. He is again. This is the trigger discipline these players have. I don't know how these players. Wait, now this is the point where you fire, where you get the knock, and this is where you secure the player as well. Enigma's players getting punished again. They need to be well prepared. They need to know the situation. They cannot afford these kind of mistakes. And I think 9-year-old players, Painkill especially, look at them now. They know this place is up for grabs. Numbers is
अरे
advantage,
कौशिक
and
भैया,
Enigma's
क्या
players
हालचाल?
are getting
सत श्री
pushed
अकाल.
right now. They need to
आई दरवाजा बंद
clear
करो ना.
this place out. Otherwise,
कहाँ
they have
खायला क्या
to
था?
put a fight. They need to counter
आहे
attack.
का? अरे
Otherwise,
वाह,
I
द्या
think
की मग.
Enigma's players are in
क्या
big,
बात.
big danger.
चलो गाइस, पबजी पॉपकॉर्न और कॉफी गर्मा गर्म.
Team Enigma,
बस.
still they have the circle, might not have
और
any
कौशिक
more
भैया
than
की
one
हालचाल?
enemy
सत श्री अकाल.
alive.
क्या आप ही
Quite
नियॉन मैन हो
close by
कौशिक
the
भैया?
window. Pankill came up with that kill. Just a trigger patient being rewarded to you, but that was indeed punishable. Mr. Hardwell, he hasn't looked that strong, hasn't looked that powerful. This time in his loadout, it's a 7.62 weapons. 120 bullets alongside 2 weapons, but a nade is
Oh
gonna
my
do
God!
it.
यूके वाले
Yes, it
कमबैक
does.
कर रहे हैं. हाँ,
That's gonna be a team elimination for the start of Death Parade, but what a beauty nade coming in from the start of Beast of
Yep.
Full
आपका थोड़ा आगे
Death
चल रहा है
Parade.
स्ट्रीम मेरे से.
हाँ तो आप रिफ्रेश करो ना.
Something which really takes a lot of guts to do in that 1v2 situation.
Yeah, Afghan, I think those shots, those few shots, which was of course, standing in open when the player, two of your opponents is standing right in front of you, and you're cooking a grenade. If you miss the timing, you are dead, my friend. But he managed to pull it off, and which was great. If he wouldn't have pulled it out, Afghan, it would have turned out to be ugly. But at this moment, Huck filter.
काफी पीछे थे अब.
हाँ, घसा भरा था.
I think filtering out. Bahar
घसा भरा
Enigma
था.
has a very good chance of going to Japan.
हिंदी भी से ना कि बाहर ही सही है, आप अंदर मत रहिए. ये I think that kind of a
Japan?
situation.
Can you elaborate?
They're justifying their name. They have 2 kills at this moment, but 5-9-1-1. Rupesh got eliminated.
क्या बैंगलोर के बाद winners going to Japan ऐसा भी कुछ है क्या?
What it is. Welcome to Minas.
Dude, we were so behind. अब जाके हुई है speed सही.
himself. He has 4 smokes. He needs to smoke up. Otherwise, I think his position is compromised, Afcon. And now his vehicle is going to be the place. Friends, this is what I was talking about in the first map only, Afcon, right? The vehicle tires need to work out.
हम अब
Otherwise,
शायद
you
ज्यादा ही
are
आगे
going
चले गए
to
थे.
be
The
hit
winner of the
on those
event
ganks,
qualifies
and these players
to the
will
Japan
always
event, I
use
think.
to their advantage.
Okay, I'll have to
Last
check
map
this in
where
the
team had the
बट
rule
देन
book.
एनिमा क्यों?
select
एनिमा तो
this
टॉप पे
time,
नहीं है.
then again choosing the correct time. You
अभी
got
तक तो नहीं है
beautified,
सर.
almost pulled
हाँ.
off. I think almost created a problem for the players of team bottom.
सलमान पेल रहा है ब्रो.
Team Enigma Gaming player Salman has
ए वुल्फी गाय को भी जानता हूँ मैं.
firing all cylinders.
Yep.
Man,
ये सब अपने
this
टाइम
is
के ही
our
players हैं.
circle it's gonna be. Just imagine Oro you being in the 4th phase.
इसके साथ भारी है.
40 players totally alive, each and everyone fighting for one title.
बाबो,
which
ये
is gonna
देखो.
be the winner chicken dinner. And this is how the shelter map currently looks like, where team NM is just going to come up.
बट आपको मानना पड़ेगा ना, विनर विनर चिकन डिनर वाज द मोस्ट क्रिंजी थिंग व्हिच गॉट हिट लाइक एनीथिंग. मतलब यू नो कितनी फेमस हो गई वो.
Yep.
कोई लॉजिक ही नहीं था, कोई सेंस है इस बात का. विनर विनर चिकन डिनर में, बट नहीं.
Is Team NM for having a good read towards the kill feed, because this was a golden opportunity for them to come up with the third party. On the other hand, we are looking after the start of team. Subachub Suwa just holding, releasing like a sniper tower region, but there we go. Fear, comes up, getting a good thumbs up. Just was good enough for another.
वाओ, ले लिया.
Essential, and somehow Team Welcome to Blast comes up on top, and they eliminate the entire line of fighters. That's gonna be unfortunate. Team Navi for another team who is gonna be
Team wipe हुआ क्या Enigma का?
छुपा छुप्स गए. एनिमा है ना अभी भी.
So Lezen needs to make his inside. Cypher is gonna be the one who is totally away from the teammate. But whoa! Somehow Sanjay Singh's goes inside the zone with his Darcy, and this time vehicles are gonna be a biggest advantage to each.
Okay,
and every
eliminate
now
हो
and then
गया.
to make sure that they give a clockwise rotation also towards another side. We did talk about teams not favoring the side of prison, but that's what
Lol.
That was the end. I think Team Enigma Gaming also got eliminated. Outside the circle, see, look at Hui House. He also is struggling, and Team Enigma's players. This is what happens. In life, you need to give something priority, right? If you
एक
not
बंदा था,
prioritize-
उसका आईजे ने तेरी मम्मी.
Circle won't prioritize you, and end of it, you'll get eliminated. You'll end up getting messed up, and that is what happening. That is what is happening with Team Enigma Gaming of lately. They are starting very good. They are always that team who is, that flashy kind of guy, who's flashy kind of player who always, when he comes into bat, he always is ready to hit those sixes, hit those fours. But still, if you are not ending up on a winning note, your team will always end up in a big problematic situation. Okay, if you hit 6 sixes and 6 balls, but if your team is not winning, that is those shots go in vain, right? And always look at the bigger picture. Uncrowned Kings once again. These guys don't stop Upcon. Once again, top 8 looks good. They have entered top 8 positions. They have been consistent, which I was talking about. Welcome to Minas. Their position is spotted. Look at Bahar se Ace Flip J. They're marking those windows. Once again is looking good, but finally found.
हाँ, यूके का एक गया.
This is what they do, and this is why these guys are so good. While
अकेला चल रहा है उन पे, अकेला चल रहा है वो.
kind of they will always punish you.
Hello Nature Ride, what's up?
The trade finally came up, and finally and Flip J. Oh, the damage is massive to Welcome to Mars, but is he having much time? The nade might do the job, but before that, Blazy Wow comes in and takes down AD. Now we are down to only 2 players for the Sara team. Welcome to Minas. So welcome to Minas. 2 players really need to make sure that they at least come up at the top 5 position. Eliminating at this point won't really give you up much of the placement point, but still, with 3 players advantage, Team TDS, which is going to be, Barsaye, is looking very strong here. War Kill God comes up with
God, रात को EFT थोड़ा सा.
Sir, नहीं.
Vedu gets instantly
कल ही
बोलेंगे?
करता है.
the mini from the start of Humble Dog, 9 years old.
सर बोलेंगे
9 years old.
भैया.
Coming up once again when the team needs him to.
क्या knock निकाला है? किसी और ने निकाल दिया knock.
Delivering it, but at the same time, the biggest problem and the biggest barrier for the start of team 9 years old is definitely going to be the side of team.
Hey, why not play? मुझे Instagram पे
बहुत
मैसेज
knocks
करना.
निकाल रही है.
Yeah.
इनका push देख रहे हो? बिल्कुल open है, no smokes.
Coming in from the mouth.
इनका पुश में डायरेक्ट जो बोले सोनिया सत श्री
हाँ,
अकाल
full
बोल के जा
open
रहे हैं।
देता
हाँ।
हूँ।
Jay gets the kill.
ये तो लकी रहे कि निकाल
इनका
लिया
पुश
गया।
मुझे वो बॉर्डर का सुनील शेट्टी का पुश याद आ रहा है।
But team welcome him as it all comes down to the single player. He needs to come up with a defense. He's just spotted down and he gets eliminated. The nade gave a huge chunk of damage, but team Bar Sahiye, they came up on top with 5 total kills, and now only 5 teams are remaining with 12 players alive.
Yeah, at this moment, Uncrowned King once again they again managed to creep on to top 5. Look at these guys, you know they
इसका
don't
टाइम
need
क्यों
to win
स्पेंड किया,
now. They
वेस्ट किया
just
इतना
need to be
हिट करने में?
positioning in this spot.
They're
And
still
Project,
alive.
he has
सलमान
spotted
अकेला
the
जिंदा
player,
है।
but now his position is compromised. This is what happens. Too much overcommitment is not at all good.
हेलो
It's
जैनम
never
साठ, कैसे हो गाइस? 100 लाइक्स हो गए क्या हमारे?
1 SP. He has
एक बार
gone
बताना
out
मुझे।
there and hiding himself.
ए वाई नॉट प्ले आपका मुझे ये आ चुका है, पिंग आ चुका है। मैं आपको फ्री होने के बाद, चलो अभी दे देता हूँ लिंक यार। यार वेरी लकी जिसको सबसे पहले इतने जल्दी लिंक मिल रही है। ये तो मैं 1-2 दिन के बाद जो है वो मैं रिप्लाई करता हूँ। ये लो भाई।
Watching that side maybe because if he starts running in the open or maybe uses his vehicle, of course he will end up getting spotted and might get eliminated. And the circle will start closing out in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Players need to be very careful. Look at Legend. He's slowly crouching. Those players are running away. Yes, they take him down. He takes one player down. He takes two. Now we have 4 eliminates.
होली शिट, ये देख रहे हो क्या?
My goodness.
क्या हुआ?
That was something.
उसने 3 या 4 बंदों को मारा, 3 बंदों को मारा उसने।
हाँ, 3 को मारा, 2 लोगों ने मारा।
नहीं, एक नहीं मारा ना यार।
नहीं नहीं
नहीं क्या?
If you are caught off guard, you are off guard, my friend. And you have to face the consequences at this moment on Crown King. Look at CX King has spotted Salman SP. He misses his shot. Once again, Proji and King.
गया सलमान गया।
These guys are taking a lot of risk, but NM4, Navi M4, these guys are hitting their shots. This is what they needed. 9 kills and a winner.
भाई इक्वली ये प्लेस्ड है अभी, देखना 2-2-3।
That's a big question. As I told that the biggest barrier for them is indeed going to be the side of Team TBS, which is
ये देखो यार, DMR से यूके वाले क्या पेलते हैं।
to see, you know, Team Uncrowned King still being consistent enough to get at the top 10 position. But how many kills are we talking? We're talking about 5 kills. Meanwhile, Navi M4, man, they are not ready to stop. This is the time where it's going to be a big breakthrough for them as Team Uncrowned Kings. They come up, they eliminate one of the players, just one more player survives.
NM4 का एक डाउन है,
This is not the way they would just want to fall.
हील कर रहा है उसको।
With these many dominations, finally Team Navi M4 gets eliminated at the third position, leaving
UK
us
versus
down to a
TBS.
2-2 situation between Team
UK
Barcelona
has
versus Team
better-
Uncrowned King. Let me remind you folks that Team Uncrowned Kings are the one who came up at the
भाई बहुत गंदा
उनका
play।
प्ले स्टाइल जस्ट बेटर है।
some
Yeah,
more
actually.
verticality to that shot so that you could have at least got a body. Another body shot being landed.
Movement
That
से
should have
पता
been
चल
enough.
जाता है प्लेयर
Oh
कितना
no, he said
experienced
that
है।
there's a chance, there's a leg visible, there's a
And
big
UK
one
वालों
leg
पे दिख
visible.
रहा है।
The one kill that is gonna just give up on his
Oh
chance.
my
ओ
God.
भाई साहब,
You know, Kings, they get one chance.
यूके
They end
का
this
एडवांटेज आ गया, एक डाउन है उनका 1v2।
Yep,
My goodness, mean.
could be
You
2
cannot
chicken
miss
dinners.
first shot
Yeah.
at this level, at least. Flipche is
गया
eliminated. It's up to
2v1
relax now. 1 versus 2 situation. It's King.
और दोनों ने इनको बीच में रखा हुआ है।
J for Uncrowned Kings. One more match, and they will convert another chicken dinner for Uncrowned Kings. But they know how to cross this, how to beat this. They are, pushing, and I think Proj is waiting, and one guy is trying to,
Hello,
bait
Holly
him
Rami
out
winning.
right
They,
now.
कैसे हो
oh
मेरे
my
भाई?
god dude, एक सेकंड में गायब।
क्या क्या क्या?
Still not connecting those important shots. And if he keeps
बहुत
this
फटाक से
up,
निकाला
he
उसे।
finally connects a shot to Proj. He gives 45
Oh,
seconds.
let's go।
गया।
And yes, this is what
देखो
was
उनकी
it.
स्ट्रेटजी
अच्छा
देखी
मैं आ
आपने?
गया गया।
Get taken
उसकी
down.
स्ट्रेटजी देखी
Uncrowned.
उन्होंने? एक ने उसको ये किया, बेट किया काइंड ऑफ।
अरे
he forced him to
he shouldn't have left the rock।
exactly,
rock खेलना
so
था।
वही तो
उसका
बेट
देखो
किया।
कार 98 है, उसको कुछ नहीं करना है, एक को हेडशॉट मार के निकालना है।
उसको टेम्ड कराया उसने और
But
दूसरे ने
problem
बस वो
पता है
एम लेके
क्या है?
बैठा था।
He
हाँ
doesn't know कि वो 2 लोग ही है।
हाँ रे,
उसके मन में ये
हाँ
भी हो
करेक्ट
सकता है
है,
कि
करेक्ट है,
तीसरा भी है, चौथा भी है।
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट, ट्रू
मोस्ट
ट्रू
प्रोबब्ली
ट्रू
उसको नहीं पता है कि कितने लोग टीम है।
ट्रू, उनको नहीं पता होता ना। यस
हम्म।
यार, बट इसमें तो दिखता है ना कितने अलाइव है पबजी में तो। गॉड, हेलो अक्षय।
Kings.
Not just double digits
दिखता
in
है सर, you're right.
placement
हाँ वही
point, but
तो उसको
also
पता था कि
double
2
digits
टू
in
वी
the
1
kill
है।
point. So indeed,
Yeah.
what a
फिर
brilliant
तो
departure this
डेफिनेटली
was.
भागना नहीं चाहिए
Really
था उसे।
enjoying the
हम्म
entire
देखो कार
gameplay,
98 है,
starting things off from the
तुम
opening
भागोगे तो
map. There was
तुम्हें
some
डीएमआर
shooting
वाले
war
मारेंगे
happening
ही।
towards the shelter
You
region.
stay
करेक्ट।
there,
Yes,
you
it was
wait
for
for
a
that
heartbreaking
peak
team
जिसमें आप
9 get
हेडशॉट
eliminated, but it
मतलब मार
was
के
indeed a very
एडवांटेज ले
entertaining
लो।
map. As Navi M4, their performance really deserves a big, like appreciation and also some love and support as well from you guys. The
काफी
great talk about
कंसिस्टेंसी
it
दिखा
was
रहे
that
हैं
you
यार
guys just stay
बहुत
on
टीम
top
बहुत
of the
यूके।
बहुत।
game, taking a quick
एंड
short break, seeing you
मैं
guys
इनको
out
जानता
there.
भी नहीं यार, कौन कौन सी टीम है, मोस्टली सारे नए लोग दिख रहे हैं।
करेक्ट।
दिस वाज पेनफुल टू वॉच।
बट मुझे लगता है ना गॉड जनरली मतलब अपार्ट फ्रॉम वैलोरेंट बिकॉज काइंड ऑफ इट वाज ऑन सीएस गो फुटप्रिंट्स, लोग जो है ना साईफाई गेम्स से ना ज़्यादा रिलेट नहीं कर पाते मतलब।
इंडिया में नहीं रिलेट करते
हाँ
साइफाई
इंडिया
से।
में नहीं करते क्योंकि अगर एपेक्स में देखो ना यार मतलब इतना मतलब बहुत परफेक्ट बैटल
अभी
रॉयल गेम है
आप
वो।
देखो बैटल रॉयल गेम्स में सबसे ज्यादा एपेक्स चल रहा है।
ये
लाइक
एग्जैक्टली।
फोर्टनाइट भी पीछे हो गया है, पबजी भी पीछे हो गया है, वॉरजोन
करेक्ट।
सारे पीछे हो गए। एपेक्स इज ऑन द टॉप एंड इट इज एक्चुअली द बेस्ट। उसमें सबसे ज्यादा कंटेंट है
और फास्ट पेस कितना मज़ा आता है कितना मतलब।
भाई।
ये पबजी तो बहुत स्लो है कंपेयर टू एपेक्स, बट एपेक्स में हमको कंटिन्यू मूवमेंट्स मिलते रहते हैं कंटिन्यू वो।
बट इंडिया में वो आप जो कह रहे हो ना सही है, मॉडर्न गेम्स एक्सेप्ट नहीं होते इतने।
आज देखो आज मैं मेरी कितनी वॉचिंग थी आज 15 20 22, क्योंकि आज मैं अलग कुछ कर रहे थे हम लोग। आज हम लोग फिशिंग सिमुलेटर कर रहे थे। मैं पानी में वो डाल के
ये
हुक
नया
डाल के,
गेम जो आप बता रहे
हाँ हुक डाल के मैं बस
थे।
बैठा हुआ हूँ। जब फिश
ओके,
आएगी तो 1 1 घंटा 40 मिनट्स बैठे रहो, तो ऑब्वियसली हर कोई इसको उसका रिलेट नहीं करता है।
रिलेट
बट
नहीं
जो
करता।
हार्डकोर सिमुलेशन उनको पता है कि यार हाँ इसका अपना अलग मजा है, वो लोग बैठे बैठे थे देख रहे
हम्म।
थे। ठीक है भाई, सुपर रिपल खेला था सुपर रिपल हमने। सुपर रिपल एक बढ़िया गेम है पता है, बट बहुत खेला था सुपर रिपल भी मैंने बीएडेड। अभी आई थिंक उसका वो आई थिंक रिलीज हो रहा है ना वो, मतलब पहले वो अर्ली एक्सेस में था, बीटा में था। अभी आई थिंक उसका फुल वर्जन काइंड ऑफ एक ऑफिशियल लॉन्च हो रहा है। मैंने कहीं तो पढ़ा या फिर कहीं तो देखा मैंने बीएडेड। रियलिस्टिक नहीं है बस इतनी कहानी है। किसकी संजय समझा नहीं मैं। ही वॉज जिगलिंग एंड ही न्यू रश किया तो दूसरा मारेगा बट लालच बुरी बाला है। ये भी है यार भाई। ये यूट्यूब के क्या नशे, 7 अकाउंट बैन हो गए। क्यों आपके अकाउंट बैन हो रहे हैं मेरे भाई? कृष्णा का आईडी है ना ये? हाँ हाँ फन है, पबजी का ही फुटप्रिंट लगता है वो थोड़ा सा। पबजी डीएनए पे बेस्ड है और थोड़ा सा उसमें उन्होंने वेलोरेंट का एबिलिटी का चस्का डाल दिया है। पर मुझे लगता है ना अभी बियर्डेड कि ज़रूरी है अभी कि एक पूरा फ्रेश गेम बने जिसमें कोई पबजी का एस्पेक्ट ना हो, या फिर देखो गन गन है, एमओ एमओ है, रिकॉयल रिकॉयल है, ठीक है अब नई चीज़ कुछ ला नहीं पाएंगे। बट जो वो कम्प्लीटली नया होना चाहिए, रिवैम्प होना चाहिए। इवन दो इट्स अ फाइटिंग गेम ना, शूटिंग गेम ना, फील नहीं होना चाहिए पबजी में सेम ऐसा ही है सेम, मतलब वो फील आ रहा है या फिर साउंड इंजीनियरिंग हो वो वैसी नहीं होनी चाहिए। मुझे लगता है एक कंप्लीट नया गेम बनना चाहिए यार शूटिंग को लेके। आई फील कि एस्केप फ्रॉम तारकाव जैसे गेम को ना काइंड ऑफ थोड़ा सा बैटल रॉयल या फिर एक लार्जर ऑडियंस के अंदर एक अच्छे मॉड में डालना चाहिए, क्योंकि अभी ज़रूरत है। लोग बैटल रॉयल से भी पक चुके हैं। दे वांट टू सी समथिंग डिफरेंट, समथिंग यूनिक, जो क्रेजी बढ़िया बढ़िया सा न्यू। हाँ यार मैंने देखा है मैकल को, तुम लोगों को खेलते हुए मैं देखता हूँ। वैम्पर वाला ना वो, ब्लड हंट, वो भी देखा है मैंने। बट यार इंडिया है ना यार, वो लोग ऐसे फास्ट पेस। और अब मुझे ओवरवॉच कितना पसंद है, कितना बढ़िया गेम है ओवरवॉच, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली इंडियन लोग ट्राई नहीं करते ओवरवॉच को, देखना ही नहीं है उन लोगों को। आने वाला ईएफटी का नया गेम, क्या बात करो संजय भाई, इज इट? आना चाहिए यार, आना चाहिए। क्योंकि ईएफटी का जो मैकेनिक्स है ना यार, वो इतना सेटिस्फाइंग और इतना अल्टीमेट है ना, बहुत अल्टीमेट है यार। दुरंतो एक्सप्रेस का सिनेरियो नहीं बनाया हुआ है नीति भाई, मेरे पास नहीं है कोई दुरंतो का सिनेरियो, कोई बना के देगा तो। न्यू गेम ठीक आहे बट तशी थिंकिंग तशी पाहिजे डेव्हलपरची. यार अभी ना मुझे लग रहा है कि ज़्यादा लोगों का लाइकिंग जो है ना सर्वाइवल गेम्स पे ज़्यादा जा रहा है. एक बढ़िया सा सर्वाइवल गेम होना चाहिए. CFT अरीना मोड, हाँ ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए एफ में. TMRW MSTS, टुमारो MSTS खेलो. कल शायद हम लोग ट्रक चलाएंगे. कल शायद हम लोग ट्रक चलाएंगे गाइस. अरे नीतू गेमिंग कैसे हो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. और 2 मैच होने वाले, एक मिरामार और एक एरेंगल. और 2 मैच होंगे. मैं आया गाइस, 1 मिनट में आया. हाँ कल वो आर्मी बस ही करते. अरे मतलब EFT ये करने वाला, आज रात को सेटअप करते उसका आर्मी बस का. ठीक है ना, आर्मी बस का सेटअप करते कल हम लोग. हेलो SKOP कैसे हो. हाँ 10 मिनट में सेटअप हो जाएगा ना, चलो करेंगे हम लोग. हेलो साइंस सरकार, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. हाय ब्रो कैसे हो. ये क्या भैया, रंबल वर्स क्या है. ये गेम है क्या बट देखना आराम से क्या है, चलो देखेंगे देखेंगे। मैप वाइज स्कोर कार्ड।
I think the next map is going to be, I think, the last Miramar for today. And the second
Yeah.
Miramar
Hey
technically speaking,
Ankan,
but
thank you for the
overall
40।
scoreboard, what it is saying
हैशटैग
very
अंकन इन द
amazing
चैट।
gaming is
ये अकेला
saying
बंदा है जो मेरे
Ankan,
वॉच पार्टी में भी
welcome
डोनेट
to
करता है।
Minas,
थैंक यू
can
मेरे जान मेरा भाई।
put them into danger at any moment. But 9 years old, look at the difference Upcon, you know, from starting from Navi till
ये ओवरऑल स्कोर बोर्ड है ना?
Minas, anything can happen. But I don't know what is wrong with Team 5911. Finally found Gentle
Yes,
Pandas.
sir.
See, Upcon, you know, these guys can still do it. These guys have got it in themselves. I saw what Finally Found did in the last map, right? They were looking confident. They were getting those kills, and I think that was a good push from Final Found side
गाइस
at
हैशटैग
this
अंकन इन द
map.
चैट फॉर द 40 रुपीस सुपर
And
चैट।
the 3 points which they have secured,
थैंक यू अंकन मेरे
those
भाई, थैंक यू सो
3
मच यार।
points they secured in the last map only, Upcon.
थैंक यू
Ankan
थैंक यू
I
Das
थैंक
think here's
donated
where
40
I would like
rupees
to
through
say, the
Super Chat.
benchmark which is
Hi,
currently being
sir.
said, looking after the numbers, is that if you have 35 point or above, you are qualified. Now, the team which is going to be the God Squad Arm Team Uncrowned Kings, they have 35 points and above. It's just a matter of time that they really need to make sure that they are able to, just get the placement point. They're just
गाइस
able to
क्लोज टू
maintain it, because
150
now
लाइक्स
it's
गाइस,
not just
वेरी
about
क्लोज टू 150
qualification,
लाइक्स।
but it's like a trial run for you, that you have
भाई
qualified, and
मैसेज
you
के लिए
have to
i5 10
prepare
जनरेशन
yourself for
लैपटॉप
the big
चलेगा
stage.
चलेगा,
And when you're getting an opportunity to
दौड़ेगा।
compete with such top teams in a region, you definitely need to make sure that what it takes to be at top, and you definitely have to showcase it in the rest of the two maps. Moving on to the next map, yes, it is going to be the amazing map of Miramar. For one last time, we'll be seeing the map, but let's hope the team welcome to Minas, who are just 1 point down,
पिछले एंडिंग में
have
मेरा ऑटो
just
पायलट
taken
एंगेज नहीं हो
away
रहा
with
था,
some amazing
कुछ
amazing
तो आपने
gameplay
गलत किया
here,
होगा।
because we have seen them perform quite well when it comes towards the map of Miramar. But at the same time, Erangel have not been there. Quite, amazing map. And out of the entire 5 map pool, 3
Mhm.
been dedicated towards entirely Erangel, and only 2 for
Wrangle.
Miramar. When your first Miramar has been so, valuable, you definitely need to make sure that another Miramar should also be
Mhm.
something which really goes well, so that, you have enough
Yeah.
number of points. And as I mentioned, with 35 points, in this map itself, if 16 points has been gathered, which is not that doable, we know the placement point. Even after winning, you get 10, and then after you come at the second position, you get maybe what, 8 or 6. So that's what, pushes teams to go more lean towards the sort of kill point rather than just surviving it.
Yeah, Upcon, you know, you
हाँ
covered
चलेगा ना
all
मेरे
the
भाई,
points, but
नोकिया
that
3310
being
में
said,
चलेगा।
still there's a lot to be done from these teams. There's, 2 maps to be played. You have one Miramar, one Erangel.
मेरे
Now
वीडियोस
they
मत
have
देखो,
to
मैं खुद
get
स्ट्रगल करता हूँ।
a
आप
certain
किसी और के
amount of
वीडियोस देखो
points
वैक्सीम कॉल के लिए।
for team Welcome to Minas. They know there's a 1 point difference between them and the team above them. And maybe the team above them also, because 2 teams are sitting at 20 points at the time being. But let's see what happens in Miramar. Again, once again, we'll see those long range actions, those bolt actions coming in, those Mini 14 being used to the advantage. And Mini 14 has been the go-to weapon in this lobby. All of the teams, and that is the case for PUBG PC, maybe because mini DMRs are always advantageous for you, because one headshot can be damaging. You saw what Painkill did there, right? He was patient, but
Yeah.
let's see. Let's go towards the
लेट्स गो
match.
बॉयज।
Number 4, plane path coming your way.
क्या खा रहे हो? मैं
Let's
गुआवा
see
खा
where
रहा
is
हूँ।
it starting from and where is it ending towards, because these teams have
हाँ
a
सतीश पंडित खेलेंगे,
proper
ट्रक
drop
सिमुलेटर भी
spot,
खेलेंगे।
and of course they would like to capitalize that, especially to the teams who are still hanging in there.
True man, and well, let's see. Well, where is Team WTM, which is going to be welcome to Minas, going? Is it going to go all the way towards Minas del Well, it seems to be quite a contended, place. To be honest, looking after the playing part, none of the teams have made their mind to go towards the western hand side. Only one team who is going all the way towards the side of La Cabria. Hacienda is one of indeed, the favorite places. But in case you get any kind of drop clash, it's going to be kind of punishable. And what am I seeing? Chopa Chops, they are being contested with not just one, not just two, but three teams. Why is all the four
Oh
teams
my
heading all the
god.
way towards the side of Picado? Picado, are you going to be a bloodbath or no? Cause three teams, minimum of three teams are contending directly inside Picado, while two are going to be waiting for them to just get a third party after they get them loot in the outskirts.
Capcom, this is what I didn't at all expect, but it is happening. And this is happening where it is happening in Acer Predator League 2022. These people needs to be very, very careful. For the time being, I think
चलो बाय, मैं चला, बाय बाय।
vehicle
फ्री फायर नहीं करता यार मैं।
go towards a proper position. But
फ्री
look
एक्सप्लेन 11 में
at
वैट से मॉडल मैचिंग कैसे इंस्टॉल करूँ? यूट्यूब पे सर्च करो, सब मिल जाएगा।
put you
मुझे भी याद नहीं ब्रो, मैंने भी
pressure,
3
and
साल
this
पहले
is
2 साल
what
पहले
the
किया था।
circle is saying, at this
यूट्यूब
moment.
देख के ही किया था।
Picado, let's see what Picado has to offer for us, because death parades, they want to parade, they want to march, but will they be allowed? That is going to be a questionable point. Afcon, Death Parade Beast official has got a car 98, but would like to convert it and because Death official still has it in them, and they have been doing it in the uh, 3 matches Afcon, so they need to secure some kind of points so that they can qualify and qualify with flying colors.
True. Yeah, man, and I think still 2 maps remaining. There's a lot of chance if we come on consistent. But as I mentioned, the benchmark is going to be nearly, towards the 35 points. So gathering 35 points, that you're talking about having a good map, not just once, but twice in 2 different map with this lobby given with most of the.
मेरा
100
एयरटेल का
players. We
इंटरनेट है।
haven't yet got the first winner chicken dinner. I'm very sure.
इंटरेस्ट नाही या सिम्युलेशन मध्ये आहे सुबह पे। माझ्यामध्ये तर इंटरेस्ट आहे, मॅच मध्ये थांब।
Get that one,
हाँ?
like piece that what
चिकी
does
साड़ी
that
तरह
go
थंबा
on,
रही है।
feels like, especially when you are in the semifinals. You
Streamers से प्यार करो यार।
And this is where it
Games तो आते
matters
जाते
the most,
रहेंगे।
as we told in the start of the day. It's the D-Day towards casino. You are going to see Beast officials lined up with 2 players. Will he be able to find one is a big question. But down the line, there's also 3 players there towards the app side. No one inside the arena. It's a 1v3 for Beast official. Meanwhile, it's another 1v3 for the solo player of team M911, which is going to be the side of Dante Man. Yeah, it's going to be Dante Man. Sorry, folks, if I just pronounce him wrong, but 47, it could be a big breakthrough for him. The shotgun is going to come to rescue, and man, the shotgun, what a way to use the S1887 at the very needed time. Unfortunate for team that Parade, that they get a casualty, but now still we have some players surviving. But 5-9-11.
ट्रेडर सिम्युलेटर खेलोगे क्या? बोलो, देखेंगे यार, खेलेंगे वो भी। पबजी कब करोगे वे आतंकवादी?
You blew up your opponent's face, and that is what he did. Though it was not a headshot, it was a body shot, but shotguns always works in close range action. And again, I think it was. I can still hear the shotguns being fired, but look at Janglu. He's taking some shots, but Janglu gets taken out. It is only Nati who is surviving for 5-9-1-1. It's like 5-9-1-1. Hopes are still alive.
Oh,
Cleared out, and they are being eliminated. Upcon 15th position. 0 for them. 0 for their fans, because hard Upcon. It's hard out there. Need to.
सर आज तो मेरी पूरी ले ली आपने पहले स्ट्रीम पे। अरे ऐसी हरकतें करोगे तो आपकी क्या, मैं कोई भी मेरे बंदे की ले लेता।
But it happened.
अगर नया बंदा होता आपकी जगह पे तो मैं कुछ नहीं बोलता।
Chupa chups.
पुराने बंदे अगर गेम को घटिया बोलेंगे, मेरे खेलने वाले गेम को, तो इट्स इनडायरेक्टली आप मुझे घटिया बोल रहे हो। उसका मतलब सिंपल है मेरे भाई, इसे सब नहीं करते चैट में।
Off-road driving.
नहीं पसंद तो बोलो कि चिके भाई ये गेम में ज़्यादा मज़ा नहीं आता है।
mean, yeah, man.
Language, words क्या use कर रहे हो वो matter करते हैं, bro.
Which is kind of so difficult. And also to top things off, if you didn't have the vehicle, it was more difficult for you to just walk around and seeing. Now imagine, General Panda is not just expecting his opponent to go on from these vehicles. Rather, if you would have won on foot, things would have been more
Guys,
difficult.
मैं 1 मिनट में
And the
आया,
biggest,
2 मिनट में
drawback
आया
would
मैं.
have definitely been the consumption of your time. But team finally found, oh, this could be a big
Oh.
mistake. The player is looking quite, observing outside the vehicle at this point.
Oh!
The spray was massive, man. The spray was massive with the level 2 armor coming to rescue. Looks for more who is going to be Sanjay Singh. Previous map, he is the guy who came all the way at the top 6 position. Was a solo player surviving, but his solo stealth gameplay is really quite kind of impressive. We have seen it in the earlier times as well. But team finally found they are still willing to come up with this fight. And this is what I love about the teams. Like your previous three maps, it's not going towards the team. Definitely be the one who have to realize that how much kill point importance is it gonna be. GG still kind of struggling a bit, but finally got that first knock. We want to confirm it. Maybe not want to give a long time, because the knock play also gives a lot of intel to the opponent players in terms of them being positioning, or if there is a reinforcement. But there we go. In start itself we see one team getting eliminated and some of the players as well coming down to attack from out of Team GP.
Yeah, I think that's not a good. Oh, Apratim P, he was watching that player. Sanjay Singh got eliminated. This time the intel didn't work out with advantage, but Hawk and Team KF are passing by. They are like playing GTA on this map. Maybe Hopcon, but it's not a game of GTA. It's PUBG PC, guys. You have to fight it out. If you have to win, if you want to qualify, you have to take down your opponents. Apratim B, that shot, that SLR shot was crisp, and I think I said Upcon finally found guys looked good in the map of Erangel, the second Erangel for today, and it was satisfying because as a sniper or as a player, what you want a headshot being connected and player getting knocked instantly, and you going and securing the finish and getting 1 point and adding value to your scoreboard. But at this moment, the squad players last match got eliminated very early. 5911 players are not giving any kind of safety. It's not good. It's not good. You cannot turn your vehicle like this, my friend. Kharku punished Yonk Mylord, and he was to be punished. If he couldn't have taken that player down, I would have left my seat and gone anywhere else. Popcorn.
I mean, so would have his teammate as well. But on the other hand,
Yeah,
5, 9,
exactly.
11, 3 players, and you see, those 3 players are the one who are bringing up so much value. One of the player was taken down when they had a drop clash. That was just the price which you got to pay. But 5 kills for these 3 players, they indeed are looking strong. The God Squad in first 2 matches, they were incredible. That one map with the God Squad, they came up to win the winner chicken dinner, and they had 4 players alive. But in the start of the lobby itself, they lose out some of the players. If you talk about the side of the squad, they are surviving with 3 players only, using the vehicle to the advantage. Oh, we see a golden Mirado. Wait, that's not the golden Mirado which I know, because golden Mirado you only get in Haciendas, not Picado. On the other hand, we are talking about the side of Gentle Pandas, only 2 player for them. Indeed, it's going to be kind of difficult. Buggy, the bullet damage does not really penetrate towards the driver, but yeah, the one sitting behind the driver really gets a lot of chunk of the damage. General Panda still not much with numbers advantage, but Team Enigma seems to be a bit lost today. Mr. Hardwell, who we really know him for his domination, for his consistency, and bringing out his team out of each and every impossible way. It really, it seems as if Team Enigma are kind of struggling in this lobby. They have not yet found themselves, but once they will do, they are someone who are just unstoppable. And in 2 maps remaining, they are definitely at the edges of the knife, and they want to come inside the boundary, because just behind them with 1 point, there's another team. But wait, that should be an headshot. That should be an headshot. Oh, that's a body shot indeed. But yeah, that's the story of SLR.
Yeah, I think bullet drops are always very difficult to handle and understand as well. These players who are grinding day and night, if they can't do it like this, I think if they can't connect these kind of shots, then we are far more I think away from connecting a headshot like that, because in that kind of a range, which was almost around 350
अरे
meters,
2 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ मैं, 2 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ गाइस.
you have to
ए अभिषेक,
position your shot
नूब.
so that you can connect a headshot. And of course, sometimes there are ridges which always gives you a render that the player is there, but still the shots don't connect because there might be a ridge glitch which happens, right? And shots doesn't go through that area, and that is what happened, and only a body shot was connected. So yeah, but still a damage is a damage. You obviously made your opponent use a painkiller. Okay, that was a good shot. That
Oh.
was cheeky. That was, I think, very fast as well. Good reflex from CypherX. Navi M4, this
Yeah.
team also did good in the last match, but Miramar always is is this slow, and I think players always in Miramar ma- checks your opponent's patience, and they try to get in their heads, and then you'll never see a team directly taking vehicles and pushing into someone's compound and taking that spot. That is that rarely happens in Miramar, and even in Angle as well. But still, somehow Angle gives you that 10% chance that people might come, but in Miramar, you as a team feel that okay, we are taking this mid-range fight, and mid-range fights are the way to move forward in Myanmar.
Yup, Team Killfeed, the team who is really kind of struggling at the 4th, 15th position, is for us surviving, positioning themselves near towards the church area. Team, welcome to Minas. You know how strong you are at this map, at this ground of Miramar. This is one last map of Miramar, and after this, no more Miramar. It's just going to be the last map of Erangel. And we were talking about is it a myth or is it not in the previous map, but it seems to be once again we have a lower shift where teams have to dealt with the rotation. And although the team who are near towards the start of Los Leones are yet again going to not face much of the issue because the zone is actually all the way towards down, and the western Los Leones position is at a very good hold. Team Navi M4, the previous game, which the performance which you got to see from them, it was at another level. They were playing unthinkably well, and only two players. You cannot expect just two players to deliver at the point where team needs is the most. While you're competing against the best teams of India. Team Enigma Gaming, on the other hand, have spotted down the side of Team Hawk. The Hawk, the player who is going to be the side of I believe it is going to be Hades, who came up hiding in those bushes and coming all the way at the hashtag 2 position. Yet the hashtag 2 position, this time is only going to offer you 6 points. So you would want to lean on towards the kill points, because imagine, although coming at the third position out of battling out and getting only 4 points, meanwhile getting eliminated early but by a squad elimination, like you have 4 kills and then you got eliminated, that's kind of equivalent to coming at the top 3 position. So this is why the point system is something which is going to be a very key element for teams to realize that the kill points definitely matters the most. But when it comes to such competitive lobby, it's not that easy as it sounds, like getting 4 kills out of nowhere.
Um, it is of course not, and the way sometimes these players makes it, look, it seems like it's very easy, like a piece of cake, but it's not actually.
Yeah.
Baba at this moment, tries to connect some shots, but it didn't. And a circle again moving towards the eastern southern side, and giving team. I feel it's the God Squad an advantage. It seems like they have the center, and last time they had the center of the circle, and that was Miramar only. They converted into a chicken dinner Afcon. You know the equation.
Oh.
What happens when the God Squad gets center positioning in the circle? They always convert it. Now Enigma Gaming comes into play, but Enigma Gaming, this team has some kind of love towards that number 7, but of course they cannot afford that number 7 at this moment. They want to win. They want to come first, so they need to get more than 7 points, and they can do it by securing some kills and getting position higher. But now I think Uncrowned Kings, Proji gets eliminated. Maybe his teammates cannot cover him, but I think Shad Bhai is trying, because Painkill, he is throwing grenades at them, and not a good spot at this moment. Guardian, 9-year-old guys are marking them. There is another team, but at this moment the team, I think this is God Squad, they have been pushed at. Okay, Upcon, I take my words back. You don't see players pushing. I see players pushing. I take my words back.
I mean, that's just gonna be one of the stuff right there for the start of team 9 years old. But indeed, two players down. Got to make sure that you get up with the numbers advantage because you are competing up against a team who has no fear. Like after getting to winner chicken dinner, how does the team eventually look like? Do they play this game like another day or another match at your casual or maybe your ranked games? Maybe the same for the side of team or uncrowned kings definitely who have really came up very strong, and that too at a map like Erangel. Now this is Miramar where they came at the fourth spot. Ban kill, that was a much needed knock. This knock is definitely going to give up so much room for them, so much space to make sure that they could really get aggressive, pressurize the start of team uncrowned kings, and uncrowned kings were already down to two players. This is now an equal ground. It's a 2v2 situation, but the players are not looking that healthy when it comes to their HPs. The HP is definitely looking kind of low. Really rotating off with a Mirado. He needs that for the cover. But that's what Team 9 years old are also going to choose to fall back and to make sure that they give themselves another chance to get towards an advantageous position, maybe to use their firepower to the best. 48 players are still surviving after 16 minutes, and only 10 minutes down the line, still the map is going to get over. So we are really in it for a big ride this time in the map of Miramar Oro.
Yeah, exactly. And at this moment, they will get eliminated. Actually, the play gets eliminated. Pro G, it's difficult. If you get knocked out in the middle of the road and you're surrounded by a lot of players, you cannot get revived. It's very hard. It's very hard for your teams and teammates as well. And I think sometimes you have to play a sacrificial role so that your teams rotate buys to a safer spot. But at this moment, I think Uncrowned Kings will have to move on and take this match forward with three players. But still, they are dangerous. Last time they got a chicken dinner upcon, it was only two players, and they delivered it. And these guys know how to, pull or convert those matches, and that is what is needed from these players at this moment. You need to convert your matches. If you have the circle, convert it into a big match. If you are not converting when you have the circle, the time when the circle will not be your friend, you will be in more danger, and that is when teams suddenly, from qualifying to the semi-finale phase, starts thinking, oh, we cannot qualify, and that is when pressure starts building on you, and you end up losing. This is not to be done. You need to think other way. You need to think of solution. Problems will always be there, but you need to be the smart guy in the room always. And I think Team Enigma players are trying to do that. They are fighting. They're trying to fight hard, and we know what these Enigma guys say. It is fear the Enigma at this moment. We need some fearful or some fiery action from Salman, from Hardwell, from these players. But at this moment, 5-9-1-1. 6 kills have gone, but still 14 teams are alive. If they get eliminated here, it will only be 6 points adding to their board, and which will not be enough. But Lazy Wow was peeking, but he didn't knew where the shots got connected from.
18 minutes done. 42 players alive. Lost Leonis is outside of the mark, but him 9 years old. They too get eliminated at the early position passes, but oh no, 5-9-11. This could have been a very disadvantageous position, but 4 Bondus. They too get taken down. It's a 13th position, a position where you get no more placement point, but Hawk is looking very strong. This is the map where Team Hawk really needs to make sure that they play a game of their life. They make a play to make all the way up towards the Bangalore, towards the land. Definitely, they have to come at the top 8 position, and at the 8th position, it's none other than Enigma. And as Oro, mentioned, like well said by him as well, you gotta fear the Enigma, but the way they have been performing, they seem to be someone who is kind of respecting the opponent player, kind of giving them respect, and not really overcommitting in much of the places. Killfeed had the golden opportunity, but lucky for Team Enigma that they did not got a casualty yet. Still they are surviving with 4 players, and I see what they are doing. All is just playing for the zone is something which is definitely going to be of a big advantage. I love to see how players are, just jiggling around to make sure that they avoid these one-tap shots from the start, the DMR. But finally found, oh no, the Molotov is gonna do so much damage, and is it gonna be any chance for Reaper to survive? The connection is still not yet there, to be honest, but B gets taken down, and that's unfortunate because Pandas are really looking quite powerful at this point. Finally, the players are going to eliminate them, but do they have enough point of revival? Because the revival is something which is kind of important. 3 kills for finally found. Smoke's going to be deployed, and Pandas are going to get eliminated as well at the same time.
No, upon I think at this level you cannot be stable in open areas. You need to keep pressing your keys on your keyboard so that you can at least keep moving when you are in open. Still, if you have a proper stone cover or a proper cover also, you still have to keep moving, because whenever you stop, you give your opponent a clear vision. He had Killua God had a small pixel, but this is the bullet drop you face in PUBG PC. This is very difficult, but still he connects a headshot maybe. Yeah, yeah, running headshot connected from Killua God. That was good. That was something else. This is what we were waiting for. Some bolt action, running headshot action, and Killua God provided us. And I think Arpan will now take this player down. He has nowhere to go. This is what now you can't do. You are punching. Punch hard, my friend. You need to survive. He survives for a second, I think. But I think Arpan, that one shot he missed, that was the point where I think the player from God Squad now, Arpan is in the big dangerous spot. He is crossing the road in an open area. Killua God takes one more player. That's Flip J, I think. Killua God in this car 98. He is hitting his shots.
Indeed, a very interesting situation. Team Hawk managing to get 4 kills, but that's a big damage. Wiz is going to reconsider himself and he's peeking to the opponent, but the nade! Oh my god, the nade is going to give so much value to Team Finally Found. He gets a confirmation, he gets another knock. Pressure is going to be on, but Hawk somehow third parties. Team the God Squad is going to be down as unforgivable is going to be the one who will be eliminated. Finally Found out of that trunk under the car. He gets, he manages to get a frag, but look at his HP. He doesn't have much HP to work with. Killua, he took a lot of time, but there he goes, deals a lot of damage. Team Hawk is looking very powerful, and they are ready to fight all around this fight off the lower ground and mostly on this area. It's just a single hit to do the job, but pushes around to a mini. Oh, the headshot could really do the job, and the headshot does, but the retaliation fire comes in, and Hawk, oh my god, how does he survive this team? Enigma still down to 0 kills, but is looking to play for the last zone, and the end zone is definitely going to be favoring Team Enigma, as the next zone is going to shrink in within 15 seconds. We'll get to see what the next circle looks like.
Yeah, I think it seems like Team Enigma's players are finally being patient, and maybe patience is the key to success. Who knows? But Killua God again. He has three players. He can take his gun out and spray them down. But Killua God, who needs a gun? But it is Havoc face you, who takes the mini 14 and takes those players down. Killua God, I think he was of course taking in those shots, and he was chip damaging the players, but it was his teammate who cleaned them up. 5 kills for Killua God. Enigma Gaming players finally now are looking to push in. They're clearing out the areas which needs to be cleared so that they can have a proper ridge advantage, proper high ground advantage. But okay, Killua God, oh, that was a dummy. Being safe, but he knows he spots one more player. Can he connect one more shot? Let's wait and watch. 9 kills for Havoc. You can see the pressure. You can see 7 teams and 20 players alive in this match. This is the second last map of this semi-finale. Acer Predator League 2022. Only 8 teams move on to the next phase, which is going to be a LAN event, which is going to be the finals, the India region finals. Teams will play in a LAN. Nobody wants to miss out a LAN opportunity.
Man, definitely nobody wants, but at the same time, Team Uncrowned Kings, we do see them performing like at 100% win ratio when it comes to Erangel. Miramar, so far, they have survived all the way towards the top 7, but now they are surrounded by the smokes on the opponent player. On the other hand, Hawk is also kind of alive, but just beneath Hawk, there's another player right there. We'd love to see what Killfeed is up to at this point. Killfeed have been the one who was struggling in the bottom 5 position, but now 3 players are still surviving. 5 minutes, 9-11. This was that one solo player whom I was talking about, that one single player who could really turn out a big disadvantage. Just to confirm the kill, he gets eliminated. He has to pay the, pay the price for that overcommitment. But 10 kills, like 10 kills is up for the side of Team Havoc. They are looking strong. That one elimination of the player would definitely affect a lot to the winner of a chicken dinner, which might have been compromised already.
Yeah, but I didn't understand the fact why Kharku was so much, eager to get that kill. He could have waited. He could have survived Afghan, but seemed like he didn't want to survive. He went on, he got that one kill. That is what I was telling right up front. You need to see the bigger picture. To get 1 point and get eliminated, that's not a value you add to your team. You survive, you add 4 points to your team by surviving. But at this moment, Navi eliminates the God Squad. Last Miramar's winners are taken down. Havoc with 10 kills. Killua God is looking dangerous with his K9. Anything can happen at this moment. 5 teams, 16 players are still surviving. Lot to happen. Lots of drama. It's all happening in Miramar. Let's see, Afcon, who gets the winner chicken dinner.
Man, it's the final map of Miramar, and after this, no more Miramar, as it's only gonna be one last map of Erangel. Team on Crown Kings. Just besides them, it's gonna be the lineup of team. None other than Killfeed. He breaks down the wall. He tries to make sure that at least if you want to use some explosion so he gets to its advantage, utility is going to be drained down. Team Enigma have no clue that it's not just one, but it's rather two teams. On the other hand, Zakram gets taken down from the start of team. None other than Navi M4. Team Navi M4 has to really play a match of the day at this point. Previous match was indeed good, but wasn't quite enough for them to secure the top 5 position. You definitely do not want to just aim towards top 7 or top 8. A top 5 would really be kind of reasonable for you to at least give a buffer of error for you if you, in case you just get a drop clash from the teams who are at the bottom stage at your last map of Erangel. Consistency definitely matters, but in case you get early elimination, that's something which you would really not expect. On the other hand, the zone is also shrinking towards the center, kind of an hybrid zone. Not much to really talk about, as teams are really not going to just be totally favoring the zone or not. Most of the teams are definitely on the edges. None of them have really made it up to the center, but no, you cannot take that much time to sit on your vehicle. They definitely have these skills for themselves, but somewhere down the line, team NM is still kind of surviving. Finally tries to stay them down, but what is this position? What is this play like? Team NM, who does that?
God. Why will you do that? I know you don't have option, but my goodness, Havoc teams through the kitchen sink at Navi M4. It seemed like they had everything to throw at them, and it worked in their favor. 6 kills from Killua God. Hades, UWU. Last time he was there, he secured the second position, almost pulled out the match from God Squad's hand. But look at Killua God, he's irritating Enigma's players right now. 5 teams are surviving. 5? No, it's 4 teams are surviving. And a match to be won. I think Killua God and his team has a doesn't seem to have that, and they have to move in. And I think team, Upcon, I think team Havoc also needs to move inside the circle right now, because I saw they are at the edge. But Enigma's players, they're just surviving. They're barely surviving, but they are being punished. But no, Mr. Responsible, he gets connected from team Enigma's Salman SP. He has a car 98 in his hand. Ghostly Boy, he is carrying a 14, but they're being very watchful, very careful. But Ghostly Boy is getting fired at. But look at Shah.
Hey guys, we are back. Hey Prinzan, thank you so much for the membership, my boy. क्या बात है? क्या बात है?
You mean it,
Thank you, mere bhai. Guys, hashtag Prince and Fernandez in the chat for the bronze membership.
Win the third map,
भाई
but
साहब,
like 3 maps for 4.
भाई ये क्या यूके वाले क्या डेंजर है यार पाजी.
As much as loot as possible.
बहुत ज़्यादा consistent.
Isn't going to be possible, but whoa!
My God.
Headshot comes in onto the heads of our
Guys, hashtag Prince in the chat, guys. Hello Neva, कैसा है? Good evening, Princean. Thank you so much for your membership. Means a lot.
Absolute madness coming from the start of Team Hawker team, whom we talked about, who had to compromise a lot at the
Thank you, mere bhai.
Hades was the player who came up to the second position as a solo surviving player in the previous Miramar. This Miramar indeed is looking quite strong, and Salman has just another map. He is just knocking each and every player down. No way, that was a
Oh, Enigma, holy shit.
Salman SP, what is up with this guy? He eliminates the entire lineup.
कौन है साथ में भी? God है, God.
Absolute madness coming in for the side of none other than Team Hawk up with total.
Well played.
They lose out to Salman himself. Finally,
Enigma ne?
Enigma is right back in action down for 24.
Lol.
Oh no, it is going to stay because King is still alive. He has
Oh shit, guys, 1v2.
2 players are down. Ghostly's grenade can be deadly, but King is still
यार
alive.
बहुत
He wants to
कंसिस्टेंट
go
टीम
for
है
it. Uncrown
यूके.
King safe. Ghostly boy, but no.
They're like
Enigma finally
top 3
delivers.
every
Winner,
game.
winner, chicken dinner for Enigma Gaming. Finally, you can say
कौन
it
ऐसा
upon
सिख पाजी
loud
इसको
and
देख के
clear.
खुश होते हैं?
Not an anti-climax for Enigma
मतलब
Gaming.
समझा नहीं
Enigma
मनीषांत.
Gaming team
पबजी सिख
just
पाजी इसको देख के
was
खुश होते हैं
ripping
मतलब.
things apart in this map and secured the winner chicken dinner. Almost for Uncrowned Kings once again. But Uncrowned Kings, these guys are just coming into a map, securing the first position or the second position. They are always there and are, I think,
ए सार्थक कैसा है?
I'll say this, Upcon, before the match even starts, Uncrowned Kings are qualified.
Why not play, sir? How to
and
put graphics in
guys,
MSTS?
you guys have fun.
ऐसे.
Fifth map, you want to play, don't play. You know it what to do.
ऐसे ग्राफिक्स डाल देने का.
That's great. That's
जा
great.
ग्राफिक्स जा, जिले अपनी जिंदगी डायलॉग मारेगा तो ग्राफिक चले जाएंगे उसमें.
Especially Oro, even who has so much experience in these battle royale games, we know how.
हाँ अच्छा पबजी को.
But the way
मुझे लगा
things
कि
are
गॉड को
playing
देख के
looks
खुश होते
very
पाजी.
especially
मैंने कहा
Uncrowned
ऐसा
Kings,
क्यों?
it doesn't happen like this. 4 maps, you win 2 map at the #1, you come to, like 1 at #2, 1 at #3. Like, what more do we expect from, Uncrowned King? They came at the first, they came at the second, which is this map, they came at the top 3 position. Currently, they are ruling the overall points table, and, we were like. in the
सर
start
बताओ
of
ना,
the
ऐसे
season,
ग्राफिक्स डालने की
we
जरूरत
were
नहीं, उसमें रूट
webinars,
परचेस करने होते
they
हैं.
indeed
रूट
are
परचेस करके
very
रूट
good
इंस्टॉल करोगे तो रूट के जो ग्राफिक्स होंगे वो गेम में आ जाएंगे.
Enigma Gaming finally delivering it, and that's why we say
Swipe graphics card. Hey Mr. Indian Dada, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the family, bro.
Get your hands off to the game.
Welcome
but
to the
once you get
family,
that
my
zone,
boy.
There's no stopping you, and that's what Team Enigma did.
Thank you so
They
much, guys.
definitely
Very close to
proved that they were
57,000
completely,
subscribers,
completely
guys.
devastating this entire lobby, and I'm quite excited to
57,000
see
subscribers के हम लोग करीब जा रहे हैं.
Yeah, of course, but we need to wait for some time. And let's take a break. After
अभी
the
last
break,
map है
we
ना?
will for sure come up with the scorecard of the fourth
Yes sir,
map
last
and
game है.
Okay,
last map of
let's
Enigma
go.
Gaming League 2022. But yes, it will be
देखते
the
हैं
last map of for today.
Uncrowned Kings
Acer
कैसे
Predator
खेलते हैं.
League 2022.
अरे गॉड मुझे
Yes,
एक बात
Acer
बताओ,
Predator
ये
will be back with the last map.
अभी हमारा स्वाइप हुआ है, टाइम हो गया है. सो अभी एंटर करके कोई मतलब है? मतलब फिर भी
Swipe या swipe?
अपना वाइप सॉरी.
Yes sir. Okay.
तो
Enter
ये
करने का क्या फायदा है कि आप गेम सीखोगे और क्या?
हाँ बस मतलब वैसे भी ग्राइंड तो कर सकते हैं ना, उसमें कोई टेंशन
मतलब
नहीं.
फन है तो एंटर करो और
एग्जैक्टली
तो कुछ नहीं है.
करेक्ट है.
मतलब जैसे मैं EFT खेलता तो मिशन ये सब लेके तो नहीं खेलता. मेरे को तो बस खेलने में बहुत मजा आता है EFT. तो
करेक्ट.
इतना रियलिस्टिक है, इतना फट जाती है ना उसमें.
फट
जैसे
जाती है
फुटस्टेप
ब्रो.
आती है ना आपको
फट
एनिमी
के
की, ये
चार
ह्यूमन है,
फट के चार.
ये एक्चुअली प्लेयर है. तो जो मजा आता है ना EFT वो किसी गेम में नहीं आता है.
अरे वो मैंने किया था ना, क्या बोलते हैं कि स्कैवरन. तो मैं फैक्ट्री के मेन लॉबी में था, मेन हॉल जो है ना, हॉलवे जो है ना उसमें था. और राइट साइड से ऊपर से जो स्टेयर्स आते हैं ना, मुझे वहां पे आवाज आई, ठीक है. और जो दौड़ने वाली आवाज है ना, दौड़ रहे मतलब ये PMC है.
PMC है.
क्योंकि स्कैव्स दौड़ेंगे नहीं भाई. रेडी आते ही मैंने जो पूरा स्पैम मारा, मर गया. बट साले दूसरे ने धागा खोल दिया. मजा आया था बढ़िया. हेलो
ये भी रहता है
भूषण
ना,
चौहान
पता
का
नहीं
साइज
हमेशा
भावा.
कितने लोग हो.
आज
झुंड
बस
में
वॉच
भी आते
पार्टी
हैं लोग 5-5 के.
सुबह स्ट्रीम करते हैं ना हम लोग. हाँ 5-5 के झुंड में भी आते हैं. करेक्ट है.
और वो कंफ्यूज्ड होते हैं, तू मेरा है क्या, तू मेरा है क्या. उनमें से एक
इसमें
आधा तो पक्का मरेगा.
अरे उसमें तो अगर 5 लोगों का अगर आप देखोगे ना, तो मैक्सिमम टाइम कन्वर्सेशन ही होता है कि अरे ये मैं हूँ, तू का है.
हाँ, तू का है
तेरे
वही.
राइट में हूँ, तेरे लेफ्ट में मैं हूँ. मैंने कहा यार और ग्राफिकली भी इम्प्रूव है, पता है, और ज्यादा एनहांस्ड हो गए ग्राफिक्स उसके. ऐसा
मुझे ऐसा लगा नहीं.
मैंने फील किया. आई डोंट नो.
मुझे तो अभी भी ऐसा लग रहा था उसमें भी स्पॉट करने में प्रॉब्लम होती है.
यार वो तो रहेगी ना, मतलब अगेन दैट्स नॉट अ काइंड ऑफ ई स्पोर्ट्स गेम तो है नहीं है, तो पूरा
हाँ,
ग्राफिकली तुम उसको फुल करके खेलोगे, और अगर आपको स्पॉट करने में डिफिकल्टी होगी तो ही तो मजा है।
बट वो गेम मोस्टली है ना फुटस्टेप पे चलता है,
करेक्ट करेक्ट
आप
करेक्ट
साउंड से खेलो उसे।
करेक्ट। नेवा भी बहुत बंद है, बहुत बंद है। मैं खेल रहा था पबजी पीसी, ऑप्टिमाइज हुआ है। पबजी पीसी वाज ऑलवेज बीन ऑप्टिमाइज्ड रे, पबजी पीसी अनऑप्टिमाइज था ही नहीं। इट वाज अ रियली गुड, ऑलवेज। वॉच तो है नहीं, वॉच तो है नहीं वॉच पार्टी में, वॉच तो है नहीं, क्या वॉच नहीं, अब क्या करें यार हम लोग। नहीं, ऑन नहीं करना है मुझे, वॉच पार्टी चल रही है, बॉट ऑन नहीं करेंगे भाई। 4 में से 2 में तो ये जीते हैं, और 2 में सेकंड और थर्ड आए हैं भाई साहब।
इतनी कंसिस्टेंसी पबजी में बहुत मुश्किल है।
एब्सोल्युटली यार, क्योंकि लक बेस भी है ना यार ये, कि
वही
सर्कल का
सर्कल
जोन
किधर
कहाँ पे
जाता है।
आएगा उस पे तुम्हारा लक करता है, मैटर करता है।
और ये एपेक्स नहीं है कि आप फाइट जीतते हो तो जीते ही जा रहे हो, जीते ही जा रहे हो ना।
करेक्ट।
इसमें मतलब फाइट में भी लक होता है, पीठ पे मार दिया खत्म हो गए।
अभी कल भी हमारा पबजी है ना, कल भी पबजी है ना।
ये सेमीफाइनल 2।
और फिर डायरेक्टली एक फाइनल डे ना, 4 तारीख को है ना शायद से, दोनों का
दो
डोटा भी।
फाइनल डे हैं।
2 फाइनल डे है, कौन से?
मेरे ख्याल से दो है, तीन, तीन और चार है। 3 सितंबर, 4 सितंबर।
नो नो नो, ओनली 4 सितंबर, नो 3 सितंबर। गॉड।
क्या सर?
ओनली ओनली 4 सितंबर, नॉट 3 सितंबर। एक ही दिन
ओके,
है फिनाले है।
ओके, ओनली 3 सितंबर।
फोर्थ फोर्थ।
फोर्थ को है, अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है। तो उसी दिन है पबजी एंड डोटा बोथ।
यस यस यस, मैं नहीं हूँ उस दिन, मुंबई जा रहा हूँ मैं, ऑलरेडी इन्फॉर्म्ड है।
ओके, आई विल मिस यू।
यो।
बाय द वे, छुट्टी से याद आया, आपका वो कैसा रहा जो कल
क्या?
था, ढोल वाला?
अरे बहुत बढ़िया रहा, बहुत बढ़िया रहा। अल्टीमेट, एकदम अलग एक्सपीरियंस, मतलब
नाइस।
घर वाले भी आए थे देखने के लिए।
मैंने देखा इंस्टा पे कितने
यस।
सारे लोग थे।
हाँ,
Unbelievable। मतलब वहाँ की वाइब भी बहुत अच्छी रहती होगी ना, इतने
बहुत
सारे
अल्टीमेट, बहुत
ड्रम्स बज रहे
अल्टीमेट
हैं साथ में।
वाइब्स। ड्रम्स बज रहे, 30 ताशे एक साथ बज रहे, और फुल
मतलब ऐसे
फ्लैग्स।
रोंगटे खड़े होने वाली
हाँ
फीलिंग आ
हाँ,
जाती
रोंगटे
होगी
तो
जब।
कंटिन्यू खड़े रहते, रोंगटे उसमें। और बैठने नहीं देते रोंगटों को।
नाइस।
और पूरी ऑडियंस थी चारों तरफ, और सब लोग मतलब ऐसे, हर कोई अपने ऐसे, कोई मुंडी हिला रहा है, कोई पैरों को हिला रहा है, मतलब हर कोई बीट को एंजॉय कर रहा है। अलग ही माहौल
इंसेन
होता है।
वाइब।
यस। मेरे को ये सब चीज़ें ना, मुझे को लगता है यही लाइफ है यार, बाकी तो अपन रोज़ मतलब बस सर्वाइव कर रहे हैं। ये मोमेंट्स होते हैं ना, यही जीने के लिए हम लोग जिंदा है, ऐसा मुझे फील होता है। तो जिन लोगों को ऐसे पब्लिक या फिर ऐसे भीड़ वगैरह पसंद नहीं है ना, ये सब, वैसे तो आई फील कि मतलब कैसा है, मतलब फिर करना क्या है फिर लाइफ में यार। ठीक है, अब बाकी तो घर में फैमिली के साथ शांति में क्रांति तो हमेशा ही करते हैं हम लोग। बट
ऐसा
अगर
लग रहा है मेरी
बाहर,
बात कर रहे हो।
आई डोंट नो, बट लाइक अगर आप ऐसे हो तो फिर ठीक है। मतलब लोग कहते हैं कि मतलब अभी कि काइंड ऑफ कि ज़्यादा घुल मिलना लोगों को पसंद है, या फिर ज़्यादा भीड़ में जाना पसंद नहीं होता है। बट आई फील लाइक कि जाना चाहिए, आई
मगर
थिंक,
उसको
क्या
आप
पता।
भीड़ नहीं बोलोगे, वो तो
हाँ हाँ हाँ, मतलब भीड़ भी नहीं थी, कोई देखो किसी को किसी
हम्म,
से लेना देना नहीं है।
वो
लोग
एक
खड़े होके उसको
ऑर्गेनाइज
एंजॉय
चीज
करे,
है।
या ऑर्गेनाइज चीज़ है।
सब अब सबको पता है मुझे क्या करना है।
करेक्ट। आई ब्रो, 4 PM से अब तक पढ़ाई करके यहाँ पर, ए एंड्रॉइड जी, वेलकम यार। पॉइंट्स टेबल कहाँ है? अभी अभी दिखेगा पॉइंट्स टेबल भी। सो आप अपने आप को इंट्रोवर्ट कहोगे क्या गॉड?
सर बिग इंट्रोवर्ट,
ओ इज इट?
बहुत ज्यादा। क्यों मैं इतना कम कोलैब करता हूँ स्ट्रीमर्स के साथ?
नहीं, मैं तो इंट्रोवर्ट तो मैं बिल्कुल, मैं तो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, मैं इंट्रोवर्ट को ना, अब कहाँ अपन साला मराठी मीडियम वाले तो आउटरोवर्ट बोल दिया एक्सट्रोवर्ट होता है ना उसका।
एक्सट्रोवर्ट, हाँ।
हाँ, तो मैं तो एक्सट्रोवर्ट, मैं सुपर एक्सट्रोवर्ट हूँ, बट मैं कोलैब नहीं करता हूँ। सो वो
नहीं देखो,
ऐसा वो वाला फंडा अलग है, वो कोलैब वाला सीन अलग है, बट येस आई आई लव टू मेक अ फ्रेंड। मतलब मैं बहुत ज़्यादा फ्रेंडली हो जाता हूँ, और कभी कभी मैं ज़्यादा मतलब ज़्यादा फ्रेंडली हो जाता हूँ, मैं भी सामने वाला अनकंफर्टेबल हो जाता है कि भाई इतने जल्दी कैसे इतना बात कर रही है।
मगर आई थिंक स्ट्रीमिंग में एक्सट्रोवर्ट होना कहीं ना कहीं हेल्प करता है।
हाँ हाँ, क्योंकि आप फिर व्यूवर्स के साथ कनेक्ट जल्दी कर देते हो ना,
व्यूअर्स के साथ
और
कनेक्ट करता
व्यूवर्स को
हूँ।
लगने लगता है कि यार ये तो अपना ही है, ये अपना भाई है करके ऐसा।
यश अभी एक्सेप्ट करता हूँ।
बट देन आई शुड अप्रिशिएट यू कि बीइंग, यू नो दैट यू आर अ सुपर इंट्रोवर्ट एंड यू चोज दिस एज अ करियर, एंड मतलब बहुत बढ़िया।
यश किस नाम से है ब्रो?
क्या?
सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, मेरा
अरे बॉट ऑन नहीं
म्यूट
होगा,
हो
नहीं ऑन
जाता
नहीं हो यार,
है।
चीज़ों को
म्यूट नहीं
लेके
होता।
ऐसे ये मत किया करो
थैंक
यार,
यू।
पीछे
मेरे
मत
को
पड़ा
पता
करो।
है ना, मेरे को बहुत डिफिकल्टी हुई ये सब करने में। स्ट्रीम पे भी ओपन करना, टॉकिंग अबाउट एवरीथिंग।
यस यस यस, क्योंकि लाइक आई और स्टिल यू केम फॉर चिट चैट विद चिकी, और आपने एकदम पहली इसमें हाँ बोल दी। आई थॉट कि आप मतलब कोई और तो ना बोल देते, शायद हम कंफर्टेबल थे इसकी वजह से आपने हाँ बोल दिया, अदरवाइज दैट वाज अ बिग थिंग देन फॉर मी, क्योंकि आई आई नेवर न्यू कि आप मतलब।
किस चीज के लिए हाँ बोले?
अरे
आई डिडंट
हमारा
अंडरस्टैंड।
पॉडकास्ट,
अच्छा वो।
आप पॉडकास्ट पे आए, आपने इतनी चीज़ों के बारे में
अच्छा।
डिस्कस
अरे
किया।
नहीं, ऐसे मेरे को कोई इशू नहीं है, वन ऑन वन
हाँ।
कन्वर्सेशन, एंड स्पेशली आपके साथ।
हम्म।
आपका जैसे मैंने स्ट्रीम्स बहुत देखा है, तो
हाँ,
आई हैव नो इश्यूज टॉकिंग विद यू।
गॉड के चैनल का लिंक,
मतलब जैसे
गॉड के
सडनली मेरे
चैनल
को
का लिंक
कोई।
मिलेगा? कोई कोई मॉड है क्या गॉड आपकी चैट की लिंक मेरे चैट में डालने के लिए? पीपल आर आस्किंग, कोई आपका मॉड है अभी? ए रुक जाओ,
JWD
मेरा मॉड है,
सर्च
मेरा
कर
मॉड है,
लो,
मेरा
हो
मॉड है,
गया।
छोड़ दो। ए GAW सर्च करो, GAW,
JWD।
GAWD, सॉरी माय बैड। सर GAWD, आपको गॉड का चैनल मिल जाएगा। हाँ सॉरी, आप कुछ कह रहे थे।
मैं तो ये कह रहा था, जैसे कोई और somebody who I don't know, तो
हम्म।
थोड़ा मुश्किल होता।
करेक्ट।
आपके
हाय
साथ तो
बोलो
बहुत
गॉड को,
इजी
मैं
था।
डालता हूँ लॉल। प्रज बोल रहा है कि गॉड को हाय बोलने को बोलो।
अरे ब्रज, व्हाट्स अप?
प्रज प्रज रेगुलर स्ट्रीमर बन गया, कुछ बोलने का नहीं है,
हाँ।
रोज स्ट्रीम करता है वो। अरे प्रज को बोलो ना सुबह एपेक्स लेके आए, मस्त खेले करके।
मैं बोला था, वो बोला कि नॉर्मल गेम्स खेलेगा।
अच्छा, तो ये
तो
नॉर्मल
अभी
है क्या?
खेलेंगे हम। नहीं नहीं, वो रैंक वैंक नहीं खेलता।
अच्छा, हाँ
नॉर्मल
हाँ
चिल
हाँ,
गेम्स खेलेगा। तो अभी तक खेला नहीं है बस हमने।
करेक्ट।
Struggling, few teams are fighting,
हेलो
but
हमारे
this is
सैयद।
going to be the last map Upcon. So, do or die situation. What is your opinion?
I think it's indeed going to be like we are in for a
सो
very
कल
fun, and
जो
this
है
is how marked
गॉड,
by scorecard.
कल जो
Wow,
है
man,
वो
Teamwork, even though they were down, I think they got
डिफरेंट
eliminated at the
15 टीम्स
pole
होगी क्या?
position, where
यही
only
लग रहा है,
Kolbeck, like
और
क्योंकि
इस
16 टीम्स
हाँ
तो चाहिए ना
हाँ
फाइनल के लिए।
हाँ, करेक्ट है। तो
getting at the
इसमें
center
से
of the
8 जो है
circle,
वो क्वालिफाई
being
करेगी,
surrounded
और
by
उसमें
team
से 8
Enigma
क्वालिफाई
in the
करेगी।
one crown
बट
king
देन यहाँ पे
nonetheless
टॉप
they
भी
are
फिनिश
going
करने
for
का
the
ऐसा कोई
final
मतलब
one
नहीं है
and
ना?
they don't
यप, सिर्फ टॉप 8 पे आना है।
आना है ना, ओके कूल।
only able to get back with the winner chicken
देन
dinner for the
वेयर इज
first
एनिग्मा?
time in the
ओह
Silver Malay
सेकंड पे,
run.
सेकंड।
बट ये तो
And with
मैप
the
4 का है,
one
ओवरऑल क्या
crown
है देखना
king
पड़ेगा।
still being consistent, they did got
हेलो आयुष,
obviously
कैसे हो?
eliminated at the second spot, but they now
हेलो
are
वॉरियर
at the
जी।
third position because the total
गाइस
the
200 लाइक्स करा दो यार
calculating
जल्दी।
एक
side,
मिनट, एनिग्मा
total number of kill points, that's
सेकंड
something
है
which is definitely going to add up.
लास्ट मैप
टोटल
मेरे।
Three
पॉइंट्स
total
में।
kill
ना ना
points
ना
the
ना,
वैसे
first
तो वो
team
जीते
eliminated
हैं,
because
उनके
the
किल्स
team
कम
who
थे।
earlier saw them eliminating one of the teams who gave them
अरे
a
मैप 4
trash
का है, ऊपर
up
देखो
there
ना।
at the
हाँ हाँ,
PUBG
मैप 4
Elite
का ही
Mix
बोल रहा
1
हूँ, अब
against
तो
Gentle
टोटल का आ
Pandas.
गया।
Even Death Parade
कहाँ
were the
टोटल का
one
आ
who
गया है?
lost
अच्छा
that
अभी आ गया होगा
one
आपके पास, मेरा
player
पीछे चल
and
रहा होगा।
definitely the entire
अच्छा
score.
रुक
So
जाओ।
Team 5911.
हाँ,
This is what we were
अभी
talking
आया
about. That
टोटल
even
का।
though sometimes you might
टोटल में
not
वो
get the
4 पे है
advantage in
एनिग्मा।
terms of the placement point, if you really step up to be the teams who comes up with most number of kills, and those kill points definitely are kind of rewardful. But still, Team 5911 they are 7
वेलकम टू
points away
मिनास
from
को।
getting qualified to the
मिनास के
top
लिए
8
गेम बहुत
position.
इंपॉर्टेंट है,
Teams who have
इवन
crossed 25
5911
mark,
के
I do
लिए भी।
believe they are having a very big advantage
दे
at
हैव अ
this stage.
चांस
But
टू
looking
गेट
after the
इनटू द
overall
टॉप 8
scorecard,
अगर ये अच्छा
what do
परफॉर्म
you
करते तो।
I think
Yup, surely, I totally.
35 से ऊपर टीम्स है ना,
According
इनका
to
तो हो
as
गया
you have told.
टॉप 8. They have already qualified.
Okay, I
Even
feel
30 मान लो, Navi
Uncrowned
M4 is
Kings, as
qualified.
आपको said,
करेक्ट.
आपको
इनको
Uncrowned Kings,
मेहनत करनी है.
Miramar,
9 year old
Lavok,
23 पे
SF1
बैठी है.
Gaming, and Navi. These are the
करेक्ट.
few squads who are
23
almost
26 काफी
got
टीम्स है
through,
इस एरिया में.
or you can
19
say
पे
they are already qualified
मिनास.
for the semi-finals. Or the finals. Sorry, not semi-finals. Semi-finals they already qualified. For the finals they have qualified. Teams like 5911, as Afcon was talking about, like these guys, were showing performance in bits and parts, but these guys have the potential, but still they couldn't, provide the performance which we guys were expecting, or the fans were expecting, or the community was expecting from them. But still, there's one match is yet to be played, right? Afcon. And 9 years old are at 23. Bahar Sahi are also at 23, 26. Only 3 points, 3 point, no, 4 point difference is being shown at this moment. Let's see. Let's see. Let's wait and see what teams like Welcome to Minas can pull off. Teams like FF pull off, because these kind of teams have the potential to qualify for the finals, but they need to showcase in this map only. But they need to make sure also that the teams above them don't perform. So either they can
गुड
Yeah.
इवनिंग
go and
लियोन,
clash
कैसा है? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम
and
लियोन. हेलो अतीक्ष.
eliminate them,
हे आयुष, हे
or
अहमद
they
सैयद.
have to outperform them in the map itself.
Truly, truly, I totally agree with every single thing as you mentioned, and you gotta really make sure that you're able to avoid at least those drop clashes initially. If any team out there comes up to be on top, like on those initial drop clashes, it could be really difficult. It would definitely be a 50-50% chance, because whenever we see these drop clashes, unlike Yasiana, where both of these teams, even Aura had earlier talked about that they have something like they aren't quite competing up against each other, rather choosing to go off, just going off with a peace treaty and just fall back, making sure that they fall back and get towards a safe position, because their main aim is not just to get those early finishes, but to make sure that they survive, they thrive with their four players, and they also gather along some kills. Most of the teams out there who had highest number of kills or in the previous map did not manage to win the match, and that's the reason Team Enigma Gaming,
भाई
after
फारस जुना
winning the
प्लेयर आहे
win over the
पबजीचा, पण
city,
कंटाळा
weren't
आहे.
at the
खेळ म्हणून
number
मी
one
आता पाहत नाही,
position.
माफ करा.
They
अरे इट्स
did
ओके
climb the leaderboard by
तुषार.
a lot, but
नो
still,
प्रॉब्लेम
there's a
यार.
lot to be
Watching your
expected.
stream
And
and
if you're
completing
the fan
history
of this
chapter.
map, once again,
That's
moving
nice.
all the way towards the Milta Power, I love to see the plane part once again being from Milta Power towards the George Pool area.
वाओ.
Let's hope to get some containers
बट
first,
ये
because
मैप
that is
जो है ना,
something which
गेमिंग की
we
हिस्ट्री में
are,
रजिस्टर हो
quite
चुका है.
excited
क्या
about.
बोलते हो गॉड?
Whenever we see these
ये
last
गेम ही
matches, each
रजिस्टर हो
team
गया
is
है.
definitely doing something different. And
करेक्ट.
don't be shocked
Triangle
even if you see so
मेन
many
मैप ही है
middle
इनका.
players or teams are surviving in the end zone, because this is the
मतलब
last map.
बहुत एपिक
Most
मैप
of the
था यार,
teams are
ये
going to make sure
बहुत
that
I
they
एपिक था.
know.
go big or they go home at this point.
मतलब
Yeah,
हमने
but
इतने
as
टूर्नामेंट्स
was
खेले और कोई ना
mentioned,
कोई ऐसा जगह मिलती थी. अच्छा ये तो पहली बार आए हैं,
used to have those
कभी देखी
MCQ
नहीं.
type questions
वाओ.
where you have
So many
options, right?
places, इतना
This
बड़ा
time
मैप है
at
ना
this
ये.
moment they have no option. They have to perform or they have to go home. And I don't think no team is here to go home, right? Nobody likes to hear the word going back home or losing, or cannot perform. So everybody is a doer here. So they will try to do it and they will try to pull it off. But at this moment, I feel a situation is being created at the Novo Bridge, maybe, because they're trying to cross that area. But once again, circle. Why is the circle being so cruel with the players? No, Upcon, look at the circle. Once again, maybe I can say 40% of the circle is in
ए इतने जल्दी
the
इतना छोटा सर्कल क्यों?
British area or
टूर्नामेंट
the
के लिए
Water Lake
होता है
area,
क्या ये?
whichever the
क्या
case
चीज?
may be.
इतना छोटा
Only
जोन इतने
a
जल्दी?
smaller portion or a smaller chunk of the land is
ये
still
नॉर्मल है?
there, but this is the first circle. Maybe the second circle can be a shift towards a hard shift towards land area, or can be a water circle as well.
दुसरी बार
And
व्हिडिओ असेल तर कोणी
if
असो
there is
नसो
a
पूर्ण
shift
शेअर
towards
गेम वाला नाही
water,
सोच रहे. थैंक यू तुषार.
then the players will find it a little difficult to
हमारा
survive at
चैनल
that
पबजी
time.
का
But
नहीं है ना, टेल
let's
जी
see.
पिन. सो
In
हमारे
this
पास जो
moment,
मेजरली ऑडियंस है
5911
वो
Kharku,
वैरायटी गेमिंग का
Miramar map,
ऑडियंस है.
he was surviving alone. He could have waited. I think sometimes you always try to check your patience. These players have shown immense trigger discipline, especially the players of Uncrowned Kings and the God Squad players. These guys have done tremendously well. That is why they have been performing so well in this semi-final one.
Definitely, man. And once again, looking out teams like these drop clashes, I'm not completely surprised by that. But what I am surprised is about all the 60 players kind of still surviving here. George Pool City, it is, and not the containers. Like, we did demand it for a container fight, but maybe, teams are up here with the city fights. It's a 4v4 fight. This is going to be indeed interesting because previously as well, there was a shift, and that was from team 5911 Oro where they dropped down all the way towards the side of Picardo. The heavy price was being paid from the side of Death Parade because they got eliminated in the casinos fight. So this time I think indeed you gotta like beware of this team because this team is completely having the firepower by their side. They have even proved themselves in the previous map, and just because they got eliminated doesn't mean that they don't have much potential. Like in previous map, I still remember they have total of 8 points. Now, as I mentioned before we started off the map, that there's a team right there at the 8th position. In case Team 511 want to overtake them, they have to, just reduce that mark of 8 points, which is there. They only have 16 point plus they have to add at least 15 to 20 more, which means that you need to come on top with at least double digit of kill points. Now, will that be possible or no? That's a big question. But when do we start that? That should be right now, right here, because in case you get those number of kills in the starting of the map, things are gonna look
What off
slightly
है यार
easier
आज
as
ये
they
ना?
are already in this
How
5v4
long is
and
the
they might
stream? बस ये
easily
last
get
game
a
है.
less opponent in the end.
This
So
is the last game. इसके बाद हम लोग end करेंगे
Yeah, of
इसको.
course, Afcon. I think look at kill feed and Mr. Responsible. These guys have been struggling while rotating towards the circle. Always have seen them, getting off guard, being off guard towards the teams, and let's see, 5911 are closer to them, and they know it that some teams, some players are there. They don't know who is it, but they'll find out. Let's see if they take this fight or not, because the circle is not towards them. Upcon, we saw the circle, it was towards more towards the uh, Milta side, Milta power side, Milta
ए
power side.
मोहन
These
कैसा
two
है?
teams, how will they rotate and how will they
कल ग्लांस पे
manage to
ईएफटी होगा.
survive in
यस,
this
कल
circle, because
ग्लांस पे ईएफटी होगा
survival
संजय भाई.
is the
आना यार, थोड़ा सा हेल्प
biggest
करना मुझे
problem which
ईएफटी में.
teams have been facing, because few teams like
होपफुली
Enigma
गॉड में ज्वाइन
had a
करेंगे
problem
10
of
बजे तक
surviving, but
ईएफटी पे.
last game they proved it that they can survive, they can get the chicken, they get those chicken dinners. I think same these. Okay, I need to tell this. This is not GTA again. Once again, this is not GTA, guys. This is PUBG PC. Got to once again with that M16. He connects one or two shot, but the way he was drifting with those cars, I was going back to the Tokyo Drift movie. Have you watched it up one?
yeah, it's one of my favorite. Like out of the entire series, that one was one of the one which had like coolest run. But at the same time, we are having two of the amazing teams running up against each other. No, not at this point. One of the main assaulters has been three players, but the spray is promising enough, and that really gives up a lot of pressure. But after the numbers loss, I really think that could be a big trigger warning. And Turbo was
No chatting option for me.
right there. It's a 3v3 situation. Do you expect Team 511 to 5911 to actually come up on top?
No.
SLR shots are looking promising, and look at the damage. The damage is massive. The armor is going to be broken down, and so will be the helmet. But Gatu, he is still at a very difficult position. Team kill feed, they need to make sure that they definitely not overcommit to the fight while they don't have the intel. Two players have been spotted, but one of the players.
भाई ट्रेन का स्ट्रीमिंग कब करोगे? परसों करेंगे ट्रेन का स्ट्रीमिंग. अशोक फ्राइडे.
If we talk about the start of Gen
ट्रेन का स्ट्रीमिंग परसों होगा.
players remaining alive.
परसों करेंगे हम.
Yeah, of course, Afcon. At this moment, I felt that prone that player was trying to do, or was when he was crossing, trying to jump or cross that golden wall. It was a desperate prone shot. I think otherwise he could have got knocked out at that moment. Kill feed players are literally creating a lot of problems.
अरे बॉट ऑन नहीं कर सकता लिओन. वॉच पार्टी चल रही ना. हॅलो ओरियन्स लाईव्ह. मी पण स्ट्रीमर आहे. 1K सबच्या जवळ आहे. तुम्ही छोट्या स्ट्रीमर्स बरोबर कोलॅब करता. कोलॅब वगैरे काही नसतं रे भावा. मी सगळे गेम सगळ्या ऑडियन्स बरोबर खेळतो. तर तुला कधी जॉईन कर, तू कधी जॉईन करू शकतो. कोलॅब काय असतं मला सांग बरं. कोलॅब बिलॅब असं काही नसतं रे मित्रा. मी सगळ्यांबरोबर खेळतो. तू ये माझ्याबरोबर खेळायला सगळेजण. एव्हरीवन इज वेलकम. एव्हरीबडी इज वेलकम. अपना ऐसा नहीं कि मैं सिर्फ स्ट्रीमर के साथ खेलूंगा, मैं व्यूअर्स के साथ नहीं खेलूंगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है। मैं सबके साथ खेलता हूँ, वो स्ट्रीमर हो नहीं हो मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता। Everyone is welcome. एंड बीइंग अ स्ट्रीमर ओरियन, द बेसिक रूल होता है कि किसी के भी चैट में जाके चैट मिस करके लिखना नहीं होता है। बीइंग अ स्ट्रीमर तुम्हें पता होता है कि हमेशा चैट का रिप्लाई तुरंत देना पॉसिबल नहीं होता है ना, इट टेक्स सम टाइम। सो इफ यू वांट टू बिकम अ गुड स्ट्रीमर, stop typing chat miss in other streamers chat.
Is it what we seeing? Because if that is the case, this would be a big punishable situation for the side of Navi M4.
क्योंकि स्ट्रीमर का दर सिर्फ स्ट्रीमर समझ सकता है। अगर आप स्ट्रीमर होके हुए चैट में लिखोगे लोगों के कि मेरा चैट मिस किया, दैट मींस यू आर नॉट अ स्ट्रीमर। व्हाट्स द प्लान फॉर टुमारो? कल ना एक मॉड है, मिलिट्री बस का मॉड आया हुआ है, तो उसको कल टेस्ट करना है स्ट्रीम पे गुलशन भाई। सो वो करेंगे। और परसों हम लोग कर सकते हैं, परसों हम लोग हमारा सेकंड लेग कर सकते हैं। आई एम अप फॉर इट। ओए तू उड़त आलीस का इतका फास्ट? आणलं पण हो तू उड़त आलीस बचके। वेलकम। आई थॉट यूट्यूब रिमूव्ड माय चैट। नहीं रे, यूट्यूब क्यों रिमूव करेगा? सो यूट्यूब अगर रिमूव करता तो तू ये नहीं लिखता ना कि चैट मिस किया करके। बट चलो नो वरीज, यू लर्न द लेसन। परसों करना है गुलशन भाई, डन करते हैं परसों का।
Circle is not here. I said earlier, Afcon, it is going to be the survival game, a survival of
या फिर कल करना है तो कल करते हैं, मैं परसों कर लूंगा उसका मिलिट्री का, मैं परसों कर लूंगा। तुम बताओ क्या करना है?
They have decided that we are not taking this fight. We will move towards a circle because at this moment, if you take too much damage, if you use too much of your utilities, it won't be of any good, right, Afcon?
True, man, true, totally. And as you mentioned that 8 point of difference, how is team 5-9-11 willing to cover that now? Now see, one team is being eliminated. They are down with only 3 players, and look what the zone looks like. Imagine still having 50% of the entire end circle inside the water region. That's going to be completely, in defining disadvantage for the teams right there. But luckily, it's a mid setup. Now you see a bit of 15% only inside the water zone. You have 80%.
Hello, guys.
85% right up for the
Gulshan
play.
bhai.
A bit of Lipovka, prison once again, shelter region alongside Milta Power and the Milta area. Now, where is the end zone heading? That's going to be a big question. Plus, at the same time, some late rotations coming in from the side of team kill feed as well.
We can do Beijing, Islamabad. MSFS is having a seated issue right now due to weather engine server issues. Okay, so wait करते हैं, फिर परसों कर लेंगे हम लोग। बट then Beijing, Islamabad किस में करेंगे? क्योंकि ज़्यादा सेटअप होगा तो अभी मैं सुबह से 9 बजे से स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ। आई एम डेड टायर्ड नाउ, तो मुझे जो है वो अभी फैमिली के साथ जाना पड़ेगा। लेट्स वेट फॉर इट टू बी फिक्स। हाँ, मैं तो एक दिन वेट करते हैं, 1-2 दिन वेट करते हैं, वो फिक्स हो जाएगा, फिर करते हैं। और बता दो क्या करना है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली ऑलरेडी सेटअप करके रखूंगा, क्योंकि मेरा कल भी वॉच पार्टी है। कल लास्ट डे है वॉच पार्टी का। P3D करना है ना, मत चलो मुझे फिर वो परचेस कर लेंगे एयरपोर्ट्स। तो मुझे एयरपोर्ट का ये दे देना, कहाँ से परचेस करते वो लिंक दे देना, मैं परचेस कर लूंगा, ताकि हम लोग परसों के लिए रेडी हो जाएंगे, तो फटाफट उसको कर लेंगे।
They have used a lot of their healing items, and this is going to be a struggle when they are going to take fights later in the game, Afcon, because this is just the first circle, and the second circle has already closed in towards Milta Power. As you can see, Enigma Gaming last match,
क्योंकि क्या है, कल मेरा आखिरी दिन है इसका वॉच पार्टी का, और वॉच पार्टी मेरी चालू होती है 4 बजे, और मेरी स्ट्रीम शुरू होती है 12:30 पौने 1 बजे। सो मेरे पास सिर्फ 2.5 और 3 घंटे होते हैं, जिसमें हम लोग फ्लाई नहीं कर पाएंगे। परसों से मेरा वॉच पार्टी नहीं रहेगा यार। मेरा ना सीन ये हो रहा है, गणपति का जैसे मेरा ढोल का प्रैक्टिस भी होता है, परसों से अगर मेरा ये नहीं रहेगा तो मेरा ढोल का प्रैक्टिस चालू हो जाएगा। और सुबह ग्लांस पे लाइव रहता हूँ, तो मैं 11 बजे स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकता। मैं कॉल पे बात करता हूँ, आपको कॉल करता हूँ, विल डिसाइड कैसे कर सकते हैं हम लोग। ए पांडे 87 कैसे हो पांडे जी? हाउ आर यू?
create plays and who hops on or who waits on teams to make mistakes, right? And it seems team NM4 at this moment are trying to initiate a fight with Team FF, but not not of so much. I don't think mm,
ओके फ्राइडे
let's
कर
see.
लेंगे,
These players
करते
can
फ्राइडे।
if they can
तो मैं
create any
काम
kind of
करूंगा ना,
damage
उस
or
दिन
not.
मैं ग्लांस से ऑफ ले लूंगा,
Man, and I think with only 54
या फिर
players
फ्राइडे है ना,
active,
हाँ
I
तो
mean,
फ्राइडे को
and I
मैं
shouldn't be using the word only 54.
ढोल पे नहीं
With our
जाऊंगा। हाँ
60
फ्राइडे कर लेते हैं,
players,
डन।
only 6 players so
फ्राइडे
far
डन है
who have
गुलशन
been
भाई।
eliminated, but on the other side, it's going to
ओ
be Navi. Oh my god, that was brilliant not coming
वाह,
in onto the heads of Baba, which was from the side of the God squad. Now see, here's what the God squad has really done today. They came up winning back to back, like in 2 maps. Like first match they came at the second
वैसे भी
position,
यार
second match
P3D
they
किया
came
नहीं है
at the
बहुत दिन
first
गुलशन भाई,
position, but
मन तो
then
कर रहा है P3D करने
in
का।
the next 2 maps they got an early
P3D में
lead.
इस्लामाबाद का अच्छा एयरपोर्ट है ना?
Through for the start of team.
Do we have a good
To
airport?
come up at the first position. Even Team Enigma might be the one who are just down with only 5 points to
मुझे
overtake
लिंक भेज दो
the
बस।
start of Team TSG, but this is where Team TSG needs to really step up. Can they be the team Oro who won the first ever Iranian and the second? Because eventually the number of kill points that they had in both of these respective maps were 13 total kills. With this many number of kills, it really shows that how much potential does this team carries on. On the other hand, team GP, which is going to be the side of, I believe, it's Navi M4 who denies a player. Turbo
What?
gets taken
Turbo?
down with a bit of the fall damage, but this is not the time for such plays. 30 seconds remaining for the third zone to shrink in, and we only have 14 teams alive. Only one team so far who has been eliminated. With 14 teams left, any team getting eliminated might not come up with the ranking
हाँ
point, but the
चलो
kill
बढ़िया है, फिर
points
डन
need
है।
to be
फ्राइडे
sorted out. That
कैलेंडर
is something
ये
which
कर
Team
लो।
Enigma Gaming
Turbo
is now looking forward
eliminated.
for, but Turbo eliminates himself. That's kind of unfortunate because that wasn't even a kill which will be given to any of the teams right there.
You know what happened, Afghan? It was Killfeed's team who went on to Giorgio City, not the crate, and they
ये
were
ले क्यों नहीं रहा
taking a
सलमान,
fight,
ले
and
क्यों नहीं
it's
रहा है?
5-9-1-1. They rotated late. They didn't have utilities. They used up all the utilities. And what more can you expect, right? But look at Salman SP. He has a SLR in his hand, and in front of him, they are the uncrowned kings. They are one of the teams to beat at this moment, along with Enigma Gaming. They have been firing all cylinders. Yeah, you can do that, Salman, but he's being patient. He did not want to, you know,
देखो कैसे ऊपर से देख
make
रहा है।
Team Uncrowned Kings know that he is here. Okay, he can take one shot, but he's still not taking any kind of risk. Maybe it his team's call, or maybe it is his call. I really want to understand what is he trying to do at this moment. Okay, is he trying to get more out of it because he hasn't taken any shot and he's using kind of painkillers to boost his EP? Let's see. For the time being, finally found is taking shots. Oh no, finally Salman takes, and finally Salman takes 2 players down, Upcon. This was the outcome which we didn't think, but
Shit.
Salman, he delivers it, which we can't imagine. This player is imagining in his head.
भाई क्या लिया रे सलमान ने? इन्होंने उसको मॉनिटर करना चाहिए था रे ऐसे मोमेंट पे।
It was Salman himself who was looking quite powerful in that action of Miramar. On the other hand, we have the side of Chupa Chups who are also just willing to get on with the fight. The God squad, no! Oh, this is going to be so punishable, and that's going to be a bit of an elimination.
तेरी मम्मी।
TBS as well. Chupa Chups are only able to gather 1 kill for so far. Oh, the SLR looks promising, and SLR is really able to deliver. They get the 3 team kills, and also that they are also going to eliminate one of the teams right there. On the other hand, Team TBS is also not looking in a good position. Bar CA is going to be the one who is totally taking a lot of damage from all of the players right there. Team 5-9-11 now have a chance to gatekeep not just 2 of the top teams, but also the third team, which is going to be
guys very close to 150 लाइक, जिन्होंने लाइक बटन नहीं दबाया गाइस लाइक बटन दबा देना यार। हेलो पार्कर हैकर, कैसे हो? Welcome to the stream, bro.
Do not have much vehicles to work with. Ape Kid is going to be eliminated from the start of Pankill. Sadbhai is still alive. Wait a minute. Sadbhai, he eliminates himself somehow by, just getting distracted by that end zone.
Yeah, of course, that is what has the case been so far. Upcon, you know, you don't prioritize the circle will of course punish you. The blue circle at this moment is the MVP maybe, but it is not possible. But players, I think
हेलो अमित सिंह
players
कैसा
have
अमित
already managed to impress the audience already. Players like Salman, players like Uncrowned King, I think full Uncrowned Kings team only. It's not an individual performance. Team game, end of the day.
तेरी
These
मम्मी
guys
मार
are
रहा है
doing a huge job in putting their team onto the map where they can make themselves qualify for the land finals, which is going to be
अरे गुलशन
held in
भाई
Bangalore.
कौन सा
And
फ्लाई
already
करना
I
है
think teams
बीजिंग
like
टू इस्लामाबाद
Uncrowned Kings,
कितने
Enigma,
3 घंटे की फ्लाइट होगी ना वो
Havoc,
हेलो अमित सिंह
have
कैसे
played
हो
through, but still they are, wanting more. Look at Kilwa God. This guy is a demon with that sniper in his hand, and whenever I see him, he's always looking for, short connections. He is not that kind of a guy
इस्लामाबाद टू
who
बीजिंग
doesn't
P3D
want
में
to,
कौन सा एयरक्राफ्ट लेके
to
जाओगे
miss
मैं वही पूछ
opponents,
रहा
but
हूँ गुलशन भाई
little
को
bit of chance to survive. Okay, Wolfie guy, he was waiting. He took some shots and himself also received some damage.
Yup, at the same hand, Team KF, which is going to be kill feed, is going to lose out Mr. Responsible. PRS is looking very powerful, but that's how Team
हेलो
Responsible,
पुष्कर
KF, who is
दिग्रास्कर
kill feed, lose out to another player advantage. Team
कैसा
Hawk
है
is
भाऊ
looking
वेलकम टू द
powerful
स्ट्रीम
with
भाऊ
both players alive. On the other hand, Rocker is also looking to get few kills
MP14
onto the start of kill feeds. Oh, this patience is definitely going to pay off, but it's an 8x. It's
Oh
an 8x.
no!
Just
One.
incline your scope a bit. Incline your scope a little bit. Just one left
Hi.
click and that's it. But this is indeed going to be a body shot. Killua, I'm going to be so surprised if he's going to be AFK at this point. And that's indeed is going to be so unfortunate. His team will not be
लॉल
able to spectate him, but right there he's giving a lot of info. And well, it seems to be as if Team Killfeed had to pay a price for that. At this point, Team 4B definitely are on the way, at least getting few damage onto themselves. But how long is the patience on for this side of the
Very
map?
good,
On the
beta.
other hand, Team 5911 is also still surviving somehow. 3 players alive. Now they spread on towards the side of Team NM, but at the same
चला
time,
अभ्यासाला
with
बसा
the
आई
remaining
बेटा चला
players, we'll have to see which team
नहीं
comes
अभ्यासाला
up to
होमवर्क नाही
the
वाटत नॉर्मल
center of the
अभ्यासाला बसायचं ना
circle,
बेटा
because
दरवाजा
that's
बंद
where
कर
the zone is heading, and that's
थैंक
where
यू बेटा
teams
मजा ली ना
also needing to be, because in case you get the center of the circle
भाई
at this
आपका
point,
सिमुलेटर
that
में
could
थैंक यू
make
सो
that
मच अमित
final
भाई
later,
अरे
and
आज हमारा
yes,
वॉच पार्टी
that's
इसके
the
लिए हमारे
region.
सिमुलेशन गेम्स तो
That's
आज
going
भी
to
थे
be a
ना
big breakthrough,
आज हम
a
लोग
big
फिशिंग
advantage
सिमुलेटर
for
खेल रहे
Team
थे
Hawk. They're looking to be the first one to be there.
No, one shot, two shot, the body. I think. He did correct ahead. Oh, that last shot was too close, Upcon. Maybe Chupa Chups player Kuram could have got knocked at that time. He was very careful. Kharku, I think, knocks out NM4's
हे
Baba.
नमन कैसा है
Painkil
हेलो
takes
भवानी
up
सिंह
command
वेलकम
of
टू द स्ट्रीम
flag.
गाइस जो अभी अभी आए स्ट्रीम पे लाइक
That
बटन दबा देना यार
visible area
जस्ट हिट द
coming
लाइक बटन
out. Zaz is trying to spawn out
Just
the Gurren
hit
here
the
because he has focused
like
us
button
out.
guys
This is a good way to create space for yourself, because you have so much little space to play with, because you don't have a proper solid cover rather than the small narrow I think the at this moment Zed once again connects a good amount of damage towards Gurem. Chupa Chups player needs to create some kind of cover so that Zed is little bit engaged and his teammate can fall back towards them and he's safe. But at this moment he's not safe. But look at 5911's position. They have managed to enter the circle, but will they be able to infiltrate the opponent's position? Because they are looking, they're trying to do that. They have a UAV, but look at Hate GWU with that SKS. He takes one more player down. Zakri. NM4 Zakri is with this guy. Securing kills. Kharku is a lone player surviving.
Oh no.
Can he survive?
4 bandos eliminated
A lot of messed up situation. It's all happening in the Dragon's last map. But look at Hades and look
oh
at
ho 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 ho
Hawk. These guys are not stopping. They're qualified, but still they want more. But look at jump shot. Kharku is still surviving. Oh my god. Kharku is
खारकू ने भाई हालत धावगा खोल दिया भाई
moment 5911. Oh my god, Afghan, what is happening? Kharku is just ripping things apart at this moment.
5-9-11 right there have got a big resurrection to make sure that their possibility to qualify is still on top. 8 is what they are looking for. They are currently at the 9th position. They are currently 10 point behind the mark, but with that 3 kill, with being surviving in the top 7 position, do we have the chance? That's going to be question. Team Hawk is also up with 4 total kills, but yeah, the problem is still going to be on Team 5-9-11. There's another problem right there as they are down to 2 players competing up against 4 players of Team Finally Found, who are getting pinned down from the side of behind, who is going to be the God Squad. And there's also another team right behind them, which is going to be, if I'm not wrong, Team NM4, which is, you know, the side of Navi M4. Well, we'll have to see that, because Finally Found are willing to overcommit, but this overcommitment might be a bit punishable. Welcome to Nas as well towards the northern side of the mountain. This is where problem starts to gather as Team Finally Found to make sure that they make themselves live in the position. Both the players are just scattered once. We make to do a lot of job, but there's a knock coming in. Karku is not willing to knock, but
ओ खारकू सैडली जो है वो
right there. It's a 1v2 situation. Both the players are quite low on the HP, but oh, he gets an off angle. Rupesh is up with 40 kills. It's a 1v1 situation. Team 5-9-11, this clutch would really make sure that they are able to qualify for Bangalore. They will be playing in the grounds of Bangalore to make sure that they prove themselves up. But before that, they need to prove themselves. Rupesh is gone firstly with the revival. There's a nade being tossed off. That nade could do a lot of job. Can that? No, that's not the case. Molotov being strengthened towards the side of stairs area. He is using his energy points to his best of his advantage. But in a 1v2 situation, Finally Found, this is the last moment. The nade came in from one hand but did not deliver the connection. Rupesh gets a kill confirmation from Bravo.
Yeah, exactly. I think 591 players, especially Kharku and Rupesh, these guys are not choking. These guys are not, giving up, and this has been the case for Acer Predator League 2022.
भाई ये
Afcon,
खतरनाक चल रहा है यार मैच
this could have been done long back, but Kharku pulled it off for his team. My goodness, if this team secures more points,
ओ शॉट
maybe because of this man. Great, but at this
Enigma down हो गए
Squad is still alive with 4 players upon, and I think Team Enigma is in a big concerning spot. He finishes already AKM and that random spamming spray on that smoke.
गाइस कोई है या सब लोग बिजी है मैं
Trying to
गेम
connect
देखने
any
में
kind
कोई
of
हाय
shot.
हेलो बोल दो
Most
चैट
likely
में
could have connected, but didn't connect any kind of shot. Molotov was thrown, but not a single damage connected with that Molotov upon.
True, man, and I think beforehand as well, like the way team Welcome to Minas will be performing in the start, they are the one, who are up with 19 total points. They have to be the one who have to get a good number of kills, but Team Enigma, oh, they are in a big disadvantageous position. Team Welcome to Minas are really not willing to welcome them. They didn't come inside the zone. Oh,
No,
the kills have
Havoc.
been confirmed, and that's going to be Havoc who will confirm the kill of I'm Ghost Boy. Ghostly Boy now is going to be turned down, but Team Enigma still left with 2 players. This indeed is going to be one of the longest map till now. 25 minutes, 32 seconds, and still 18 players alive. Top 7 teams is what we are looking forward for, and each and every top 7 teams is willing to make sure that they are able to book their slots at the top 8 position. Today is just the semi-finale one, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Acer Predator League 2022 PUBG PC. The top teams are going to get all the way chance to attend the LAN event at the Bangalore. This is going to be bit exciting because teams also, it's not just qualifying to the next phase, but also if they qualify there, they have even a chance to represent India. But before that, Baby Ray gets taken down. Gurem is going to be just a solo player surviving. He cannot afford to lose.
हेलो क्रेजी बीन्स कैसा है हेलो मोहम्मद साहब चिकी भाई ये किस दिन लाइन पे आ गए आप अरे हमारी वॉच पार्टी चल रही है ना सुबह सिमुलेशन का स्ट्रीम हो गया हमारा अभी ये वॉच पार्टी चल रही है तो हम लोग यहाँ पे है अभी हेलो पार्कर हैकर कैसे हो स्वागत आपका स्ट्रीम पे P3D हम लोग अभी डिसाइड किया फ्राइडे को कर रहे हैं बीजिंग टू इस्लामाबाद
still providing those damage, still getting those important frags for his team. Still the number is 5 on the kill side, but look at God Squad Blazer. I think they're trying to secure this position, secure the compound maybe, but it seems like the compound is clear. No one is holding that. Okay.
Oh, no,
FF, you got these team shotgun. What? How did you hear
गया
I didn't understand that. I got confused literally. Upon, I didn't hear them. But it's not me who is trying to hear them. It's the player who should have heard the players coming inside the compound. not a good ending for Team 5911.
Man, like, just hiding his way through with the shotgun and walking around the houses. That did not really give up.
GTA GTA 5 पार्कर स्ट्रीम नीडेड यार GTA 5 तो नहीं हो पाएगा मोहम्मद भाई अभी शायद GTA 6 खेलेंगे हम
They are
लोग
down to very low HPs. Two of the players outside of the circle with only 10 HP remaining. Meanwhile, the rest of the team right there are willing to go inside his own team. God Squad is still surviving, pinning down the players of Team Hawk. But Team Hawk, that's that is own team Enigma giving Mr. Hardwell. Well, Mr. Hardwell, you have now been surviving from Team Enigma, and you have been someone who has really been in, like talks whenever we used to come up towards the casting desk. But Mr. Hardwell, will he be able to deliver? Will he be able to prove himself for once and for all again? His team has
ओ टॉप 4 पे आ चुके हैं
position, but finally is down. Oh, what a prey transfer coming in from the side of the God Squad, but Team Hawk is down to Aurum. Aurum has to make sure that he comes up, heals himself, just 50 HP remaining for his side, but the Molotov is going to land some damage.
Aurum is also playing? God?
Yes, sir.
औरम वो अपना कोच वाला औरम
हाँ हाँ सारे कोच खेल रहे हैं
अच्छा
सारे कोच खेल रहे हैं सर
औरम कौन सी टीम है अच्छा हॉक में आई सी
from the side of team none other than
ये तो अभी इंडिया के बाहर चला गया क्या कोचिंग करता दुबई में कहीं पे तो
Just leave everything. Look who is surviving with 4 man standing.
Idea
against
क्या
the
कुछ?
Dominas. They know if they win this game, they might.
ठीक है फॉर एक्साइटेड राइट नाउ वी ऑन वी गोइंग टू हांगकांग विद द पेरेंट्स एज अ कंपनी टूर अरे क्या बात है लियोन भाई जी जीज एंजॉय
Is still surviving with 3 players. It seems. I think yes, they're still surviving with 3 players. Upcon no, actually 2 players. And welcome to Minas has 4 man. SF team only has 1 player to offer, but will it be team welcome to Minas? Who will secure a winner chicken dinner in this map? A grenade has been thrown out. It's going to be very difficult for I think that FF player.
टू औरम बाकी है ना अभी भी
circle
2v
or infiltrate the circle
4v1 में
because he's being watched. He's being watched by every
या
member
औरम
of
गया
welcome to Minas, but
अच्छा वेड्स वगैरह उनकी टीम है वो अच्छा ओके
हाँ
हेड्स
वेट्स की टीम
अच्छा
में वेट्स भी तो कोच बन गया अब
taken out.
इज इट
And
हाँ
like I
सब
said,
कोच है वही
it's
तो
not
बोल रहा हूँ
over
एवरीवन
till
इज
it's
कोच
over,
हाँ
as they say. But let's see, can
सही
these
यार
guys pull it off? Fierce. He's looking at the correct
ठीक है
direction.
अच्छा
But is
हेलो
he
सैम
going to
रॉजर्स
get
कैसे
back
हो
to
हेलो
the
क्रेजी
correct
प्रिंस
direction?
व्हाट्स
I
अप
think so, because
चैट कौन
there's
जीतेगा
Max out
हॉक
there,
और
but
WTM
rest of the players can be taken off
यूके
guard.
इस बार जल्दी
Also
चली
failed
गई
to
क्या
get the correct match.
यूके चले
Max
गई
to get the correct match. Max spotted player. You too good.
इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा फाइनल क्या
Lot of
है
damage has been dealt.
बहुत
Now
ज्यादा
2 players are looking at
चैट
that
चैट
game.
जल्दी
He
जल्दी
gets
बताओ
taken out.
यार
Good decision from Tuhir.
5-6
Max 10.
नो ऑन स्ट्रीम सो नो जियो
It's a
नेटवर्क
2v4
अरे नो प्रॉब्लम लियोन
situation
एंजॉय
upon.
योर स्टे यार मिलते हैं
It's
5-6
रिव्यू है
बजे में
उसका भी एक
they
और साल
will.
हैप्पी
टीम
जर्नी
They might secure the
ओरंगुटन
positioning and they
आई डोंट नो
might
कौन सी
secure
टीम है बट आई नो
the
ही इज
land
कोचिंग समबडी
final slot as well. What will happen?
बहुत मुश्किल
WTM
है
वर्सेस
Very
हॉक
uncertain.
4v2
But still,
हाँ
what
राइट
is going to be? Oh my
4v1
god,
ऑन
that is
वेड्स
amazing! Oh, what?
कैन
For a
oh
second I
it's
thought he
Hades
finished off
left
this play.
okay
But the 3
he dies
Afghan. It's all happening here.
WTM welcome to Minas wins the last game guys
Right now, and it's gonna be Team walking a 2v4 situation, but the stopping top with Vedu being spotted. Both the players are gonna be pinned down from each and every angle possible. But Vedu, oh no, he gets
हाँ,
spotted,
खत्म
he gets taken down. It's a 1v4 team. Welcome to Minas. Whether they were being welcomed to Miramar or no, that's not the case.
Yo.
But in the angle, they are gonna shut down each and every player. They are gonna be the winners for the last map at the Acer Predator League 2022. What an amazing gameplay from the side of Team WTM. Each and every team, they had a hard-fought battle and they fought it all the way till the very last circle. Team 5911 missed by an inch, losing in
मतलब
that
मैं ये
short
सोच रहा था कि अगर
finally
यूके
found
फिर
two
से
packs for
टॉप
them.
3 में होती
And
ना
also the
हाँ
कुछ
hash
तो
tag 3 position, which we
कुछ
know
ज्यादा ही
who
अच्छे हो
was
जाते हैं
about to
ना
win. But
इट्स सो
alongside
हार्ड
हाँ
टू
यार
ऑलवेज बी
is
इन द
this performance
टॉप
going to
3
be enough for most
सिचुएशन
of the teams? Because
एग्जैक्टली
there will be at least 1 or 2 teams who will be
अभी
getting
देखते
a
हैं क्या होता है
very
गाइस तो
hard
यार
time
हमारा यहाँ पे
with
सेमीफाइनल 1
Team
खत्म होते हुए
5911.
फाइनल
If they
स्टैंडिंग हमें भी
see
देखने को
that the
मिलेगी
players playing so well,
हेलो
like
संस्कार
the
थैंक यू सो
teams
मच मेरे
so
भाई
close, will they be near or will they be that far towards the victory line? Will they be that far through towards the finish line, which was coming at the top 8 position?
That answer can be only known upon when we see the overall scoreboard. Maybe
Yep.
not, because I saw seem confident, but let's see. Let's wait for the scoreboard. But let's take a short break, and after the break, you guys will know which team is qualifying and which team is not.
वाओ, कल मजा आएगा, फाइनल में मजा आएगा बेसिकली। फाइनल में कितने मैप्स मैप्स रहेंगे? 2 रहेंगे शायद से ना, या 3 रहेंगे? बेस्ट ऑफ 3 होगा शायद से।
बेस्ट ऑफ 3 तो नहीं होगा यार,
नहीं होगा
मिनिमम
क्या?
बेस्ट ऑफ 5 होगा।
ओके।
मतलब 3 में आप डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते ना विनर,
करेक्ट है,
लक
करेक्ट
बहुत
है।
ज्यादा हो जाता है। और ना सी कौन क्वालिफाई किया, स्पेशली 9 इयर्स ओल्ड क्वालिफाई किए कि नहीं, क्योंकि वो पीछे
क्योंकि
थे
चेक ऑन
थोड़ा
ऑफिशियल
सा।
साइट्स ओनली चाइना सदर्न ऑपरेटर ऑपरेट्स बिटवीन द बीजिंग एंड इस्लामाबाद एंड यूजेस अ बोइंग 787। ओके कूल। तो करेंगे हम लोग 787 की स्ट्रीम। सो कल कितने बजे सर? कल डन है क्या?
व्हाट्सएप पे सुबह कंफर्म करो। आई
हाँ,
डू वेक अप अर्ली, तो मैं जल्दी कंफर्म
मुझे
कर दूंगा।
कंफर्म कर देना ये सर नो, सो
यस सर।
लाइक अकॉर्डिंगली आई विल
ठीक है।
प्लान। हेलो
ओके।
जस्ट गेमर, कितने प्लेयर्स थे टोटल? 16 टीम थी, 18 टीम्स थी। ट्रेन सिम 3 खेलो। कौन सा गेम है ये ट्रेन सिम 3? लॉन्च होने वाला है यार, वो अभी तक लॉन्च हुआ नहीं है जितना मुझे पता है। ये नया गेम की बात कर रहे हो ना आप नए गेम की बात कर रहे हो ना, वो अभी तक लॉन्च हुआ नहीं है भैया। तो अभी लॉन्च तो नहीं, तो भैया मैं कहाँ से खेलूंगा? लॉन्च के पहले ही खेलूँ क्या मैं? गेम में थोड़ी बना रहा हूँ, गेम में थोड़ी बना रहा हूँ भैया।
बाबा,
क्या बेटा?
काहीतरी साराचं घर ड्रॉ करून करल करायचं का?
व्हेरी गुड, दाखव ना
हे
बेटा।
बघ,
दॅट्स रिअली नाईस, खूप छान केलं बेटा।
आणि हे बघ, हे तर मी खूप मेहनतीने लिहिलं.
ते ऑलरेडी प्रिंटेड आहे बेटा, ते तू नाही लिहिलंयस।
नाही, मीच
खोटं नाही
लिहिलंय.
बोलायचं बेटा,
मीच लिहिलंय बाबा काय.
खोटं बोलायचं नाही
नाही, मी
बेटा।
नाही बोलत आहे खोटं. आणि ह्याची तू
याच्यामध्ये फक्त स्वरा आहे स्वतःहून तू लिहिलेला आहे, कलर तू केलेला आहे, बाकी ते ब्लॅक जे आहे ना ते ऑलरेडी प्रिंटेड आहे। कसं बाबाला शेंडे लावते का ग बेटा? हिचा बाबा आहे, कळलं का? बाबाशी खोटं बोलताना 100 वेळा विचार करायचा, कळलं ना?
बाबा, मी तुझ्या तोंडावर हे लावून देऊ? बाबा हे बघ. माझं कोण बोलतं?
चला जा ए।
Who is qualifying? Okay, let's
ओहो,
Let's look
यूके
some
बहुत ही
team
नीचे गए इस
winners.
बार, 0 पॉइंट्स लिए
but
उन्होंने।
it's not the overall scoreboard which we are waiting for. Sometimes production also.
सो वेलकम टू मिनास और हॉक ने जो थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे
But okay, that's okay.
एंट्री
That
करके
is
ऊपर नीचे कर दिया होगा।
welcome to
छुपा
Minas
चुप्स को भी
who
7 पॉइंट्स
got
मिले
the
हैं।
अच्छा,
top chicken
12th
winner upon
पोजीशन विद
and
0
he's
kills,
got
ओके।
हाँ,
17
सो
points.
फाइव
बहुत
नाइन
जल्दी
वन
He
वन
has
में भी जो
2 kill
6, तो अभी
points
देखना इंटरेस्टिंग होगा। और एनिग्मा भी
and
पीछे चला गया है।
position points he
सो
got
देखते हैं कि क्या है फाइनल।
10.
स्नो रनर
So
खेलेंगे,
मेन तो
यस।
9 ईयर ओल्ड का यार, उनको सिर्फ 3 ही
look at
पॉइंट्स मिले हैं।
the
हाँ
second
यार,
stage AFCON.
ये
A
पैनकिल वाली
very
टीम है।
करेक्ट
familiar
करेक्ट।
name which is not seen here I said them. I think they took me
वो
to
लास्ट की
serious
टीम का नाम
when
क्या
I
है?
went
बार
for the
सही है
chicken dinner in
Hmm.
Erangel.
क्या
Yeah,
है
after
उसका
chicken dinner
मतलब
in
क्या है?
Miramar, I said,
ये चौन माधव
they play the fifth match or not, that doesn't matter. Uncrowned Kings have qualified. They took me too seriously. They didn't play good. They literally secured only 0 points. Upcon, like, what's happening, bro?
True.
हाँ,
I mean, I'm just looking forward to see what the overall might really look like. Because see, Team Enigma, the previous map that they performed is gonna give them a big advantage. 7 points was needed for 5-9-11. They made up just 6 points. Now that's how heartbreaking for me to say that, because the way this team performed in the last two maps, just comparing the two maps of performance, they gained 15 points in the previous two maps. There were total of 5 maps, through which only 2 maps were well performed from the side of 5-9-11. Which team is it gonna be who will come at the 6th, 7th, 9th position? Can we still expect, the Crown
एंड
Kings
वाओ
to move
9 year
ahead? Well,
old ने
yes,
कर
we
दिया है
can, and top 8 is going to be secured all the way for the start of Team
मतलब
9 years
5
old. We'll
games में
talk about this
टॉप
team who
8
was
टीम्स आ गई हैं
lacking in
आ
the
गई
previous
है
map, but they qualify with a 3-point advantage.
मगर
And
हॉक थर्ड पे
yes,
आ गई
Aro,
देखा
like I
आपने
was saying, like
यप
maybe in
ये
5
लास्ट
maps,
2 गेम्स में
we can
इनने
expect
बहुत
teams to
पॉइंट्स
get
उठाए
over
हैं
that
करेक्ट
benchmark. This seems to be like not even 35, it was almost 25 to 26. But Team 9 years old came up on top and are now going to be qualified for the next phase.
Yeah, of course, congratulations to you guys, because you guys are for sure going to Bangalore, and you guys have another shot, because there's something attached to that land as well. Upcon will not share it
Yeah.
now. We'll wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow's matches gets over and we get our 16 teams. But hard luck to Bahar Sahi hai,
हेलो
591
गेमर्स
1.0,
सैम वर्ड कैसे हो मेरे भाई
5 Gentle Pandas,
भाई आपकी वॉच कर रहे मैं
Dragon
सिमुलेशन
Rage,
गेम नहीं
and
खेल
Death
रहा हूँ ना हम
Parade.
लोग
They
वॉच पार्टी
tried
कर रहे हैं
their
ब्रदर
best, but it wasn't enough. Death Parade,
हम लोग स्ट्रीम सुबह कर रहे
I
थे
think they were desperate. Okay, they did that. That
Definitely
was
the
bad
word you
again.
would want to
That was
use
bad
that.
again.
And no. That for me that was great, man. But they had to be enough, because just one kill, that is something which you could have never really expected. You made it this far, and in the start also we told Oro that it doesn't matter what it took for you to be here. What matters it what are you gonna
Hmm.
do from being here. After
Hmm,
being
hmm,
here
hmm,
at this stage, after being getting a big opportunity, you had a very big golden chance to make sure that you could showcase your performance. It's not only
Correct.
about the teams who kind of struggle. Even Team Enigma Gaming struggle. We saw most of the teams out there fumble a bit in the very start, but we in Hindi also we have this like saying, like if end is good, everything is good. Anbala to sabala, and that's what happened for most of the teams who fight it all the way till the end zone. I think it was one of the most longest map out of the entire map pool.
Yeah.
31 minute 26 second was the total map time, which went all the way
चलो
up
फिर
to the
गॉड
end
कल
for
मिलते
that
हैं
kill. Just healing battle is something which we did kind of miss, but man, team, they
हे लक्ष्य
fought
एफएफ
it their
गेमिंग कैसे आए
heart
हो
out. They fought it
उप्स
their
हेलो हेलो
entire
या
टेक केयर सर
चलो
कल
टेक
खेलते
केयर
थोड़ा
कल
एफटी
खेलते हैं
team
एफटी
is
आ जाओ
gonna
यार कल कर ही लो प्लान
these players are
ओके
ठीक है
off.
ना मैं
Definitely
9:30 बजे
thanks
स्टार्ट
to
कर
Acer
दूंगा आप
as
ज्वाइन कर
well,
लेना
who
10
is
तक
gonna be
मैं
putting
12
on
तक स्ट्रीम
such a
करूंगा
massive event.
तो
ऑसम
उसके
ऑसम
बाद आप लाइव आ जाना
Really
मैं
hope we would
मेरे लाइव आ जाऊंगा
like
ठीक है
take this
ठीक है
time
डन
to
है
चलो बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया
talk about
क्योंकि क्या एक बार हमारा
new
थोड़ा सा
teams
मतलब मेरा यूज टू हो गया और एक काइंड ऑफ एक केमिस्ट्री बन गया ना
Yeah.
सो वी कैन हैव अ सम सरप्राइज स्ट्रीम एज वेल तो दोनों
हाँ
मिलके
हाँ
किसी दिन
डेफिनेटली
वीकेंड पे एक सरप्राइज हम लोग ईएफटी कर सकते हैं
80.
हाँ डेफिनेटली
चलो डन ओके बाय बाय बाय
You get the entire
खूप
Bye.
laptop
छान
Good
केलं
night.
आपल्याला.
prizes, which
Good
gives
night.
you maximum FPS, which has a great cooling.
So chalo guys, that was a semi-final one from PUBG PC Acer Predator League 2022 जहाँ पे टॉप 8 टीम्स आ चुके हैं. कल होगा हमारा सेमीफाइनल 2 एसर प्रेडेटर 2022 लीग का PUBG PC का. उसमें हमें 8 और फाइनलिस्ट मिलेंगे और उस 16 टीम में जो है वो फिनाले में खेलेगी 4 को 4th सितंबर को. तो हैविंग सेड दैट्स इट फ्रॉम टुडे स्ट्रीम गाइज. ये हमारी वॉच पार्टी थी, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत मजा आया. मैं आप लोगों से मिलूंगा कल सुबह हमारे सिमुलेशन गेमिंग के साथ एज यूजुअल. टिल देन कीप गेमिंग एंड कीप स्माइलिंग गाइज. खेलते रहिए और हसते रहिए बिकॉज यू गाइज आर फॅन्टॅस्टिक. दादा काल आपली स्पर्धा झाली. हो झाली, मी होतो ना, तू नव्हता का तिकडे मयुरेश? अरे ये ना भेटायला, तिथे असतो ना मी स्पर्धे पथकामध्ये. येत का नाही भेटायला? मी गट नंबर 6 मध्ये रोहित विद्वंशा. कल किसकी स्ट्रीम होगी? शायद से यूरो ट्रक सिमुलेटर 2 होगी, शायद से होगी यूरो ट्रक सिमुलेटर पे. आई एम ऑल्सो नॉट श्योर कि कल मैं क्या करूँगा. सीरियसली आई हैव नो आइडिया. लेट्स सी. चलो बाय गाइज, बाय बाय महित, Bye everyone. Thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. You guys are fantastic. You guys have been amazing. मी खूप शोधलं, तू दिसला नाही मला. अरे काय, गट नंबर 6 शोधायचा आणि यायचं तिकडे. मी गट नंबर 6 मध्ये आहे. किती वेळा सांगितलं तुला? आता मी डायरेक्ट परवा येणार आहे, तर परवा भेटूया. आज उद्या मी नाही आहे. सर आप शाम को स्ट्रीम करो. शाम को करेंगे, नेक्स्ट वीक से वीक में 2 स्ट्रीम हम लोग शाम को भी करेंगे, ठीक है? चलो भाई लोग, दैट्स इट, सी यू टुमारो, बाय बाय.